Hello, you.
Wow. So sudden.
We're here and we're ready to go. It's Booty, session 5. We are at least halfway through this adventure and we'll be starting very soon. We thought we'd just come in with a bit of preamble so we check people can hear stuff properly. We've heard the music's going a bit wonky. Craig's laptop screen started rotating when he moved his mouse.
Anyone know what that is?
Which is a strange bug, to say the least.
Is it still doing it?
I can make it do it.
All
Yeah.
right.
That's
It is
weird,
upside down now.
That's a
looking at
weird
it.
feature.
Is that some sort of accessibility thing for people whose heads are upside down? You think?
This is a feature. What would you need that for? Anyway, as usual, chat. Just let us know of any audio-visual stuff that needs fixing right now, but I think you'll agree it's perfect.
Because Craig set it up, so it's perfect.
Well, no, we just haven't touched it since last week, so
but
the music is a bit loud over voices. All right.
Who said that though?
Who said that?
Who do we really
How's
trust?
that? Is that better? You're at minus 40 dB. That can't be over us, surely.
Let us know if it's all good.
Better. Thanks, Cobalt.
You trust Cobalt, do you? I wouldn't, after what they've done.
You're doing a nice little drawing there.
There's some drawing of,
Why don't you give us a little show?
Smith said, well, you have a lot of coin.
Oh,
so
lovely.
It's a little bag of coins.
Little bag coins. They're all different sizes. They're going to be a nightmare when you go to
They
exchange
don't have
it.
like a normal coining system.
No, it's just
Sorry, did you say
pressed lumps of gold.
Did you
Yeah,
say coins?
it did, yeah. Nice.
That's why weighing scales were so important back then, because coins weren't of a standard weight. So instead you'd balance the...
There was no QA.
there was no quality assurance, and it was a confusing time for everybody involved.
That was a really quiet sound.
Why are there gold coins in the poop? Was a question that's come in there, Trot.
That's because it's a good place to store it.
Wait,
Easy.
did you manage to send that to the stream live, or did you just put it in front of a
I
camera?
just put it in front of the camera.
We want to sort that. I really want to sort that out, though.
That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
It'd be cool.
He's desperate for that
So
time.
it's like Trot's done it like once this season, so I don't know if it's overkill.
He's saying my drawings aren't worth it.
I'm saying his drawings are great. We had a whole session where Trot was drawing a little diagram and updating people's positions, but you guys couldn't
Sorry, Craig,
see it.
can you change this song? Can you change the song?
Do you not like this song?
I've heard this song like 5 times since we've been here, and it's driving me
Yeah,
slowly
but
insane.
first time for the chat.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought when we were live you were playing in the background.
Yeah, I did. There's only 3 songs in the pirate playlist.
Oh my god.
What
You
do
know you
want?
can use Longest Johns, although you're saying they sometimes get muted still.
You used it on the stream and it had a muted section on your VOD, so I don't know.
See.
He doesn't trust the Longest Johns. They're liars.
They're great. But also, it's hard to talk over the songs with words in.
That's true. That's
I'll give you a little bit of calm. How about that? Do you like this?
I'll have a bit of calm. That sounds lovely.
All right, what are chat saying?
Oh boy.
Better,
So
well, okay.
that's nice. Yeah. I made the mistake of eating a huge amount of cheese last night before bed, and this morning I've woken up with what can only be described as the worst acid reflux of my life. So I'm feeling a bit better now, but the last couple of hours have mainly been spent eating Gaviscon dual action tablets.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored, and to be honest, I've eaten like 10 of them, so they're not even being that effective. So you're going to have to apologize. I apologize in advance for this big old water bowl that's going to come out every so often just to
Keep him from
wash
burning
that
up.
shit down. But oh boy, God, I really feel for Chris Trott and Craig, who both have ongoing acid reflux problems.
Me too.
Because holy shit, that is really grim.
I wouldn't recommend it to anyone.
No.
Yeah, I've had indigestion and like a little bit of heartburn before, but like literally usually I eat like one Gaviscon and it just goes away instantly. That was like
Someone else.
good couple hours of sitting uncomfortably. We're ready to start. You guys ready to start?
Strangely, we
All
are ready
ready,
to
mate.
start.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to check everything's rolling. I'll roll the backups and then we'll go.
Actually, let me just tweet this out.
What kind of cheese? It was great cheese. So I had a biscuit selection, like, you know, a couple of different kinds of cheese biscuits. And then I had some Comté, which is probably my favorite cheese, I think, and a truffled Edam cheese. It was great, but I'm not sure it was worth the feeling today. And it was at midnight. which wasn't probably my best idea. How much cheese was it? It was enough for about 5 crackers.
5 people.
Firecracker.
5
people's
people.
Audio.
What's Zantac? That sounds like something from America.
That sounds very American. Like big farmer American.
Big farmer.
Like huge
Huge
farmer.
farmer.
Sorry.
Farmer that can barely fit in his tractor.
Sorry for your ears.
My ears!
I didn't have nightmares, no.
I asked the same thing. Who asked that?
I rarely have nightmares, if ever. In fact, I don't remember having a nightmare in years, which is lovely.
I just can't sleep, so lay there awake. Can't
Is
have a
waking
night-
up screaming in the middle of the night normal for dreams?
Oh, sleep terrors.
Night terrors.
Night terrors,
Do you get
yeah.
night terrors?
Yeah, yeah.
My brother gets night terrors.
So I don't go to sleep anymore. I just stay awake.
You just keep stay awake, man.
It's scary in there.
What happens when a night terror? You just wake up screaming.
It's like you thrash and like shout and stuff, yeah, and then you don't remember it the next day. This is the thing. So like when people who have night terrors, you tell them, you're like, dude,
You were screaming.
you're really going for it. They're like, oh, was I? And it's really weird. But then again, my brother is also one of those people that like sleeps with his eyes open occasionally and stuff like that. Like,
That's weird, isn't it?
Sleep standing
When you
up.
see someone like that, that's fucking weird.
sleeps standing up. No, he doesn't do that one. My Lanta double strength is my usual antacid. Well, you know what, guys? Send us your antacids because there's definitely use for it here at Hat Films. Mainly because I eat poorly and the other two have got ongoing medical conditions.
Yeah,
Ross, you're fine
mine's a
though.
doctor
You could just do
issue.
it for the flavour.
Left my phone.
We
over there,
rank
if it was- One sec.
antacids.
Okay.
Yeah?
Should we get some Andrews
Oh.
as well?
Some
no
Andrew
crisps
salts.
in between us
yeah.
this week.
No crisps.
I
I
know.
know.
They're good for
Last time.
hangovers.
Is my phone
Whoa.
over here?
Sorry.
God, I thought I was falling off.
Oh, there it is.
You weren't away.
I'm a floating head this
Blends
week.
in.
Look at this.
Antacid. I mean, that's how it's pronounced, right? Antacid.
Antacid, antiacid,
I mean, we don't call it antacid over here, but
Auntie.
decacid.
Acid.
I call it like usually by the brand name, I suppose. Calcium carbonate is really the magic, isn't it? That's the magical. You can get away with eating things that have high levels of calcium carbonate in them. Like in a pinch, I sometimes eat toothpaste to deal with heartburn.
Does that work?
Toothpaste.
Who said that? Is that you, Smith?
That's a good one, Cobalt. My mum told me if I don't stop taking her kitchen equipment, she'll call the police. But that's a risk I'm willing to take.
Nice.
That's good, isn't it? I like that. I used a knife to cut the cheese, not a cheese slicer. What the fuck? This is I don't have it. It's not in huge blocks. I've got to use a knife.
Let's take a picture of your screen.
Toothpaste, yeah. Yeah, earlier on I did a massive burp, which relieved a lot of the uncomfortableness I had. And Trot said, that smells fucking horrific. And then what?
You just burped at me while I was eating a wrap.
I burped in an area in front of us. And he was like, that doesn't smell natural. And
Yeah,
he's like,
the fact that you like down 6 Gaviscons before that, I was thinking, at least it's going to be mint. No,
it wasn't minty.
that was unnatural.
Yeah.
That was messed up, whatever that was. That was like, the pH levels of that burp were insane. And then I continued eating my wrap quite happily.
It's all rolling, by the way, so we're good.
Okay. You ready, Trot? You just drawing?
Just tweeting, actually.
Okay.
Got to keep those followers really excited.
Got to keep all those bots engaged.
I'm even doing the whole reply to our tweet with the actual link.
Oh, does that work?
Hot damn.
I don't know.
You know, you should work for
Oh.
Twitter.
Those lucky patrons, they'll get the podcast of this as soon as it's released.
Oh,
YouTube
what
as well. And
lucky
then
patrons with
if you're
that
on
lower
Patreon, it
third
comes
of
at the
Patreon
weekends.
that you definitely set up, right?
No, I
Patreon?
haven't. You mean you can't just spring things on me and expect
It's
me?
Patreon.
Lucky patrons.
Do you want me to
Thanks
make-
to the people who
3D?
already subscribed.
Do we
to
want to
Patreon.
make one real
Also,
quick?
we're
3D.
working on some backgrounds and things like
If you
that.
want
So
to,
there should be some like wallpapers
Maybe
and little
you can
things
talk
like that
about
of some of the art
Patreon.
that's been
Yeah.
made by Casper. That should be with
Can you make it in
patrons at
Blender?
some point soon. There isn't a booty
Yeah.
next week. It's going to be the following week because I'm away. So enjoy
Getting
this one
stomach
and
replaced.
catch up with all the ones you may have missed on YouTube.com/hatfilms.
Good catch-up time.
Right, Trot, what's the address? Patreon.com
.com
/ is it just Hat Films?
Hat Films.
That's
would you
so
believe?
easy to remember. Like people could.
You don't even need
easily-
it on screen, do you? Look,
it-
can you see that link on
Why
screen?
does that do that when I'm in studio mode?
It's dumb, isn't it?
Oh, I know why it's done
It
it.
doesn't happen in VMix.
I'm not saying VMix is bad. I'm saying it's overkill.
It's not overkill. Not when it works.
You can
How
use
was your
spreadsheets.
stream
It
yesterday?
loves spreadsheets, Craig.
I do love.
VMix and spreadsheets. You love a spreadsheet.
I love
Turn your lantern
spreadsheets.
on. You're not going to be able to see at night.
Oh
That's a really good
God,
point.
that's a really
Your
good point
lantern's not
actually.
on.
Right, here comes.
Oh my
look at
God.
that. Can you do this in? Can you have a background?
Yes, you can.
Not in VMix, surely not.
You can. You can make your own custom animated titles. In fact.
No way.
Yeah, wait. Yeah, wait, bro.
Wait, how do I put a border on this?
Oh, you just tick border like you would in GT title.
I don't think this
designer.
can be done. I'm just gonna put a space before
We're
and
not.
after it.
We're not at that technology level yet to have a border.
Space. All I'm saying is you'd have had a stream yesterday if you used OBS.
Can
That's
patrons-
debatable.
Can patron subs give Scrubs channel and emotes on the Discord? Is that something that can be done? I don't know.
I think you do get the access to that stuff from
Look at that.
Patreon.
Did we get the issues sorted yesterday? Well, hopefully. I guess we'll find out tomorrow.
We know the warehouse works.
The warehouse works.
Finally, it works. We've had issues.
What are the 10 letters of the pirate alphabet?
Yar.
I, R, and 7 C's.
Nice.
It's not a very useful alphabet, if I'm honest with you. It's
Not
you
spelling
can
much there.
you can't.
You got to be
Like,
creative.
Rick, I think. Rick is. You spell Rick. Cheer, spelled C-I-R. It's not many. All right, we good to go?
No, because I'll now
Okay.
go add it to companion.
Right. Well, instead of me asking, I don't want to nag you, so just give me the green light when you're
I'll
ready.
give you a green light. This
Can you
is-
change
this
these
was-
lights to green when?
This was sprung on me last minute.
Sprung.
I was doing it more as a joke, but you're actually making it happen.
Yeah, well, I realised last week we probably could have had it as well, really.
There you
So, we had another joke in here somewhere. There's a guy in town who walks around talking to himself using only figurative language. We call him the village idiom. It's okay, Drunken Soul. It's not a knee slapper.
Works, isn't it?
It
I
works.
barely even registered the joke, to be honest.
Like an idiom is like a localized, like a colloquialism.
I just barely listened, is what I'm saying. Sorry.
No, that's okay. A polar bear walks into a bar and the bartender says, wait. A polar bear walks into a bar and says to the bartender, I'll have a rum and
A ramen noodle.
Coke. The bartender asks, what's with the big paws? The bear shrugs. I was born with them. I've heard it before. I was hoping that one would be a little bit like,
You know the joke as soon as they say, what's up with the pause?
yeah,
The payoff isn't as good.
yeah. Pirates
Also-
are always very healthy. They rarely have a deficiency of vitamin C.
It's
Okay,
alright.
this button should do that. Boom, nice.
That's lovely, Craig.
And then we got Twitch. Goes a different direction. I don't care anymore. That's fine.
He doesn't care anymore.
They're not even the same size. Because do you know why? That one is a PNG that I exported from Premiere when I originally did it.
I see.
That's fine. We'll probably only use the Patreon anyway. The people on Twitch know where we are. Okay, we are ready to go, Smith.
Very good.
I'll
Let's do
put
this.
the theme tune on for stream. Here comes the theme tune. Come with a Smith. Just check everything's rolling, rolling.
Hello.
Double check the receivers again.
Off he goes.
Yep. Gosh, I shouldn't run in this heat. All right, Smith.
Okay,
Coming
going
to you in 10.
Welcome back to Booty, High Seas, Low Expectations. This is session 5, part 1. My name is Alex Smith and I will be your dungeon master and not the gimp. I'm joined by Ross Hornby.
Hornby, that's me, yeah.
Why the gimp?
Why the gimp thing?
Because like dungeon, you like, you know, a sex dungeon. And you have
Sex
the
dungeon,
master
gimp.
and the gimp, right?
It's always a
Excuse
gimp.
me, yeah.
And Craig.
And me. Hello.
They play some really exciting characters that have been on some already quite outrageous adventures. This week we will be finally coming to Goldtooth Town, which is a big, big town. But before that, Chris Trott, can you do a little bit of a catch-up for us?
I can certainly give it a good go. So episode 4, which you all listened to already, but I'll say it again for your brains. We sailed towards those orange tentacles that we saw on the way back from Goldtooth Isle. And we went into full combat mode with the crew because it looked like that the tentacles were attacking another ship of some kind. I load up the little nipper with a hot shot with thanks from an 11-year-old boy.
Yep.
Just thought I'd make that clear.
Cannibal
Kevin, the boy. Titus sees the huge octopus. It's got a massive beak and the ship is being attacked and it's been harpooned. So this octopus is pretty pissed off. You downed a potion of comprehend languages and haste, and then you dove back in to speak with it.
Really, really doping at this point.
Yeah, he doped up hard, and then he spoke to the octopus and found out that it's just really annoyed about the ship attacking and harpooning it. And Titus suggests helping the octopus and maybe on side with the octopus, but the octopus is just like, nah, you're nothing to me. You're just a little, what did you call him?
Plankton,
Little plankton. Titus resorts to acid, of course, and the octopus tries to suction him, but he resists.
Acid. What was the line?
I said, do you know what acid tastes like?
You did threaten him with it.
I threatened him with it, but I didn't use it because it would be
It's almost
futile.
as bad, the threaten.
I know what acid tastes like right now, I can tell you that. I feel like I've had a blast, yeah.
Either way, Titus offers to lift it to the surface so he could get a better view, his words, and it works, and it breaches the surface. And then I speak to the captain, who's fighting happily on the other side with his crew. They're well into it, casting spells, and they ask for a little bit of help. So we are inclined to give them some help. We start unloading our starboard cannons and blast it with everything we've got. I hit it with an enchanted cannon, and now it has its attention on us. A big old tentacle swipes, knocking Kapipi overboard.
Again. I really need to learn how to swim.
One gets trapped in our rigging and gets blasted by another cannon, and you acid arrow it. Good job.
Yep.
And you perform an inspiring song.
I did.
Kapipi, which really gets us in the mood. And I get a little semi. I didn't add that detail in, but I did now.
We could see it.
Cool. We can
Little
retcon that in. We all
Octopus, also known as Garble of the Deep, right?
Garble of the Deep, yeah, that's right.
He starts getting desperate and lashing out. And I musket the tentacle whilst Titus unleashes a big old fireball at its eye, destroying and melting that eye. And the octopus really didn't like that.
Did not like that.
It was really perturbed by that. Both ships unleash all the cannons onto it. The octopus bloats and explodes into hundreds of pieces of flesh, which splatter everybody. Then Sword and Kapipi row over to meet the elf captain, Raffaello Il Dotato.
Nice, yeah, you remembered it. Nice.
And their little crew is called Monsterum Destructum Order, and they kill big monsters, and they love doing it. And they are from the city by the sea, it turns out, where they come from. They research and use all these kind of monster parts to upgrade their stuff as well. And we get 6,000 big ones
Yeah, he got paid
in
a
2
lot.
stacks as payment because we haggled a little bit. Because they were like, well, you get the kill, and we're like, we don't want calamari for dinner again. And
Good, though.
we got
So
money
they
instead.
harvested all the parts, like you say, they hunt big monsters for glory and for the revenue that's generated by selling rare monster parts. So
That's
yeah,
right.
essentially there was some really valuable stuff. You guys had no idea how to extract it, so they were like, hey, we'll just pay you off, and it's a
smelly,
good fee.
it's fishy smell.
It was a bit smelly, yeah. It was raining chunks.
We knew it was exactly 6,000 because Titus' unseen servant counted every
got 'em
single
out.
coin.
Yeah.
Coin by coin.
Yeah.
You canned it. You couldn't see him.
And
You
we-
could see the coins.
Yeah.
We actually cooked some calamari that ended up on our ship anyway, and we called it Garble's Delight.
And it gave you a bit of
Named
extra
it
health, didn't it?
After Garble.
We feed Terrence some calamari as an experiment. He's even more buoyant and farts a sudden gout of flame. And we intend to experiment with more food. And then after that, Carl, the Beastmaster of the Firebird, which was the ship that we were with, climbs aboard our ship because he was ejected quite forcefully from his ship by a tentacle. He tells us about the Horn and the center of the sea. It's full of monsters and sunken ships, and defeating one of those monsters will earn us a hell of a boon, or anyone that does it. The Firebird is likely to restock at Goldtooth Isle, so there's a chance that we can meet up with these guys again, but otherwise, we tasked the crew to take us onward to Goldtooth Isle.
Very good.
That was a big recap, wasn't
That
it?
was a big
No, it was
That's
good.
really good though.
That was well paced.
I'm glad you took
Craig, a
notes.
tech question. There's a halo of light that my head's in right now.
Yeah, that's been there since the start. That is that lens flares. with that light there.
just-
I can dim the light a little
I
bit.
don't know if there's like, is it just catching it? Is it a window, maybe a door?
No, it's
could-
that light
No, it's
there.
literally
Oh, it's
that
this
light.
light.
It's been there since the start, every week.
Oh, really? I only just noticed it.
It's beautiful. It's your magical aura.
Yeah.
I can dim
I mean,
it
it's
a little.
fine.
It's a bubble.
Yeah.
I'll dim
I
it a
don't think it
little
makes
bit.
any other difference. I only just noticed it then.
What's that one? Back right.
It's a perfect circle.
Yeah. Well, it's the lens,
Beautiful.
isn't it?
That's beautiful.
Okay,
Hang on one
so
sec.
Also, you don't
Yeah.
whack your light on.
Oh yeah, of course. Is that going down?
Yeah.
About there?
Yeah, that's fine.
It's still going to be there a little bit.
Yeah. And I think this torch is, I don't know if the batteries are dead.
Oh, now I can see.
Wow,
now
you
finally
can
you
God.
can see
finally
the dark.
everything's
Oh man,
visible.
that's where you were.
It's
There
not
it
dark.
is.
I mean, it's not in shot, but
It's not even shot.
You
but
see the little
the
flame lick
ambience.
up?
Oh, you can
down
see it there.
There
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is.
There you
Look
go.
at that.
Worth
they
it.
look good.
Couldn't
Anyway,
see anything.
Okay, so good recap drop, and we start now. So, the nights are short this time of year. Following your soon-to-be famous victory over the great Kraken beast, the ethereal crew of the Clumsy Goose work quietly and efficiently through the night. Whilst one of you dozed with the captain's hat upon your forehead, you all have a deep and restful sleep. You are awoken from your suspiciously comfy hammocks by Dinky Doinkers. Good morning, gentlemen. Dressed in his usual first mate attire of his long coat and white hose, you see he is now also wearing some magical green gloves that look a bit like yours. And he's holding a very real silver tray of tea, pastries, and what look like some sort of candy that flows and crystallizes seemingly at random. I have a picture of that candy. I'm happy to report we've sighted Gold Tooth Town and should be arriving in the next 30 minutes. Would you care for refreshments? Would you like anything from the...
What is this? Dinkers.
Oh, well, of course, we've got tea, and it's like a silver service tray, so he's holding a silver tray in front of him.
Where did you
And-
hide all this stuff?
Oh, well, we have it in the captain's quarters. He has a small, let's call it pantry of things. We have some high-quality tea here, some delicious pastries warmed over the same brazier that we use to heat the cannonballs, actually.
Amazing.
And these are a little speciality we picked up from one of the ports we visited recently. They're perfectly safe, but, well, they wake you up a lot.
What do you mean by that? Like,
Imagine coffee, but about 10 times as strong.
oh.
We
all
use
right.
it to rouse people when they've had long shifts, or perhaps, I mean, it's entirely up to you. They're delicious. And what you see is this multicolored pile. They're in a little silver dish. And they're a combination of sort of crystallized and sort of smoky, multicolored candies. Some of them look like jelly beans. Some of them look like
lovely.
sort of dry ice smoke. There's purple and orange and yellow. They look delightful. They smell like tropical fruit. They smell. You're getting a sense of mangoes, of passion fruits, of bizarrely sort of grapefruits and bananas as well are in there, and they smell very alluring. What would you like to do? So essentially, you guys have all sat up out of your hammocks, which
right,
were.
so I'm like, what's going on out there? Because I slept inside my
You all
shell.
slept inside your
But,
shell.
During the night, someone must have put, or maybe the ship rocked. I'm in the corner, like my head
slid
hole
about,
is like
yeah.
up against the wall, so I can't actually get out. Because someone moved me back. I can't get out of my shell.
Oh, would you mind helping your
Oh,
associate?
yeah, I'm going to try and...
Oh, that's what the boys are for, right?
The
Oh,
boys?
yeah. Can we get the little boys out?
Yeah, can we get the little tiny boys out?
Oh, I'll get one of the boys. Kevin! And
There he is.
comes.
It's
Before he
Kevin.
arrives, I'm going to slap down the big surf.
You're going to slap the hole down.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, right.
The hole
He
down.
comes down.
Just in his path.
And he gets to the bottom of the ladder and jumps off the ladder and falls straight into the hole.
Nice!
Ah, there he is.
Fucking idiot,
He
Kevin.
tripped. He tripped.
What's
Every
going
time.
on?
Dinky's like, he's not unfamiliar with like seniority treating like crewmates a bit rough. So he sort of just looks the other way. Like, very good. Like, but he's still propped up against the wall. You've got to remember as well, by the way, that the ethereal crew can't really touch, you can't interact with them. The only reason that Dinky Doinkers is able to hold this tray is because he's essentially wearing the same sort of gloves as you, which allows them
to interact.
to interact with the opposite of them. So for you, it means you can operate the ethereal elements of the ship. For him, it means he can touch the physical elements
I've
of
got
the
a
ship.
quick question for you, Dinky.
Yes.
Whilst Kevin scrambles out of that hole there.
Oh, he's really struggling. It's 10 feet deep.
Your gloves allow you to touch physical objects.
Yes.
How do your hands initially physically touch the gloves?
Well, it's quite tricky. I have to make sure that the gloves are laid in a way that the openings are presented to me.
Slide
and I
in.
sort of have to
So it's
Get
very-
up in there. Yeah, when I take them off, I have this special sort of box I put my hands into, and it's got a spring system that when I press down, it grips the glove, and then I can retract my hands. If that ever goes wrong,
You can't touch anything.
I'm in huge trouble. I'll need one of your help.
Good to know.
Don't even ask how I walk around on things. Go on.
going on up there? Help me.
Oh yeah. Kevin, come on, mate. Stop messing
Oh,
about.
come on, get out of that hole.
Get out of the hole.
Go on, hop out, mate.
Kevin still can't get out of the hole. It's 10 feet deep.
He's really small,
He's
isn't
really
he?
struggling. I'm just going to pick up the hole.
Oh, pick up the hole.
Oh.
Put it on the ceiling.
Put it on there.
Oh,
Put it on the ceiling.
and chuck it up under the ceiling.
There he is.
And he falls out in front of you. Splank! He hits for some reason, he falls out of the hole, drops this is a deep cargo hold as well. You know, this is about 15 feet. It's high, the roof you're in. So he drops out, slaps onto the deck, sprawling. Hey, good sir.
Get all out of here. Help him out. I grab him by the scruff and throw
Do
him.
you have your gloves on?
No.
You pass straight through it.
God, you're so annoying. I try and kick him about.
Yeah,
just
you try.
passing
I mean, every
through.
time you do it, it's like you're kicking a being made of dry ice. You know, your hands are passing through him.
Give me those gloves.
Dinky,
Or get to it. Get him out of his little shell.
Walks over. Dinky sort of like hauls you back and then like lays you down on the floor, and you're now flat on the bottom of your shell.
That's strong.
There you go,
Thank you so
Kapipi.
much.
You're welcome.
Out he comes. Pop. What's going on? What? I heard there's breakfast.
Yeah, look at this.
Yes.
Very colourful tray of sweets.
And he held the tray in one hand. He's now got two. Do you care for some refreshment, Mr. Kapipi?
I'd love one, thank you, Dinkers. Which one would you recommend? What's chef's choice?
The tea's very refreshing. The pastries are filling and delicious.
Nah,
and
these
sweet.
colourful things.
Oh, they largely all have the same effect. It's a stimulant of sorts.
Different flavours, though, like banana.
Oh yes,
orange.
they all taste fantastic. They're made by an artisan witch doctor.
I like to grab them all and put them in my mouth.
You grab all of them and you put a fistful of these things in your mouth.
That's
I
greedy.
want one.
That's a lot.
Okay, so as he's doing this, he's chewing, and then like some of the vapors just puffing out of his nostrils as he's like trying to speak.
Maybe one was enough.
Okay, you see Titus's pupils just tighten up like
Oh
tiny
my
little
God.
pinpricks. He is extremely focused. Okay, you swallow it down. It tastes delicious. But any
His
semblance of sleepiness,
Tasty?
any grogginess, just you feel it just flow out of your body. It falls from
look at that.
your mind and
I
your
wanna do
shoulders
things.
out through
You
your
want
feet.
to do things.
It's
Good.
time to do things, guys. Let's hurry up.
Okay, he's bouncing. You now you can't seem to stay still. So you're bouncing on your feet. You're bouncing, your mouth's quite dry. Tea?
that?
Care for tea? Okay, you
that
drink the
stimulant
tea.
as well?
It's really quite warm. Okay. There's a few more left at the bottom if anyone wants any. You didn't get them all.
I'll take one.
One?
Thanks.
Yep. Take it.
I'll have one if there's one left.
Okay,
please.
here you go.
That's good.
And yeah, as soon as same thing. The flavour's delicious, of sort of sweet and sour kind of fruity
Oh, that's
flavour.
kind of sweet and sour and fruity. That.
All at the same time.
And as
it's
you
an
bite
eclectic
down,
mix.
some of the vapours puff out of your nostrils as well.
Whoa.
And it makes your voice drop a little bit. I was just trying to talk as you were eating it.
You know what? You need to make some more of those, Dinkum.
Well, next time we're in the port, we'll grab some. But yeah, you feel every semblance of sleepiness, any grogginess go from you as you.
Damn, I'm pumped. I'm ready to
feel
go.
Awake.
I am
You
wide
must be
awake.
bouncing off the fucking walls.
He quite
The amount
literally
you
is.
had.
You wouldn't believe.
Your
One is enough.
palms feel a little bit itchy. You can't quite get it to stop itching. Okay, gentlemen. Like I say, we're about 30, probably about 20 minutes now away from entering the mouth of Goldtooth Bay. If you'd like to bring, he shows you a map of what you're going to be approaching.
So this is Goldtooth
Goldtooth Town map,
Right,
yep.
okay.
So as you can see here, we're going to be approaching a large inlet. It's essentially, as all inlets are from the sea, as you approach a coastline, often
Awesome.
there'll be a large river that comes out into the mouth and then into the sea. That's how rivers tend to work. So what you can see here is a huge opening, a huge bay that is very deep in the center. It shelves very quickly up towards the coast, so it's ideal for ships of all sizes, especially the bigger ones that come to land here. So Dinky tells you a little bit about the place. So Goldtooth Isle, I presume you may be interested in what to
Get to
expect.
the point. Get to the point.
Goldtooth Isle is somewhere around 100 miles long and is considered very large in the Thousand Teeth.
Oh, wow.
Goldtooth Town is built up around a large inlet on the eastern side of the isle. It is one of the earliest settlements in the Thousand Teeth, and its level of development shows this. It is a large town with several docks serving different elements of seafaring. There are busy passenger ships arriving and departing with those seeking new fortunes, like yourselves. There is a huge amount of freight and vital supplies piled up on large docks. Exotic fruits and things like that shipped in and out of here. We should be landing very soon. If you'd like to head up onto the dock, you should be able to
Yeah, I'm going.
should be able to get a look at the place.
I'm doing like
Up the ladder.
up the ladder, back down,
Yep.
back up. It's got to get the steps in before we
I'm
get
looking
there.
for a rowing boat. I want to row this thing. I want to row back. I've got so much energy. I need to get rid
I
of
mean,
it.
there's the
Is there a
rowboat
rowboat?
hanging from the back of the ship.
I'm gonna hop
I
on it
would
and
say,
ask
gentlemen,
them
the
to lower me
inlet and the
down. Lower
docks.
me down.
The inlet and the docks we are planning to land at are very busy places, gentlemen. Please keep your wits about you.
Come on, guys. I'm getting my energy out. I'm
Indeed.
gonna row this bad boy.
Titus, do you want to join? Titus, you can row
gonna
the boat
do
if you want. Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
Lower
get
me.
I'm going to
Kevin.
get in with him. I'll get in with him.
Kevin's
lower
me
in the
down.
hole. He's not around because he's in the hole.
Oh, he's on my back. Of course he is. I'll slap him back out so you can just lower me down. Is anyone else trying to-
Hello? You hear from up inside the hole. Hello?
Hello. All right, mate. I'll reach down and grab his hand.
You pull Kevin out,
There you go, mate.
plop him down.
All right, mate. Can you just lower me down?
But
I'm
you
gonna-
can't. You don't have your gloves on.
Oh, wait. Where are my gloves?
You've got some in your pocket. There you go.
I'm
There's
gonna
one there.
go find them.
You don't need to put it on, but I presume. Here you go. Kevin, you wrap it on. You reach down. You grip his hand. You feel
Come here, buddy.
what feels like a normal boy's hand. You haul him out. Blop. What would it be, sir?
Can you lower me down? I really need to row this bad boy out.
Okay, yes. So you go around to the back of the boat where the two cranes are that hold the rowboat. You climb in, and he helps to lower you down.
Right.
What are you
Billow!
doing?
I-
Billow.
I-
As the thing is slowly being lowered, you hear. What are you guys doing at this point?
Honestly,
water.
it's just fascinating to watch him heavily stimulate right now.
Okay.
Oh, I can't wait
I
till we
want
hit
to
the
jump
water.
in the
Okay,
boat
you can
with
do
him.
that as it's being
You know,
lowered?
in like the boat race, they have the guy that sits on the front. That's
The
like,
coxswain.
The
Yeah.
So I'm going to be that for him.
Get to the
Yep.
front. Nice.
Okay, you're going to be at the front. Okay.
You
So,
better pace me well.
Sword, you see them
I'll
lowering
use my
down.
drum.
I'll go crow's
He
nest.
seems really keen. You climb up on the sword. So the ship is slowly approaching now. The sails are about half mast, not half mast. You know, they're half trimmed. They're on the way in, and it's getting busy now. There are boats and other boats around you. You know, you see them quite close, only a few hundred meters off of your starboard and your port. There'll be plenty of other large sailing ships of all kinds, military ships, trading ships, passenger ships. Anyway, you're slowly moving, and then the rowboat touches down as the ship is still moving, and because the rowboat is obviously level with the rear of the ship, you're getting quite a lot of like,
Getting dragged along.
and then very quick, so you can actually unhook from where you are. So if you want to unhook on the base of the
Okay,
rowboat,
yeah, we're
Right, to
unhooking.
my rhythm.
Right,
I'll
okay,
set
play
the
that
rhythm.
drum, baby.
Bang, bang,
Right.
bang. No, slower, bang, and then it ends up with him setting the rhythm. So it's bang, 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 bang.
Okay.
I can't keep up, Titus. Bang, 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 bang.
Sword, you look over the side of the ship, and down below you see these guys actually making some headway on you.
Fuck it, I'm getting splattered and I'm in the crow's
Like a
nest.
speedboat go past me. Boom, 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 boom.
They're doing
Slow
well.
down.
Dun, 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 dun. Right, Titus, I need you to make a Constitution check.
Yeah, as much as you're stimulated, your body's still the
You're
same.
gonna have a heart attack.
Oh, well, with
13.
plus one.
14.
Okay, you're all right. You're holding on. You're sweating a lot. You can feel your heart racing. Feels pretty good though. You're pulling hard. You are starting to pull out ahead of the Clumsy Goose as you head in towards the inlet. You are approaching the first of the sort of pontoons and things like that. Dinky Doinky says to Sword,
Yeah.
where is it? We may need your help, your assistance when it comes time to dock. Because it's such a busy dock with so many hazards and things like that, the crew will do their best, but we may need you to tie ropes, throw lines, things
Yeah,
like
whatever,
that.
mate. I'll do
He
it.
shouts up to the crow's nest, I remember. Okay, very good, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, crew, keep an eye on where that rowboat heads, and we'll follow
I'll do a
them
quick
in.
recce now. And I slide down the crow's nest
Yep.
and start looking at all the rigging and stuff. Like, yep, sails good, angles good, yep, nice.
Yep.
Next thing.
It's in ship shape at the moment. Everything's tight.
It's tight. Very
tight.
Nice and tight.
As you all approach the rowboat as well, as you all approach the port proper, as you're coming in and start seeing the first piers and pontoons, so there is a huge amount of freight and vital supplies piled up on the large docks. Exotic fruits packed into crates, along with bizarre creatures and big wooden crates, can be seen being loaded onto ships. Sitting at anchor at slightly deeper water are large adventuring, privateering and military ships. The island is, and closer in, you get piers and you also get pontoons. So the difference between a pier and a pontoon is a pontoon floats. So the piers themselves have had, let me find it, huge wooden poles have been sunk deep into the river floor to allow for the construction of these massive long piers to serve these ships. But there are also pontoons that have been set up to cater to smaller boats, local boats, fishing boats, things like that. Things that stick to the coast and don't go to deep waters. As you approach, you guys are in the rowboat, are coming up to your first piers, your pontoons. The Dinky Doink has a specific pier he's going to. So we're heading to Pier 3, crew, and he yells that over the balustrade of the ship to you guys, so you can hear, like, head for Pier 3. And at the end of all of these large piers are like numbers at the end of them, like signs telling you where to go. Do you head for Pier 3, rowboat team?
Yeah.
What did he just shout? I couldn't hear him over the
something
drum.
three.
Something about
Pier 3?
Pier 3. All right.
Give me a
head for
perception
Pier
check.
3.
Both of you give me a perception check.
Oh, 5. And
17.
You hear Pier 3.
All right. Yeah, I think he must have said Pier 3.
whatever, let's keep going.
Okay, Kapipi, you spot this big sign saying Pier 3 up ahead. It's about 50 meters away.
Yeah, because I guess he'll be facing me, wouldn't it? Because when you row,
Yeah,
you go
exactly.
back.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just to your right side at the back. If you just pull it in nicely.
Let's do it. This way.
Okay, so you guys come up and the pier is a lot higher than your rowboat. It's not designed for such a low boat, so it's at least 10 feet above your head.
Oh, we're going to have to wait for high tide.
You
I
can,
don't think that's
the closer you get in, the more you can see sort of smaller pontoons. So floating pontoons change with the tide, which is nice. So they can come down. It just creates a steeper ramp each time. So you can look around Pier 3. You'll find some smaller pontoons that you can moor up against. Sword, the ship is now coming up close. The pier is just off the bow of the ship.
we fucking go!
20, 30 meters. Associate Sword, would you kindly get ready to throw the front lines and make ready to tie fast on the cleats of the pier?
Yeah, I'll fucking cleat and shit. Let's go.
Okay, right. So I need you to make a.
I don't know what I'm doing fully.
Huh?
I don't know what I'm doing fully.
No, I'm taking that into account.
Good.
You'll be throwing a line over the front of the ship to catch, for somebody on the pier to catch. If there's nobody on the pier to catch it, you'll have to throw the line, then jump over the bow onto the pier to then tie this fast, okay? They're trimming the sails now, so they're slowing the ship right down. There's very little sail now out. And I want you to make an acrobatics check, first of all, to
Natural 1.
natural 1. Okay, you fall over the
Here we
front of the
fucking
ship.
go, boys. I'm gonna cleat the shit out of this.
You go to throw the rope. As the rope goes, you realize it's tied around your leg.
Oh,
As the rope
fuck.
goes, it takes you with it off the edge of the ship, and you slam down onto the pier in front of you.
Kevin!
And you take 2 hits. You take 2 points of damage.
Who's got the hound?
That's a very good point. You had the
one's in the
hound.
ship.
We're going to just presume that you gave it to Sword
Well, it would've
before
come
you
off.
left. But we're going to retcon
It would
that.
have come off anyway, but
Sword, yeah, it would have flown off anyway, exactly. So Sword, as the ship
now
is coming
he's
to sail, you recover. You've taken a bit of damage. That hurt like hell. You've scraped your knees. But now you need to tie this fast. So give me a sleight of hand to tie this around a cleat.
Christ, we're coming in hot. Sleight of hand would be a 18.
Excellent. You tie it tight round. You loop it over a few times around these big metal cleats that are set
I'm
to the
whipping
pier.
them.
You're As you whip it, a big loop forms and it ties fast. Loop forms,
Look at this.
ties fast. And
I used to do this to people.
he tells some of the dock
telling
workers
Kevin.
that are walking around, Kevin's
Oh, he's in the hole.
where is Kevin? No, Kevin's back on the ship because
He
you let him
helps
lower
you
you down.
down, yeah.
on the ship.
Right.
Kevin, I used to do this
Well,
to
they
people.
can't, they,
Yeah,
can't, they
he
can't
said-
leave the ship, can they?
No, they can't. Well, they can. The hole is kind of a workaround. If they're in the hole, they're in like a pocket dimension.
Okay.
The ship itself is kind of like a magical dimension unto itself, and that's why they're sort of bound to the ship. It's complicated.
Do
You
we
don't
know
this.
this?
Huh?
Do we know this? Because I guess that's the way we could ferry people off the ship in future.
Yeah, you've seen that, like, if they go into the hole, and I said, like, you know, I've told you guys this
He
last
remains
session,
there, hat
you
removed.
know that if he's in the hole, it's kind of a way to transport it around. You tie the line tight, they're very impressed, the ship comes to a stop. Good job. The Clumsy Goose has docked at the port. Down to your left, 50 meters off to your left, along the pier and down a ramp to a floating pontoon. You see these two securing the boat. Looking good.
You're gonna
Titus,
just leave the
Titus is
rowboat
sweating
there?
like mad.
I shout to you guys. I'm just going to leave it undocked on our ship.
Yeah, we could pick it up on the way
Yeah.
out. It'd be all right. We tied it up.
Has it got like a name on it or anything?
What?
What do you mean
Yeah,
name?
just keep saying yes
it's
to him.
literally
I
just
can't hear it
a
very well.
rowboat.
I'll just tie this knot with 3 loops, then we know that it's our boat.
All right. If that's standard practice, sure. I don't know what's going on.
That one was our one. No, I mean
We know it's ours.
got
on
3
the
knots.
back of the boat, it does say like tender to the clumsy goose, or actually it says tender to the fat duck. So it's styled and it has a name on
Oh,
it that says
no,
that, like-
yeah, it has got our name on the back of it.
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
nice.
Sword, yeah, well, the old name.
Lost interest.
No, it says here oh, he's gone.
Yeah, I walked away from the front of the ship.
So as you guys are having this conversation, walking down the main pier towards you, you see basically a humanoid tree frog species. Okay, so this is they're a member. They have the same basic body configuration of a human. However, their head is bigger than that of a human, and they have big saucer-sized orange eyes with big dark pupils. Their feet and hands are slightly larger too, with small tactile suckers at their tips. He has a glistening lime green skin covering most of his body. He waits patiently at the dock with a pleasant smile as you walk towards him. He wears a luxurious dark turquoise velvet tunic with brown leather trousers. He's wearing some sort of special looking shoes that seem to be covering the top of his feet, but not necessarily the bottom.
He's got those suckers.
Exactly, little suckers. He appears to be unarmed, carrying only a satchel with what looks like typical sort of clerk's writing tools. In his hands, he holds what looks like a small writing board and a book with a quill and paper. He looks quite studious, quite rich. And he says to you, and he sort of tries to get your attention. Hello there. Hello.
Are we all together now? Have we like met up?
Yes.
Yeah.
So as Sword walked down the pier from tying off the rope, you were slightly
climbed
ahead
the
of him on a pontoon. So you've come
okay.
up the
And
pontoon
that's where
onto
he
the
is.
pier. And that's where he's waiting for you all.
Hello, good sir.
Hello, good to meet you. My name is Officiate Goyo. Mikkel Salgo sent me here to see you landing safely.
God, he knows everyone.
He does. He also asked me if I may guide you to a meeting with him at your earliest convenience.
Oh,
Yeah, I guess
yeah.
Oh, we're going to have to check our schedule because we're on a clock, if you see what I mean.
we've got delivery to make.
Oh, very good. Who is it you seem to be making the delivery to?
Oh,
Fragen.
Sega.
Sega Mega.
Sega.
Sega Mega.
I'm not familiar with them.
He's a gnome. He is quite short.
Oh, Flagon. Master Flagon of the apothecary store.
That's what I said.
Reagan.
Master Sega.
Oh, I don't remember.
Ah,
Flagon.
yes. Yes, we know him. He is an esteemed wizard and master brewer.
Oh,
We've done some extra work for old Mikkel en route, so we need to deposit this off first and then go meet him
Oh, he will be
with
pleased.
extra coin.
And he looks down at his little board.
Can you
and
stop?
Writes down.
Never mind.
really unsettling, isn't it? Just
Why is everything so
the
fucking
giggles.
funny?
It's throwing me off.
Are you doing weird faces or something?
Are you
No,
doing
I've
silly
not done
faces?
anything. It's just a.
What's the problem?
It's resting face.
Sorry?
No, calm down. I think
Is
he's just
everything okay
happy.
with you?
I think he's just happy.
I'm very good, thank you. It's
Why-
been a busy
what's
day.
funny? What's funny?
Can I just?
What's funny? Nothing's funny.
Can I just get a look at your tongue?
And he like opens this mouth, and he's got like kind of like a lipless mouth. He's got a big head, and he's got like his skin from his face just kind of like rolls into his mouth. You know, you've seen tree frogs, right? They don't have
yeah.
lips; they have like these things. So he just gingerly opens his mouth, and it's kind of like a normal-looking tongue. It's not like a hallucinatory.
No,
tongue.
that's what I was just. Don't worry, it's not like the one on the ship.
Are you poisonous?
Turtle.
No, I'm not poisonous.
You're not poisonous.
No,
different.
only in my business dealings when they go wrong.
Okay, it's just weird.
Yeah.
Alright.
So
Just a weird
when
guy.
should we schedule this meeting in with Mikkel then?
Oh, excellent. Yes, I have his schedule here. We can meet tonight. So time of day is currently about 9 a.m. So it's the morning.
Yeah, evening suits us.
Yeah.
Honestly, we're very busy people, so
Oh, we're always here and there, aren't we?
yeah, always doing stuff.
always-
Oh, of course. Yes, that might explain why it's taken quite so long for you to return the ship after you
Oh.
accepted the contract.
Yeah. if we can just meet,
Excellent.
if we can meet him while it's like night time where the ship isn't too visible.
Yeah.
Well, may I suggest a 7 p.m. meeting at one of Mikkel's inns?
Yeah, which
Absolutely.
one?
Yeah.
The Lusty Dog.
Lusty dog.
Lusty dog.
We'll be there. How do we get to that?
That's-
Well, I will send a runner to find you around the appropriate time, and they will guide you to the Lusty Inn. Otherwise, if you have a map, which you currently don't because it's currently on the ship, but let's presume you remember that. It's up the main street. When you get to, so it's quite hard for you guys to see this.
You've got a
You'll
first
see
second
a large
certainly
degraded
do.
fort a grey fort. It is next to that fort. The lusty dog is a lean-to against an old fort formation. It's a wonderful place. Lots of tables, good drinks, good food.
Oh, were you taking a picture? Sorry.
Only the best for Mikkel Salgo's chain of pubs. Oh, and gentlemen,
We look forward to meet. Oh, hello.
1 second. I think I have something here for you.
I'm very uneasy around this person.
He's a
Don't
bit
worry about
unsettling,
it.
isn't he?
Oh, sorry, you heard that.
Yes,
Are you offended by anything I've said?
No.
You make me feel uneasy.
I make you feel. I have that effect on some people. Is it the large eyes?
No, it's the laughter. It's the constant laughter.
Oh,
Like it's odd because we've not said anything funny. There's nothing visibly
yet.
funny around us.
Not yet.
And you're
please don't be
chuckling.
offended. It is a feature of my species.
Yeah, okay.
It is. To you, it sounds like laughter, but it is more of a feature of how my brain works or how my lungs work. It is a leftover from when we were a simpler species, and we would call to each other.
Are we going to be meeting more of you?
Perhaps. I am
Right.
one of several
Okay.
sentient species found across the Gold-Toothed Isle. You may have met loblins also.
We've seen lots of
We
these
have
great
met
people,
some of them, yeah,
fantastic.
yeah.
They
heroes.
are
They
also
didn't-
of the thousand
Amazing.
teeth.
They're
I
great.
didn't laugh as much.
But
Less laughter.
What
I
was,
hope my
what
service-
would crying sound like?
What is?
to you?
Yeah. Can you do a fake cry? For
we cannot cry.
You don't cry.
Yeah, look
No,
at his
we do
eyes.
not
So
cry.
the bug eye kind of. You don't. Sorry.
Oh,
We
let
cannot
inside,
lubricate our
yeah.
eyes using tear ducts like you do. We must
Don't
lick.
lick 'em,
We
don't
lick
lick 'em.
And he goes,
He's licking them.
and he just a big old tongue comes out of his eye just-
Whoa.
and slides down one of his eyes.
It's like the
and
eye
puts it back
pops in a little bit and then it pops
in. Yeah, and he
back out.
blinks and it goes.
Is that good? Is that a good feeling? What does that feel like?
What does it feel like when you blink?
Here we go.
It's like a quick sleep.
It's actually just like a very.
A quick sleep. Well, it doesn't feel like that to
Wow,
me.
that is
it's a very
not
slick
like
and-
what I get.
It's too quick to really
No.
notice.
Gentlemen, may I pass you this?
Oh, hello. Thank
What's
you.
the bar in
Hang on, it's
Lusty?
Lusty dog.
Lusty
He
dog.
said it was a
Lusty
lusty
Hang on,
dog.
let me read this little
Put,
scroll
wait,
here.
show us what we got on here first.
Oh, let's just pop this here. Oh.
This is a letter of passage. If any here ask you why you may be in attendance, whilst there is no formal law, the masters of the Gold-Toothed Isle like to keep order. And by masters, I mean the most successful, rich and influential people. They have formed a solidarity.
The master's good people. Do
This scroll does hereby allow free passage of the bearer and their fellows under the authority of the masters of the Gold-Toothed Isle.
Very good. Keep that with you.
That is easy to forge, that.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
I could have written that as well.
maybe the paper's magical.
Yeah.
Could be.
Try and burn it.
you can do an arcane check if you want.
Arcane check. Sure.
Roll a d20, add your arcane.
You got a good
So
arcane.
13 with where's my arcane?
Plus 7.
Seven.
20.
20.
Yeah, you can see through sort of mage sight. You can see that that definitely has a magical quality to it.
Oh yeah, no, it is. It's magic paper.
Like a watermark.
Yeah.
You're taking a piss.
You can wipe your ass with that and it will never get dirty.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's now canon.
I
Look
wipe.
at that. That's brilliant. Look at that.
Come fresh.
Ah,
Look
and
at
at the
that.
same time, look. You don't taste anything.
keeps the smell though. Strange.
It does.
You could smell.
Amazing.
Oh,
Keeps the smell.
You could run it underwater.
Could.
You could do all sorts
Yeah.
with it. It's indelible, indestructible,
Yeah.
unforgeable. We spare no expense here on the Gold-Toothed Isle.
Yeah. What did you eat, by the way? Because there was a little bit of residue.
Calamari.
Oh god, it was. Yeah. No,
There was a
that's
bit of
odd.
leftovers
That's
this
an
morning
odd,
before
yeah,
the
an
sugar
odd
sweet.
flavour. I should
Well,
have
actually,
done
after the sugar sweet.
it. I
yeah.
regret my decision.
Well, gentlemen, if you'd allow me to escort you from the busy port area, I can show you into the town proper, and then I will see you again following that. Would you like to follow me?
I actually want to go to the ship very quickly.
We've got to unload the ship,
Somebody to
but,
grab. There's a hole.
I
need to-
guess we may as well.
Unless you.
Very good.
Can you-
I will then send a runner when it is time for your meeting with Mikkel. I wish you a good day of trading, prosperous day. Haha.
What was your name again before you leave?
My name is Goyo.
Go-yo.
Go-yo.
Fishy.
Go-yo.
Sticky,
Go-yo.
Sticky Mickey. You may have heard of me.
Oh, it's good to meet you. And he reaches out his sucky fingered hand. And he clasps it, and it feels cool to the touch.
Oh, that's lovely.
Not quite wet, but a little bit like silly putty,
Oh.
you know, in its texture. And as he shakes your hand, his fingers make contact with the back of your palm, and you feel a very subtle, like suction
I
forming.
hold it for just too long because it feels too nice. Oh, nice to meet you.
Sticky.
A pleasure.
Sticky.
Really.
All right. Yeah, you met him
Oh
now.
yeah.
Alright, nice.
He pulls off.
Goyo,
Yes.
do you happen to know where this little gnome is?
Flagon?
Sega.
Flagon.
Yeah.
Master Flagon. Yes, he has a famed apothecary shop. And he points it out on your map.
Excellent.
In fact, he just pulls, let's say he pulls a map from his pocket, a very quickly drawn, they hand it out to new visitors to the Goldtooth Isle. Here you go. Yes,
Near the
on
coast?
here.
Is it on the left? On
Yes,
the
Like
right?
a
so
chartreuse.
it's one of the shops along the front here. So you have docked, you see where the so you see where the two piers kind of converge there in the southeastern point of the piers. So you
Yeah.
see those two that come together in a point. There's a white sailed ship in the middle of them there.
Yeah.
You're pretty much there. So you can walk down. I will say that I did my best to try and recreate this, but in my head it's much more complicated than this. This is like my best approximation to give you guys some sort of visual aid,
it's really
but I'm still learning that program.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I'll describe it a bit more as you
yeah,
walk
maybe.
down it.
I thought he meant that one. Just check with Smith.
It's okay. No, I didn't. Yeah, I meant the one slightly to the bottom left of that.
We're both wrong.
So yeah, you're about there. But again, like I say, it's slightly more complicated. The piers and docks and pontoons, there's more of them than this map shows. Okay.
Okay. Well, let's head
So-
to this apothecary then.
Well, you said you wanted to go on back on the ship.
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
gonna-
We're going to
okay.
organise our
Yeah.
cargo.
It has been a pleasure, gentlemen. I look forward to seeing you tonight, perhaps.
I'll try and fist bump. Fist bump.
You do that, and it sort of gives quite a lot. Like there's not the same kind of structure of knuckles that you
sponge.
have. It's sort of like, and it kind of slides slightly down your fist bump.
Oh.
Right, well, we'll be seeing you later then. Good to meet you
Kapipi,
again.
Kapipi, it was an honour.
He's going for another one.
You really should try this.
Oh, I need to get on the ship, mate.
Oh.
Come on.
Cool,
Oh,
comfortable,
that's nice.
soft, gentle.
Other hand.
Other hand. He crosses over his other hand.
What do his hands do?
And,
Let's spin.
he doesn't spin. I'm sorry, I must be getting going. And he takes it up and then pulls his clipboard back out of the belt that he's like tucked into. Okay, very good. Pleasure to meet you, gentlemen. Huh?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
brilliant.
well,
Thank you.
I'm
Wanders
already
off.
gone.
You've
He
been
wanders
great.
off back down the busy pier, and you see him disappear amongst. I mean, these piers are crowded now. Okay, people are coming in. This is, the tide is really good right now for people coming into dock and stuff. It's a little bit low, but they're all coming up, lashing up. People are unloading all sorts of things. People walking left and right over the pier. It's busy. You know, like you have to push your way through almost through these piers to get where you're going. So you go back onto the ship. What do you do?
I need to get my magical hole.
You bring the hole.
we
We also
test
need
that?
to unload the. I'll carry the mankeys out if you want. We've got to deliver these to Sega
Come
Mega
on, there's a
Drive.
crew for a reason.
Oh,
Yeah, but they can't,
Yeah, let's get the crew involved. They'll get bring
Oh,
them up to the dock.
make it as easy
the
as
top,
possible.
sorry.
I'll tell you what. You got the hole right. Why don't we
Yeah.
get the whole crew to jump in the hole?
It's only so much room
foot.
in there, but we can get a
Yeah.
couple.
They
of
can
them in
cram in there. 10
can
foot.
get- we can
that's-
squeeze a
we can-
couple.
they can go on
Definitely
top of each
bring a
other.
couple
there. If we
Yeah.
ignore any kind of like rights or kind of just we
They'll-
can shove them in. We'll shove them in.
They'll do anything to get off the ship just to see the world for a bit. They've been
Do you think
trapped on
that's the
here for
case?
ages.
I think
I
they're
reckon if
loyal
we
to
say
them.
we're going to take you on a day trip, all you have to do is
Yeah,
carry these
we'll
mankeys
slap
for
this
us.
hole on some walls and stuff at some different sites around the place.
Well, they can climb out the hole, can't they?
Wow, what happens
Well,
when they climb out?
let's try and I'll place the hole strategically. You trip them. You can push them if
I-
they resist. We'll get as many as
I
we
mean,
can
this
in.
thing's.
And I'll whip
I
the hole
think
up.
we could literally just say,
Get in
we'll
the hole.
just get in the hole and
I
we'll
don't know
carry
it'll be
the
that
stuff
easy.
for us.
Well,
when we-
let's try. Let's try. I'll
Can I
try.
try something else before
Yeah,
that?
what's that? What's that?
Can I have the hole?
Well, the hole. Why is it on the hole?
I slap it on Kapipi's shell.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
What happens?
It's created a hole.
What's
I
back
jump
there?
horizontally into a shell.
You're inside the hole. You're in
Holy
a
shit.
totally dark 10 by 10 foot space.
What's happening? I'm feeling like a weird feeling.
You don't
Kapipi,
really...
I'm inside you.
You shouldn't feel anything.
I can hear him from inside me.
Yeah, no, I can hear him too.
Horizontally though, I can just walk back out.
Well, that's you could clamber out. Yeah.
Or do I
Well,
fall
the
in
hole
'cause the
technically
gravity-
What if I
always
don't-
opens. Imagine this dimension is a cube, a black cube, and this is a circular entrance to it. And whenever you put the circular entrance down, you're creating a circle in one side of that cube
And that
space.
side is the same side
Yeah.
every time? The
But
top
surely it'd
side?
rotate. Like, so if I go down
Kevin
onto
fell
my.
out when
No,
we put
so-
it on the ceiling.
Yes. So no, it isn't the same hole every time. Depending on which way you orientate it, you
So
can
I
interact
walked
with it
into
there.
it.
But
You could walk in. However, the circle is not 10 by 10 foot. The circle is only sort of, let's say 3 by 3 foot, 4 by 4 foot.
but
It's
you
not.
can
It's
lean
not.
into it, right? That's what
So
you
once
do.
you step in, you're essentially stepping over a lip. So if you dived in, you've dived through the
10
smaller
foot
hole
deep.
and dropped down inside
Right,
this cube
there's
space.
a bit of a drop.
Yeah.
But while he's leaning in there,
Yeah.
so I guess you're standing behind me, bent over with your head inside.
I dove in.
He dove
did,
in.
you
What
dove
you can
straight
do
in.
though, Sword, is you can stand up inside the hole and the entrance, inside the cube, and the circle itself comes up to sort of about the edge of the lower edge of the circle is at your chest height. So you could stick your head out because you've jumped in on a side.
It's like standing in a
Alright.
washing machine.
Look!
Yes.
Look at me! I'm in a shell! I flail my arms around.
That's nice. That's really weird that you've
Whoa.
done that.
I'm feeling a bit weird, and I fall forward onto my front, so the hole is now facing
Yeah.
upwards.
Okay, so you feel
So
this
he's now at
and
the bottom of a 10-foot hole.
I fall
yeah,
in.
you fall, you slide down the floor, which is now a wall, and hit the floor. The hole is now 10 feet away from you, above you.
Great. Kapipi. You got to be careful with the whole moving about thing.
I mean, you shouldn't put the hole on my shell.
Yeah, all right. Well, can you slowly stand back up?
All right, I'm slowly.
Very slowly.
Getting back up. Oh, I'm going down again.
Ah,
Oh.
you fucker. Stop it.
All right, I'm up. I'm up. Let me just do some dancing while I'm up here.
I'm going to try and jump out shaking
Give me an acrobatics check.
like Ace Ventura coming out the rhino.
Oh, he wasn't shaking there.
No, he
He
wasn't.
was pushing himself through a very tight hole.
16 plus
Yep, you're fine.
1.
You jump out the hole. You land with a combat roll.
We can shove some of the cargo into that hole, maybe.
You could.
Oh,
I
that's
think
another way of doing it.
It has a weight limit of 500 pounds.
Anything that's within 5 by 5, we could squeeze in there.
Let's try and get the people in. Let's squeeze what we can in. Let's
can
put
put
the
some
hole
crew
down.
in, we
Let's
could-
toss things
we
in.
could
but
lift
that's,
some stuff
that's a
in.
good point though, because we wanted the crew in there so they could carry our stuff for us up to
Yeah.
Sega Mega Drive, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
But why don't we just put the stuff in it?
Well, if there's a crew inside the hole, it's easier for them to push it out of the hole.
Yeah.
Without us going in the hole.
All right.
They can just be in the hole, passing it out to us.
Kevin?
Where is that little
Where's
boy?
Kevin? Right, let's
He comes
slam
round
that
from
hole in the floor.
behind where the rowboat cranes were, comes out. Hello.
I point at the hole.
He's,
Get in.
Back in the hole, mate.
he climbs. Is it still on Kabibi's back?
Yeah.
Wait, is
Oh.
it? Yeah,
not
I guess
taking it off
it
yet.
is.
He
Yeah.
climbs to this portable hole that's draped over Kapipi's back. He climbs into it, and then you
Quick,
just hear
do a
from
forward
inside. Hello, I'm ready. Okay.
Oh, I'm on to my front.
Hello.
All right, he's in.
Right, let's load some
So
cargo.
easy to get him in.
It's gonna be hard to get the cargo over Kapipi's shell. So should we just
Well, we can just
pick up
peel
the
it
hole
off
and move
now,
it up?
yeah.
Let's pick it up.
Uh,
And then slap it on the
Dinkies.
ground.
Dinkers.
Yes.
Hello. We need to get as much cargo that will fit into this hole as possible
Very good,
for
sir.
Sega Mega Drive.
Which would you? Anything you'd like to prioritize?
Oh,
Stuff that fits.
yeah, what do we with the mankeys? We've
Stuff
got
that's
the-
awkward to carry.
Mainly the mankeys. Are they still asleep?
Bear in mind, anything that needs to breathe will die within 10 minutes of being in this hole.
Yeah, we can't put mankeys
Can't
in
put the
there.
breathing ones.
That's a good job we didn't pick it
But
up.
all
with
of
you.
the Miracle Grow, those 3 big tubs of that magical fertilizer, they'll go in fine. They probably will use probably about 70% of the weight capacity of the hole. You could then, the other things you had the pocket rocks, the things that hold the 10 bales of magical wheat
Yeah.
and the 10 barrels of magical
Well, we
water.
can just carry those, can't we?
Just
You can,
pocket
yep.
this.
And then also you have, I think that's it, right? You have the
Yeah.
mankeys, you have
The barrels and
barrels
stones.
and the stones.
Yeah.
So you have the 2 stones. Who wants to carry the 2 little stones? Who's carrying the 2 stones now? They're tiny. They're they're
I
the
think I
size
had
of
the stones.
Yeah.
size of a palm.
I'll take the stones.
Okay, very good. And then you see Barry Loveboat coming up, hauling up the
Should we,
hauling up the barrels with his green gloves on.
Oh, I can put them in.
should we take Barry?
Why aye? He says
Barry,
happily.
mate, can you hop in the hole? Is there room?
Well, I guess I could. Yeah, I guess I could hop in the hole. Yeah, no
that'd be
problem.
nice. Dinkers, do you want to join?
No, my place is here with the ship.
But it's technically a way to get off the ship.
And we're going to
Yeah.
go see Mickle as well.
You could go see him.
Okay, it'd be nice to see Mickle. We are coming back. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I expect so.
Mickle wouldn't allow you to be off the ship for too long, would he?
No, that's true. I would like to see his face when he sees that we've worked out a way to leave the ship.
Yeah,
Oh
beyond
yeah, but
the
he'll be
normal
really
means.
thrilled or surprised.
Very good. I'll jump in the hole with you.
Thank
Barry,
you.
my dear. All right, pet, yup, coming in. I'm jumping in. And he jumps in.
Don't forget, there's a Kevin in there, all right?
Oh,
There's
yes.
Kevin's in
Hello,
there.
Kevin. Hi.
Age-appropriate stuff in there, please.
Yeah.
Oh,
JK, go to town.
he's seen it all anyway.
Yeah, I'm sure he has.
Kevin, close your eyes. Barry, oh, you're frisky. Oh.
Oh my god.
Barry, no.
No, we'll keep it above board. You hear the large barrels being settled down, clunk, clunk, clunk inside the hole. All right, we're all set in here. You can take the hole off now if you want.
Right, prepare yourselves. I'm going to pick up the hole.
I'm guessing once the hole is removed, it's just the plane of wherever it is just stable.
Yeah, it's like a pocket dimension.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, it just exists. I mean, typically, if you were like humanoid or an air breather, this is when the suffocation would start, and you have about 10 minutes to get out of it. However, because they're ethereal and because of the weird way that their existence works, they are fine, and so is the inert fertilizer and things like that.
Excellent.
So you see off to just by the gangplank of the ship before it goes from the ship to the pier. They've stacked up the mankeys for you on little trolleys. So there's a couple of little trolleys you
Isn't
can
that
pull.
lovely?
Oh, I'll push one of these.
Always very thoughtful. Maybe a little sugary treat before we
Oh.
start putting.
Have you
Or
any
maybe
more?
you should ease
Hang
off.
on, we just put them in the hole. And he was the one who brought them to us, Dinkers.
Well,
Well,
the
why don't
trays
we
are
use
out.
You finished off the last two as
Oh,
well,
they're all
so
gone.
they're all gone.
Yeah, I've had
Shit, we
I've had
really have
enough
to
for
make
one
a
You
day.
might be able to get some more from here. There's a lot of shops and stuff, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah,
Busy.
you might be able to. They're like a delicacy. They're like a popular delicacy in
Yeah.
the region. So
Maybe we can ask some of the other sailors for street drugs.
We could.
We'll do that on the way.
All right, before we go
Yeah.
though, because obviously we're going to drop all this cargo off. I'm a little bit worried about something, lads.
What's
Oh,
that?
what's the problem?
We're
That
on
happens to everyone.
That's fine, but also we're on Mickle's ship here, and is
Yeah.
he going to be happy with how we've changed it and painted it? And
Oh,
this is why I said, like, we're meeting him at night time. I reckon if
Yeah.
I barely know the guy.
I don't think he'll notice at night time, but if
He
we
might
get
not.
paid the reward before sunrise,
I guess the worst case scenario is we just get the hole dwellers to come and just fix it up.
They can vouch for us, right?
I
We've been good
want
shit
to
mates.
turn it
Yeah,
better.
but-
I'm just worried. It seems like loads of people know Mickle around here.
I mean,
I don't want to piss him off.
we told the crew, right, that we did it as a way to disguise ourselves and not draw attention
Yeah.
to Mickle's sound.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure if I remember, we told them that Mickle said it, we could do it, and that and that they can pick the colour and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And now we've got them in the hole, and we're going to take them to Mickle, and they're going to.
Well, let's have the conversation first before the hole
Yeah.
is unleashed.
Maybe
How
we
about that?
shouldn't show him the hole. Maybe he should come back to his ship with no one left.
Where did Dinkers, Barry, and
Yeah,
Kevin get
where
to?
did they go?
And then we
He's
hold them
looking for
ransom for more money.
All right, then
Yes.
let's ride it out and see what happens. But
All right.
I just want to raise my concerns there that
Yeah, it's worth
we've
raising
kind
them.
of believed our own story here that he wanted, but
He wanted this,
he
Yeah.
didn't he?
But in reality, we don't really know.
He didn't want.
I felt like he really wanted the sky blue.
He didn't.
it
want
really
the blue-
felt right,
He didn't
you
want
know.
my
He might
face
like
on
it.
there.
He
He
might
didn't
like
want to
it.
change the
Your
name of the
face
ship.
is all over.
What if
that.
he feels that this is a change that he's needed?
That's a gamble.
We don't know. We'll roll the
We
dice.
really want to get that money though.
Yeah, let's do
Because
it.
As
we're
the
gonna buy our own ship.
crew is loading up these manky lights onto these trolleys, you can see a couple of people, quite rough looking, quite big, half orc kind of looking guys. They're sort of both real, quite tall, big bellies on them, single tufts of hair coming out of there, and they've got this little badge on them that's like, it looks quite sort of semi-official. The only bit about them that looks well like put together, the rest of it's that they've just got like leather shorts on and some leather straps crossing their nips, and they're basically like they're like porters. And they see they go around to ships and they offer their services to help them transport cargo around. So they're like dock workers, and they're like, "Oh, hello. Would you like any help carrying any of your stuff to your destination? Some good fees, low cost. Come on."
Oh, I mean, we got the guys in the hole to help us now.
We've already got some help, thanks.
Oh, I don't see any help. Who's going to be pulling these trolleys then?
They're on their way.
Yeah.
They're just waiting for a
Come
mate.
on, I'm an official. I'm a Docklands official.
What's
You
your
can trust
price?
me.
What's your price? Come on, everyone has their price.
Oh, it's the silver. How far are you going?
To Sega Mega Drive.
Where's that?
Flagging someone.
Flagon. Oh yeah, Flagon's apothecary. Yeah, it's not far. It's just off the main pier. Do it for silver each. What we, Bob?
Pay now or at the end of the
Where's that toad?
backup toad?
Should we get the toad? We forgot the toad, didn't we?
Or if they do us.
The toad was tidied away by the crew back down in the cargo hold, safely stored. You can get it still. It's just that basically the last place you left it was actually on the deck during that fight.
Shit goes south, we frog
I'm
them.
going to go get the
Titus,
toad.
go get the
I
toad.
think we should get the toad.
Get the
Yeah.
toad. I think we should have that.
I'll be back. No, sorry, I've got nothing on me.
Oh, what about you guys? You interested in the service?
Yeah, we are. Yeah, he's just go and get the coin.
I ain't
Oh,
got- I ain't
nice,
got
yeah.
any change on me at the minute. We'll be able to get it, if you do it, we'll be able to get the coin at the end.
Right,
our
yeah.
payment.
Well, that'll be okay by us. We're official. And he points again to his like little
Yeah.
rosette that he's got. That's
Yeah.
like,
Very official. Yeah.
Spelled official with a fish spelling.
yeah,
In the middle.
yeah. It's OFISHAL.
Official.
It
Official.
seems fine to me.
Seems official
Yeah,
to
fair
me.
enough.
It's right there.
Yeah.
So you've gone down to get
Right,
the
I'm gonna go. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Titus, you go downstairs, you
I'm gonna
root
go
around
sort
to the
something
cargo bay. You
Ah,
again
yes.
find a small chest with the frog in it. You don't. Do you have a? Do you peek
Just a
very
little peek.
quickly?
I aim it away from me just to make sure it's in there.
Yeah, the frog's still there. The frog's still there.
Brilliant. Good. Right, let's go.
He climbs back up. You see Titus climb up the ladder and up onto the deck again.
You got the
head towards you.
silver, and I'm winking with
Oh.
one good eye.
Oh, it's in this box. I've got a box with all the silver in it, and maybe more.
Ready for payment.
We're at the
Would
end
you
of the,
like to see the silver?
Wait.
Oh, sorry.
Up to the end of the.
How do we normally?
If shit goes south.
Right, no, of course. Well, yeah. I'm gonna keep this box to myself for a minute. You look very official, though.
We're good for it.
Thank you.
Right, that there.
Yeah.
Trolleys.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, and they step over onto your thing and they like start picking it up carefully. Like they move the two like so. These trolleys are like planks with some really basic wheels on them. You know, they're simple things with a handle, and they're for dragging around. The mankeys have been stacked up in these crates. Two trolleys. They load them up over onto the pier, and then they start pulling. Where are we going with these then? I'm Bob. By the way, that's Knob.
All right, Bob and Knob. Sword, Kapipi, Titus.
Pleasure.
You might know me by Sticky Mickey. Have you heard of me? I'm a musician.
I tell you what, I was in one of the inns last night, and I heard some chaps over from Dockers Bay.
Oh, yeah.
They said they heard some turtle bloke do a really good song up on the pier there.
Yeah, that would be me.
Yeah,
That'd be
I went
me.
to this union thing with harbour masters and porters and dockers workers.
Yeah, I
night.
don't care. Do you want an autograph?
And he thinks about it. Nah, you're right.
Sure. I'll do it for a silver, which is quite cheap.
He'll kiss you for gold.
He's-
Oh, you want a kiss? Thanks. I'm all right.
That's right then.
Don't look like much of a kisser. They're little weird little turtle lips.
You got kids?
Yeah.
They'll be fans of Sticky Mickey. They'll be really impressed if you come back with an
Oh,
autograph.
silver's a bit much though. Come on. Can't
Sorry.
afford it, mate. Me and
How
Knob here.
about, how
live
about
in-
instead of a silver,
Yeah.
we trade this work for an autograph? That's cheaper, right?
What do you reckon, Knob? Oh, I don't know, Bob. And there's too long a pause where neither of them seem to be thinking or conversing.
Are they all right? What's happening?
Yeah, go on then.
All right, so both of you do this work. Why am I talking like this now?
It's infectious, isn't it?
It is.
You innit?
So both of you do this work for exchange of an autograph each. How's that?
Well, yeah, you don't need to spell it out. I'm not stupid.
All right.
I've
There you
agreed
go,
to the
guys.
terms.
Good job.
We've got the silver.
Great.
We've got out the silver there.
What are these then?
Yeah.
He just gestures at the fucking horrible sedated monkeys in the chat.
Roadies. Let's go.
That's just friends, yeah.
Oh, what did you say?
Roadies.
Roadie, all right. Bloody
Yeah, we're on
hell.
tour.
You see something new every day working at the docks, I tell you that. So they start trailing down, you're heading down. Do you want to follow them?
Yeah, for sure.
we
Make
need
sure
to
they
know where
don't
Flagon is.
go
right?
off with our mankeys.
So,
Are we collecting payment from Flagon, or did we already get? Oh no, we get half.
Half there.
We got half deposit and then.
And then he's going to give us the rest of the 800.
Yeah,
and-
I assume Periwinkle's talked to them
Yeah, it should probably be on the blower.
on the blower.
Is there any
okay.
point where we can talk about the fact that we killed a Kraken? I feel like
We should really big
that
that
was
up a bit
that was
more.
a pretty big deal.
We should probably process that.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
feel like-
We'll definitely tell Mikkel Salgo we did that on his ship, and it's in
Yeah.
perfect condition.
Well, Kapipi is a bard, and bards traditionally are used to spread stories and
You should
tales.
really come up with something
You
for
should
that.
really.
I've
big
been
me
thinking
up.
about a song about that. Yeah, I'll maybe if there's any kind of open mic night going on, maybe even
Right.
tonight in the inn, I'll jump up there and
What if we do,
treat
like-
you guys to
Yeah.
the stories
Would
of
I
the
be
Kraken.
the main character in that story?
Do you want to be?
Well, I,
mean,
feel like I lifted that bad boy up. And
Yeah.
I blasted the
Well,
eye.
I mean, without
and then
me
burnt
and my
its eye.
enchanted cannons.
Swords
That's
was
true,
on the
cannons
cannon.
were there, but the cannons were like a needle in the haystack.
yeah,
and
but
the
I
rest
was watching as well, so I was kind of a
Just
main character.
Make it work in.
I'll
we're
think
all
about
there.
it. I'll
We're
think
all
about
there.
Maybe we
it. So you're
can-
saying you did the main legwork?
It's just.
Wow, you were
there.
swimming, so there was barely any legwork at all.
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like us on the deck were like
Those
really.
we were
like,
on the deck. We
with,
could
like,
see
face
the
to
whole
face,
thing
yeah.
happening.
yeah, we were all there. It's just some of us were more there. than
Yeah,
others.
but we couldn't see you underwater, so like we were just.
Yeah, of course not,
So
but I was
for
seeing
us,
it right
it's
inside
almost
that I
like you
blew
weren't.
up.
It's almost like you weren't even there.
Right.
But I'll get onto the
Well,
song.
we'll see.
You blend in with the sea a lot. So
I do, yeah. That's something I'm working on.
I mean, feel free to take a lot of artistic liberties and really big me up if you like.
Okay.
Thank you.
What does that mean?
Like big me up.
You're gonna be a giant.
Making
You
bigger
could
than-
make me a giant. innit?
What is a
Yeah.
giant?
I wrestle the
I haven't used
tentacles
my
with my
large
bare
All
hands.
right, I'll think about it. Anyway, we should really follow
All right.
those
I do
guys.
have
They're
an
on their
enlarged
way.
spell. Would you use that
Bob
one?
Knobs, slow down a
You
bit.
have an enlarged spell. That's actually a thing. Oh, sorry. So yeah, Bob and Knob have gone ahead of you a little bit. They're trundling along. They're pulling the wagons with ease. They're huge guys.
I'm glad they're doing this, not us.
They lead you down the wide plank pier through a big network of piers and floating pontoons. You've docked at a deep water mooring, so you're still some way out from the shore here in the town proper. Huge wooden poles have been sunk deep into the river mouth floor to allow for construction of these long piers, and floating pontoons have been set up to cater to smaller boats. This all branches out to create a bustling port that almost feels like a town unto itself. Great ships are unloading left and right as you move down. They're loading supplies on for big voyages. Rare and exotic beasts and fruits are being unloaded onto the dock itself. One of these great ships, as you walk along, you actually recognize. You recognize this as the Fortune's Grasp, the ship that had the weather wizard on it.
Oh.
However, in front of this ship, there seems to be like a hastily erected stocks. So there's somebody with their head and their hands in this wooden stock, just off to in front of the ship on the side of the pier.
Uh-oh, someone's in trouble.
Next to this stock is a bucket of unsavory, smelly bits. So things like fish heads, old mop ends, and less specific things, but they're all pretty smelly. In the stocks, you recognize a familiar face. It's Tyrone the quartermaster that you sold the dodgy cheese and drink to.
Oh, shit. Keep your head down, boys.
He looks pretty miserable, and he's clearly been on the receiving end of some smelly buckets a few times already. So, you know, he's... And adorning the stocks either side of him are like these simple signs that show passers-by the reasons for why he's being punished. They say things like serving food not becoming of the Navy, and suspicion of premeditated poisoning, and reckless culinary endangerment. Yeah, he looks pretty sad, and you're literally walking right by him.
Oh, I hate their type.
Do you want to
Bloody
try and
hell.
remain unseen?
Yeah, I'm going to try
I'm
it.
going to try.
I'm
I'm going to flail some.
You're going to pick some...
I'm going to hit him with some bloody smelly bits.
You're going to hit him with the
Get
bucket.
involved.
Titus, no!
He won't recognise
I'm
us.
going to go towards
So
the bucket.
sword-
I'm gonna go towards the smelly bucket and pick it up.
For those who don't want to be recognized, give me a stealth check. Titus doesn't
I'm
mind.
combat rolling to the side of the manky cage and like trying to stay alongside it.
And Tyron's like, I've seen that combat roll before. Shit. Oi, wait a minute.
Iconic combat roll.
I know you lot. And then as he's
off.
saying this, do you reach down into the bucket?
Oh, I hate your sort. Culinary engagement, disgusting.
And you slash him. He throws a whole bucket
Get stinked.
of stinky, so bits of fish head, all the bits that have fallen out the back of the fish head in the bucket. The bottom of it is sort of bilgy, stinky smell. And you hit Tyrone full on in the face with it. And oh, it's you lot.
How could you feed people horrible foods like
How
that?
could you? How could I?
Terrible wines
I've been copped and fucked.
and disgusting cheese. I bet it was cheese, wasn't it?
Oh, you sold me the cheese. You know this is.
You'd
is
say
me.
anything to get out of those stocks.
Oh.
You'd say
We've
anything.
never
No.
met him.
I don't know who this guy is, but he deserves more stinky fish. Get
Yeah.
more!
And as you throw stinky fish, the crew of the ship behind who are like tidying up ropes, trimming sails, like see you doing it, like cheering, like, yeah, he poisoned our captain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's no way to treat a captain, is it, Captain?
Bring me some more. Bring me a barrel of stinky fish.
They load down. They on ropes. They load down several more barrels of. This is the stuff we cleaned out from the quarters.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so
mainly human shit.
amazing.
Tyrone's
Yes.
a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Tyrone just said like,
Oh, fuck, I said his name.
This is all you, mate. This is all you.
please, boys, you told me this was. I tasted it. It was the finest cheese. To make it all worse, worst thing is I lost 50 gold somehow as well.
Oh god. Sob story.
I
Sob story.
bought
Let's
this
help me with
incredible.
barrel,
He's
lads.
making it up, but you go believe him.
I thought this was going to make my career, but here I am instead on the stocks.
Help me with this barrel, lads. It's really getting.
All right, after
It's
three.
heavy. 3,
One.
2, 1.
Fuck you, Tyrone!
And this huge gout of human excrement and old bits of scrap, stinky crumbled cheese, all of the stuff has been mushed up into a slurry, and he just gets coated, and the whole contents of the barrel goes over him, goes over the stocks. But because of it's been mashed up, all the cheese and things, and all the human shit has been mashed up, it doesn't quite all flow off of him, and he's left with what looks like like a poo monster. He's covered, and he just hangs his head, and he just cries.
Oh, actually, it's quite sad to see. Do you know what? I'm going to cheer up his day. I think.
Why?
I'm
No
gonna make him.
problem,
I'm gonna make
Titus.
him smell like a better smell than he's smelling right now. That's what actually is making me feel sick.
Like you
right
did with
here.
the cheese.
Like I did with the cheese.
Nice.
So for a good hour, he's gonna smell roses and maybe just a nice little potpourri. You know what that is? It's not candy. I found that out the hard way.
Potpourri.
Potpourri is like
Never
dried
heard of it.
flowers. Oh, very nice floral. You're gonna have that nice little smell. Well, you won't know that, but.
See, minor illusion.
Prestidigitate that.
A prestidigitation. So
Pres-
prestidigitation, you can create odors. Yep, sure.
Yeah.
So you create an
And
odor.
create a nice floral odor.
just an air freshener.
So he's suddenly, he's relieved from this disgusting stench.
What was in that? Was in that barrel? Wait, it was the cheese. It's all right. The cheese is.
Go for it. He's gonna. Oh no!
Idiot! Tyrant! You fucking...
It's all right.
Oh,
It tastes pretty good.
God, this is...
Go on, try it. Try it.
Oh.
Try it.
don't try it. Don't
Try it. It's all right.
He's off his nut!
do it.
It's all right. It's all right. He starts
Let
retching.
someone else
It's gonna
have
make
it.
him
Yeah.
seriously ill. He doesn't know what it is.
Okay, and Bob and Nob are just looking at us like, yeah,
Bob and
nice.
Nob, you want to go?
Yeah, should we leave? Yeah, all
Yeah,
right.
all right. Yeah, let's keep
Okay,
going.
this is sad.
The Mankeys are starting to wake up now.
Oh no.
You do have on your possession that little
Oh,
thing
put them back to sleep.
will knock them out, but they're all like,
Should probably knock these things out again.
They're waking up again, aren't
How
they?
far are we from the apothecary, Bob and Nob?
oh, not far, like 5 minutes, 5 minutes walk. Oh wait, oh, no, it's not my accent, is it? It's yeah, about 5 minutes, 5 minute walk.
Should probably knock them out a bit because they're gonna have to do experiments on them.
I'll
aren't they?
spritz them.
Yeah, you.
What, Bob and Nob?
No. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, they all start like the monkeys start
Your dog
stirring
is-
and then settle back
Roman's
down.
waking up there.
They're loud.
Bear in mind, the last spritzing has sedated these monkeys for like 2 days.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they out again.
Flagon will sort them out, right?
Yeah, I'm sure he'll wake him up.
You reckon it's all? You reckon it's all right? Well, it's the wrong accent again. Come on. You reckon it's all right then? Like, sedating these. I know they transport. I know a bloke that transports beasts and stuff, and he sedates them quite frequently. He stops them rocking around, injuring themselves during transport, all that sort of stuff. How much do you reckon you can sedate someone without feeding it before it starts to cause serious issues? That's what I'm interested in. Ask it for a friend.
Sorry,
Wait, sorry.
what could cause more serious issues than a Mankey that's already caused itself so many issues?
Yeah, it's true. They're horrible little bastards, aren't
They
they?
can't possibly get any worse.
Nah, they are pretty messed up.
So it's really dependent on what you're sedating, I think, is the answer.
Yeah.
Something nice, you don't want to sedate them too much.
Nah.
So, just something to bear in mind.
Right, all right. Yeah, bear it in mind. Nice one. Cheers.
You asking for a knob?
How do you know?
Because it's your other mate.
All right, Nob. How long you been there? Oh, bloody
You
hell, I
also
don't know.
seem very
I don't know. Nob says, I don't know how long. He doesn't know how long he's been there. Right, then off we go. Off to the apothecary. And then they're like trailing
Lead the
along.
way.
Trailing along. And yeah, you weave through a lot of traffic, but I mean, these guys are huge and they like kind of make the foot traffic part as they're
I
moving
think you
along.
would have struggled. Had we not had these.
Off we go, dragging a Mankey, having a good time. Can't wait to get that signature, Bob. I know that. Amazing. Right, so they're dragging them through the crowd. And yeah, eventually the planks turn to cobbled ground as you leave the pier and pontoon complex up into sort of like an open sort of, it's kind of like a square, but it's more of a circle. It's there's bits of old fort and wall there as you come up off the pier into a cobbled area, which is kind of like a terminal at a train station, in that there are lots of people who've just come off the boats. They're looking around and trying to look at sort of what's happening. They're seeing all the shops, different ways to go. There are several streets heading different ways. There's one main street ahead of you that seems to head up a hill, heading towards more residential area and what you can see to be like a fort castle structure at the top of the road. It's fairly flat. There are some hills. But it's all quite mild rises and things like that, not too much. In the distance, you see mountains and jungle up into the rear. There is actually a picture of what the landscape itself beyond the town looks like. So before this was civilized, it was green and lush and mountainous. So there are waterfalls,
Well,
there
lush.
are great open plains of fields, there are dense jungles. It's a tropical climate. It's a clear sunny day, and yeah, a lot of this has been cut back to create a much more open area to build the town in. It is cobbled. To your left and right, you've got smaller streets that run along the waterfront. Flagon's Apothecary, you're told by Bob and Nob, is to the right, not far from here, just along the waterfront, a few
Lovely.
stalls down. So they lead you right through the crowds, along this waterfront. To your right, you can still see the pier and the pontoons of the port. On your left, there are lots of different shops. There are chandlers, which are people that sell boat shit, apothecaries, smiths, places selling sundries and supplies, trade offices for companies that operate, because there's a lot of trade
everything
going on
here.
here. They've got a lot,
Really gentrified.
absolutely.
But maybe we can get our own ship. Maybe there's a ship seller around here.
There are shipwrights, and there are places where they build them further upriver. They build them on the shore and then launch the ships into the river.
Look, if we're not going to get that bad boy back, we should maybe pool our
Think about
money.
our own, yeah, we've got a lot of money now.
Get
And
our
we're
own.
about to get
Got cash.
payment from Mikkel as well when we return his ship in
That's a
perfect
really
condition.
good point. Maybe you can get us a discount because he's so well connected.
So, like I say again, do it under the cover of night. Get the payment before he sees what we've done to it.
Yeah.
Buy our
Right,
ship.
yeah.
In and
See
out,
what we can
straight
do.
In and
clean
out,
trade.
straight in and out of there, and then we can go and do all these other things that we've seen on the way.
Well, we can sort out the horn.
So you've passed a couple of shops and a couple of sort of lean-tos as well. People starting new shops using canvas and wooden poles to create an awning rather than established shops. But you get to the front of one shop, very nice wooden-built shop. It says outside, Master Flagon's Apothecaries and Spells.
Here he is.
It's a lovely-looking shop. The Bob and Nob stop in front of it. Your mankeys on their trolley stop there. They turn expectantly looking at you, PP, to be like, all right, yeah, that's us. Wrong accent again. Right then, that's it. Yeah, we popped them on the front here. One signature, please. And he leans forward and presents his forehead.
You want me to sign it on you?
Oh yeah,
On
yeah.
the
The
forehead,
kids will
do
love
you?
it. I'll walk in today and they'll see it.
Who
and
shall,
they'll be
who shall I make it out to?
like, make it out to Rob, Dob, and Pinky.
Rob, Dob, Pinky, all the best. Are they your children, are they?
No.
I'm like really pressing hard here. All the best. Yours, faithfully. I'm going to have to go down your cheek a little bit, I'm
Yeah,
afraid.
it's
I'm
all right,
running
man.
out of space here.
Yeah.
Sticky. Oh, I misjudged that. I'm going to have to go on the other cheek. Mickey. Oh, yeah. XXXX.
He purses his lips so you can do the X's on the lips.
X on your lips. Kiss.
God, what's in that pen?
Oh, this isn't a pen.
What is it?
I was just scraping it in with my bayonet and
Oh,
that's blood you're tasting.
oh God, that is painful. Right, well, thanks very
It
much,
will
chaps.
last longer.
It will scar real nice. You won't be able to
That's
sell
going
it,
to look great. Nob, says Rob. Bob. Yeah, Bob. My name's Bob, isn't it? Yeah, your name's Bob. All right, nice one. Cheers. What's yours? Dunno. All
though.
right.
Yeah, little Rob will love that.
Cheers, everyone. Got to go back and earn some more money. He
Well, good luck with that. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. And they just wander off. Like the two of them just like
Yeah.
waddle off like these huge hulking 7 foot sort of like half ogre types wander down back towards the port. And here is where we will finish part 1 of session 5 in front of Master Flagon's Apothecary Shop of Potions and Spells.
Lovely.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Booty is available as a podcast on all good podcast stores. It's also available to watch if you've seen this in a recorded form. We do this live every Wednesday, apart from next Wednesday, on Twitch, twitch.tv/hatfilms. Anything you guys want to say?
Big thanks to our new patron supporters that are supporting our Booty show. If you would like to support us as well and get some artwork and get early access as well as ad-free versions of the podcast, head to patreon.com/hatfilms and there is a specific Booty tier where you get all those bonuses. So thank you very much. And hopefully we get to do more for you guys because of that. And that's it. See you in part 2.
See you in part 2. See you then.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Lovely.
Woo!
Oh, nice.
I'm
Going to meet him.
I'm just going to cut a recording there just to save it.
Do you want us to cut on audio as well?
We can't because the stream will not be able to hear us.
That is true.
You
And I go
you
for
can
you,
catch up
Stream.
on a podcast. It's literally just. I think if you just type in Hat Films, it should come up in like Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts.
Wherever you get them.
But that is it's under Hat Films DND Booty. I imagine if
DND.
you type in Booty, you might get other things. So
Oh.
Hat Films is quite crucial there.
Big thick
Or you
booty.
can catch up on YouTube. Our channel has all the videos and stuff on there.
The main
if you
one.
happen to have premium, you can just listen to those bad boys as well.
That's true.
So that's another option.
In the background
if you
of
want
your
that.
phone.
Are you just eating a little slice of bread just to settle the stomach?
Yeah.
Maybe
Nice.
unnerve
Wow,
it
it's really
again.
that
The
bad.
burning stopped,
Wow.
but now my stomach is full of Gaviscon tablets, which is its like own little kind of hollow.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
This is round 2.
Yeah, the intention with the podcast is, so for example, tonight there's another episode of Booty going on to our YouTube channel, which is last week's.
It's
which is
always last
episode
week's
4,
going out.
Part 1.
The day we're streaming it.
And so that will go up on our Patreon tonight as well. So you can listen to that ad-free, no interruptions. You can download it there as well. The whole audio podcast is posted on the Patreon as well as that. So you can just do with it as you wish. And then on the
Indeed.
Saturday and Sunday will be part 1, part 2 for everybody else. So yeah, it's a little bit of a lag, not a massive lag, but it's just a little privilege for those who are helping us put this all together and fund
Give him something back.
the warehouse and the lights and the cameras
The action.
and all the just the surgery I've had to have.
Oh, he's had
to
so much.
enhance my face.
Weirdly, from the waist down, though, you've had a lot
It's all waist
done.
down. It's mainly length.
He's
But
got like these
it all adds to
crazy
the
muscle implants.
the performance.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
gonna go get a coffee. I need something to snap me up.
Oh, could you get me one?
Would
I
you like some
can.
more of those imaginary drugs?
I'd love some more of those sugary imaginary drugs.
I've muted it now, I think. Again, there's. I pushed the
Wow, we can mute now. How phenomenal.
Right, okay, I'll just
Let's have a little look at
pick around the corner.
stream elements.
You want anything? Are you okay?
I mean, I'm hungry, but I don't think I really should eat anything that's nearby.
What about coffee or drink?
No, can't, no, I'm good. Cheers, though. Thanks.
Craig,
You want anything?
beverage?
You can't have liquor again, Craig, all right? You've had enough today.
No day drinking.
Stop day drinking.
You've got to stop day drinking.
I'll have a Long Island.
He wants a Long Island.
He's having a Long Island, Ross.
I'll take a picture of Long Island as well.
Well, if
I'll
they're
take a
having one,
Caramel latte, soya, or whatever syrup.
I don't think there's any. There's nothing I can eat nearby that's not going to make my acid reflux worse. That's the sad thing. That's why I'm eating slices of plain bread.
What
So
about
thanks.
sour sweets?
I don't think so.
Sour sweets?
Do they work? I can't imagine anything really works, right? It's like the main ginger is apparently the only thing that can help.
Ginger, interesting.
But like that's not sustenance, is it?
Not really.
Eating a
no.
root of ginger, especially
Just a-
since it's been up my ass this whole
A
day.
straight route. Let's have a look at stream elements here. Just going to log in real quick. I hope you all enjoyed that so far. Part 2 will be coming up soon. Will it be as long, do you reckon? Now this one's a bit more seat of your pants.
Yeah. So it depends.
Thank you for following everyone, by the
Depends.
way.
I mean, as long as it's still entertaining. I think what I worry about is when you don't have enough organisation behind the mayhem, it starts to bleed through that it's only mayhem, if you know what I mean, and it doesn't. I'm just terrified of
I
people
understand.
judging me, frankly, for
Yeah.
not being a good DM.
Yeah.
I mean, people say really nice things and like say, "Oh, you're doing a really good job," and I appreciate that. And I do try hard on some stuff, but then sometimes I'm like, I haven't fleshed this out enough, and it's just like,
You just got to.
I've never been more worried about content. Well, recently anyway, because we've been streaming for 2 years. You're like, there's not much to worry about there, is there? But when you're actually writing stuff and you're like, oh God,
Yeah, it's your work, your creative
it's
work.
high pressure. Yeah, it's rewarding, which makes it rewarding, but equally
Comes at a cost.
yeah, exactly.
I'm sure everyone's loving it. I personally am.
Oh, good.
It seems very fleshed out, despite
Thanks.
what you say. Mark does this all the time as well. It's like, God, that one was like really fucking bare bones. I didn't know what I was doing, but it was like, some of the best episodes come from off the top of your head thinking.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Anyway, Drunken Turtle 7, thanks for 36 months. Afternoon Boy, still loving the D&D content. Any plans for a big one after? great to watch / listen to while working. 3.14% of sailors are pirates. Pi.
3.14. Nice.
3.14. There is the plan to continue doing mini-series like this,
Yeah.
but we might keep the theme relatively consistent or do different
Yeah,
parts
I mean,
of-
it's up to you. I think hopefully you'll be the next person to do a DMing of a short form series. Hopefully, is what the plan
So
is.
it's likely I will be doing the next kind of mini-series of 10 episodes or so.
And it's up to you whether you want to keep it in this world. This world will return because, like, after Trot does that, depending on what
I
happens
think
next.
I will do this world.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Smith's Law building and take us somewhere else with new characters, but still keep it in this setting and flesh it out. You know, let's create a universe, a Booty universe, Bootyverse.
Yeah.
Then where will my session take you? You guys find yourself in the paddock of a Formula One lane. You're all on the opposite teams.
I mean, to be honest, like that would be a really
Are we a
interesting
pit crew?
take.
We're just a pit crew, though.
You're just
I'm the
the
tyre
pit
guy.
crew.
Roll, sleight of hand. You've fucked it up.
You
The,
had
the
2
nut
seconds.
gets stuck on the wheel. You have to retire from the race. No,
That's it.
He's
Episode over.
Bottas'd it.
We need some booty emotes, is what we need.
I'd be very interested to see what you could do, Craig. You might be able to do like technological.
It's
elements
weird.
of it
I've
as
been
well.
thinking about, not necessarily for us guys or whatever, but
Careful.
this started for when I started watching Game of Thrones years ago. I was like, oh god, it'd be cool to just have your own, again, fantasy world, which I guess D&D. I've never been into D&D before this. I've been watching a lot of stuff about D&D recently, by the way.
Have you? Like
Not
what?
so much playthroughs, but more like,
Like how it
creating the
works.
worlds, like watching Incarnate tutorials and Wonder. What are you using for your?
I use Wonder Draft.
You're using Wonder Draft. And just all this stuff, and I was like, oh god, it'd be good to make because we joked about it ages ago on stream about making the Isle of Cregalos, which is like, and then I was playing about it in Incarnate, I was like, oh, this would be good, and then using the Mid-Journey stuff,
Yeah.
just coming up with stuff, and I
Yeah,
started
it's
to
really
like,
good, isn't it?
There's
picture out.
something like childlike wonder about
There
creating
is,
a
and
world.
I was like, oh, this is.
I've always wanted to do it.
So I've like now got an area that'll be like, oh, this will be like the King's Landing kind of area of
Yep.
this, and I don't know what I can use it for, but
It's just
No,
fun
to-
to
just
do.
keep doing
just
it.
like coming
Just-
up with stuff.
Exactly. Just keep going. Like I think that's
It's a good mental exercise.
yeah, and also like you build. I think the best thing to describe it as is do whatever feels natural, and then turn it into something usable eventually. Like
Yeah.
in terms of, for me, it usually starts with. I like doing like weird creatures and like concepts and ideas. Like okay, like how would this organization of monster hunters work? How would this race of weird little half goblin lobster people work? And then it's like, oh, I should probably turn this into some sort of narrative. But like for you, it's like you like the world building as well. And
Yeah, and I really like the world of Game of Thrones and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
as
it's
well.
good.
So like, it'd be good if the players be their own, you know, from their own houses. But then I don't know how you'd meet because you'd all be at different parts of the world. But then maybe there's
well, that
a way
happens
you
in like didn't some of the high roller stuff you've done where you're like different dragon houses or something like that? Or was that just a
That's
one
the
shot?
plan for campaign 3.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
spoilers or teaser.
But yeah, there's just like Empire Lot, for example. You're all from different factions, but there's this event 4 times a year where all those factions have to come together in one place.
to start it there,
That's where
then
you
you met there
you
and then
meet,
go off and
like
then-
for a specific event where the factions have to align and work together or something. There you go.
So I also had this bit where it's like, you know, the frozen north, again like Game of Thrones. But
The wall.
But instead of a wall, it's cut off by the sea. But only in winter does the sea freeze over and you can go over it by foot.
Oh, cool.
So it's
But in-
traversable.
So in the summer, you'll either have to go by ship or you can't get across there.
Very
And all
cool.
this kind of stuff.
Good
And
idea.
then
Yeah,
there's-
I love that kind
and
of
then
stuff.
like a ship that can break
you have
through
to
the
figure
ice.
out the economics of how it works.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And well, because I think historically, when the UK, what is now the UK, broke away from the continent of Europe, they think that there
Yeah,
was
we
an
snapped
ice.
off,
There was
didn't
an ice bridge. Yeah,
Yeah.
so they think that for a long time, people could walk between mainland Europe and the UK, like Neanderthals and things like that, because it would freeze, and that would allow them to make that distance across.
travel, yeah.
Yeah, which is really cool because like, you're basically employing that. I really like that
The
idea.
ice bridge, I like the name of that. They'll call it the
Ice
ice bridge.
bridge.
The ice bridge.
Yeah.
Right.
It comes in the winter.
Let me read out some more subbies here. Thank you, good Marmaduke, for subbing on Prime. Shiro, formerly known as Shiratora, I assume.
Oh,
61 months.
Thank
Yarmy boys, hope you're all well and that we get a Ripley slog soon. And of course, some lube wrestling, which goes nicely alongside a pet video, doesn't it? Just a bit of lube wrestling.
covering a Maine Coon in lube. Oh,
What could go wrong?
is he fully grown now?
No,
you say?
it's going to take like 2 years.
Is he big though? She,
is,
sorry.
that's fine. She's quite big now. She's about this big without tail.
Is she quite... I saw a video on Reddit last night of somebody's Maine Coon complaining about not being let out. And they're like, it's really vocal.
She's very vocal, but it's
vocalizations.
kind of like a great volume. It's
Right,
never
okay.
like,
Yeah, because sometimes they can be like really
Yeah.
like, I don't know, I mean, I
if
can't
they're
do
ever trapped in a room, we'll know that they're trapped in a room and
Yeah.
want to get out. But it's never a wail. It's quite pleasant. They do little chirps and stuff.
Yeah.
Of like just,
chittering
hey,
chirps.
I'm here. All right. Fuss me now. But yeah, we'll do a little slog at some point. It's just hard to do it with a cat. You just have to basically come around my house.
Yeah, they don't do anything on anybody else's time, right?
Not really.
Yeah.
And if you just let them loose somewhere, they're a cat.
Yeah.
They don't like have command. Well, you can train them, but not like a dog is like, yeah, I can't wait to come and sit next to my owner and get a treat.
Maybe you could
Cats.
just film something on your phone. You
Yeah.
could like stick it into something.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. I'll think about it anyway.
Try and do something with her. Yeah.
Psycho Almond, thanks for 7 months on Prime. I've struggled to enjoy long-form D&D like Crit Roll, etc. for a long time, but damn Smith, I've loved every second of this campaign.
Wow. Oh, I'm glad. No, I mean, I've always loved D&D. When we've been playing it, we've been playing for a long time privately. Like me and Trot have been in various campaigns.
Indeed.
I don't watch, to be honest, I don't watch really any Twitch at all. So I don't know. Like, but then I was talking to Mark a couple of weekends ago, and he was saying like it really does depend on. It's not necessarily that you don't like watching D&D. It's like the format that you tend to what you're drawn towards. And I think just like you need to find a group of people that you enjoy watching and the format that you enjoy watching it in. I'm sure I will. Like you were saying, the XQC, is it what was it called?
It's Crit Roll, but it's like with a load of special guests and a different DM. EXU,
EXU, that's it.
Exandria Unlimited, which is like basically what I'm going to be doing with your world is a spin-off, different time period. It's like a mini series. Brendan Lee Mulligan, he's part of Dimension 20. Never really saw him DM before, but this introduced me to him, and it's really good. Just
Yeah.
a totally different style. Again, that's way more serious. But he's just
But like that sound, the
Creative
way it was
mind.
explained, I was like, this sounds like something I would really engage with.
Yeah.
And it's just, I need to put time aside for it. Like, that's the other thing, doing DM stuff, fucking hell, it takes up your time, doesn't it? Like,
world building, yeah.
writing stuff in the evenings and then all the other stuff I try to do in the evenings, it's a tough one. But I'm glad you're enjoying this. I'm sure there are other D&D
I'm
things
glad we
out
got
there.
a cap on it because
Yeah, I
that
think
cap
so.
allows you to like reflect on it, be a player for a bit, and then come back with renewed enthusiasm.
Yeah, definitely.
Rather than like, okay, I'm still DMing years down the line.
So after 10 episodes, will we see these characters again? Don't know. Frankly.
That's up to the players,
Yeah,
really, if they want to be the same characters,
yeah,
or they might spring up as NPCs,
exactly.
stuff like that.
Yeah, I haven't really thought about how we're going to end it.
See,
But the idea is, yeah, about 10 episodes or 10 sessions will be the complete arc. We're halfway through now, so.
we've completed our initial mission halfway through,
Yeah.
so
And you've done a lot of stuff, really.
we have. Anyway, Spooky Cactus, thank you for subbing on Prime and also giving us 100 bitties. Does this work? It does. It worked. Werthers, thanks for resubbing for 29 months. Question, what are the 10 letters of the pirate alphabet? Oh, you read that one. A-I-I-R and the 7 C's. Eloza, thanks for resubbing for 22 months. Rosemary, thank you for 6 months on Prime. Richard, aka Dick, 27 months. Good morning, Hat Films. Good morning, chat. Hello.
Thank you.
The Milkman Maniac, thank you for subbing on Prime. Leden, thank you for subbing on Prime as well. Private Salty, thanks for 2 months. Sorbet Moon, thanks for 3 months. H4OS, thank you for 20 months. Keep up the good work, love the world building.
Thank you.
Bunny Cakes, thanks for 7 months, loving the campaign. My sister and I were talking about it the other day, and our mum thought we were speaking another language.
Have you muted, Smith?
I'll take my mic off.
All right.
Take it off. We both created our own characters we would play in this world. Awesome. Yeah, again, I'm going to try. Smith's going to kind of put together a collaborative world doc, which I can pluck ideas from and then build out a mini-series in a different island or something like that. Give it a different vibe, but still keep it booty-esque. Like the
What would
Lobstream.
happen if I guess we'd have new characters for that.
It's up to you.
What if we did? What would happen if I then met Kapipi as that character? Would it be like?
You'd have to talk to
Would
yourself.
it be like Marty meeting his dad?
No, they're two different people. You're God.
I'd just have to talk to myself.
You just have to talk to yourself, which would be just unique. A unique experience. It's happened in High Rollers, where one of Ree's characters, because her main character was out of action for a while, so she played another character for a bit, and that character became a staple of the show. And then Mark took that character on, but sometimes Ree would be that character for certain
Of
moments.
course, I knew this from watching
Of
it
course, you're a
every
massive
week.
fan.
Yeah.
But yeah, it can very much happen. So your characters will probably crop up again either as you play them,
So it's not.
or as the DM
I
playing
don't know
them.
if it like form a paradox.
Only if there's like if it's you, but another dimension of Kapipi meets himself, or like you do some weird time.
Am I
warp.
unmuted?
Yeah, because what if?
Test.
Yeah,
Pop,
you're
pop,
fine.
pop.
Yeah.
So what
Thank
if?
you for the coffee?
What if I was
Nice.
Kapipi, but you're in a different time? Like if you're before our adventure, for example, but I'm Kapipi before this adventure, but your adventure then goes so long that it crosses with the start of this adventure. Would there then be a paradox? And then then the
Well, I
stream,
wouldn't allow it to.
well, the stream would go dead, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would form a
It's
singularity,
Like, it's like googling
and
Google.
then a black hole. I
Have you
think-
ever Googled Google?
Don't do it.
You can't do it.
You
Don't
can't
do
do
it.
it.
Don't do it, chat. I've been told never to do it, and I've never tried it.
Why'd you even say it?
I know. Just making sure no one ever does.
Fucking hell.
It will break the internet
cursed
for
us all.
everyone.
I can't believe it. All right, well,
Do you like these fans?
yeah, they're really kicking out. It's
Yeah,
actually
it's-
quite nice.
Just trying to cool
You
it.
guys not too hot? You okay?
I'm all right.
I was fine until I
It's
thought
so hot
about
outside.
it.
Yeah.
It's nice in here.
Yeah.
31
Yeah,
outside.
no, I'm quite
The
comfortable
toilet
here.
is the coldest place, have you noticed?
Yeah.
If you go in there,
Normally
it's,
is.
it's a good few degrees
It
cooler
is.
in there.
Yeah, I sleep in the toilet at home.
Yeah.
It's like in winter. So I like the smell. No, my sink is fucked at home actually. I've got a plumber.
Sweet.
Blocked, completely blocked. I don't know how.
It's all the
Hair.
cheese.
Just like spit.
Casual hair.
Oh,
Bits of hair.
it's all hair, is it? Oh,
It's all
fuck. Did
hair.
I mean, that felt like something broke.
That's the only chair we have in here.
It really is.
Two people said in unison, "Stop shitting in your sink, Smith."
Well,
Stop
God, they
jizzing in the
did.
sink, Smith.
it's a perfect dick
Too
height,
much
though.
waffle stomping.
That's the thing about being a tall person. I'm guessing Ross might have this experience too. Maybe all of you do. Maybe it's not just about being tall, but I can wash my dick easily in most sinks,
You said
and
this
it
before.
it is quite nice.
Yeah.
Like the easiest horse bath in the world. You know, like
Yeah.
You feel clean after it.
I know it's
Like
great.
the whole body feels
Yeah,
clean.
I mean, not
The
so
rest
much
of
for
us
the
have to
whoever's
be-
towel I'm using afterwards, but
The rest of us have to use toilet water.
you dip them like a dog.
A lot easier in America.
Or he's there just furious to trying to
At
gather it in
toilet
his
level.
hands and splash it all over his cock and balls.
Yeah, exactly.
Is
And
that
then
coconut?
mouth, neck, cock and balls, ass.
Caramel. That's what I laughed at.
Like coconut milk.
No, I said soy.
Tell me that you wash your
Could
dick
be
in a sink
anthrax.
without telling me you wash
She
your dick in a
repeated back
sink.
to me. But she's got it wrong.
I'm going to
Go
splash
there.
this in her face.
Splash it.
It's
Make
really
sure it's
hot.
hot still, yeah.
What do
Really
you think of oat milk?
Oat milk's nice.
It's okay.
So I've just had it for the first time.
I don't dislike oat milk. I think it's quite nice.
It's definitely
There's a
distinct
nice
taste.
to it, but
Yeah.
like,
It has no smell. Like, well,
You
not
think so?
really. Like, I opened it just to
That's
smell.
COVID.
that's COVID, mate.
Kobe.
Good luck. You got
Yeah,
COVID.
nothing has a smell.
Wait, nothing.
I can't
Super
smell.
waffle.
My hands normally reek.
That would give me heartburn in an instant.
I don't really get heartburn that.
No. I'm just saying that if I was to eat that now,
Oh, you want a stroop waffle?
it'd be like
mate?
a
little
reverse Rennie.
Gobbin of stroop waffle. Anyone little?
No, thank you.
They are delicious.
They're lovely. Put it on your coffee and let it soften.
No.
I think I will.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Like
Just
use
got
it
a
as a
strip waffle
replacement.
Stop
before.
conforming.
Use it as a replacement lid.
It does say warm me.
Yeah, have you put it on top of a mug of hot coffee before?
Can I just put it in?
It goes
Yeah,
on
just take
really-
it out and put it on the rim,
It's gonna
like
go
a full one.
No, the full one. Oh, he didn't want the full one.
Because I've already had a little nibble of the other one. It's gonna go in.
It's not perfect.
Now leave that for about 10 minutes. and
You
come
can't
back.
see it, Sorry.
It's a stroop waffle on a Costa cup. That's what it is.
Imagine it. Picture it. You're watching a D&D. You can picture things, right? Is there any more artwork today?
Raise your hands if you've got aphantasia. If you have no imagination, no visual imagination.
It's
Are
so
you
hard for me
struggling?
to imagine.
Yeah,
not
I
having
can't imagine
no
that.
imagination that
Yeah.
It gives me a Fantasia.
No,
Just
sir.
thinking about it. I'm like, I can't imagine not imagining.
It's a bizarre thing to conceptualize, like not having a visual. I mean, mine's not very good. Mine's like flittering images
Mine's like
that are
mid
hard to
journey.
grasp. But
I guess it also depends on how you explain that to someone. 'Cause obviously, when I'm picturing things, I'm not picturing them as in like photo quality, like picture perfect. But
Not.
picture a shape. You can picture a shape, right? A square in your head.
yeah, it's almost like a cloudy.
What colour is your square?
It's blue on the left and purple on the right.
It's just a.
And it's a cube that's like isometric like that with a top on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
mine's
mine's
just
a
a
black
red-
outline of a square.
But it literally
Mine's a red
lasts a
2D.
second.
Mine's a red 2D
Just square.
square on a black background.
Oh, weird.
Photorealistic.
That's
Mine's not like watching a movie. Mine's like I got a snapshot of it and then I have to think again to bring it back again.
Really?
Yeah. But it's vivid enough for me to be like the left side was blue, the right side was purple, and the top was orange.
But it's definitely not.
Interesting.
I wouldn't describe it as being.
I'm much better at
Photo.
recalling sounds and music. I can play a whole song in my head.
Are you good at recalling faces?
Yeah.
Have you seen a face
Who are you?
before?
If I see a famous person's face that's
That's
been in
an
a different
Fantasia
program
thing.
and something else, I'm like, oh shit, they're from this thing. And it's
Yeah,
immediately
I'm good
there's a
at-
reference point and I can get that quite quickly. But like the
I'm good
Sandman
at
thing.
recognizing faces.
Game
yeah.
of Thrones
Are
characters
you?
everywhere.
I think so. I'm bad at, like, if I've met someone, they've told me their name, I won't remember it.
Well, the name, no.
Name maybe
Name
not
is
straight
good.
away.
I think that's a common thing.
But-
Once,
does take
once
me
I
a while.
realise that it happens to me, I now make an effort to keep repeating the name. Like numbers, I can do well with. Like, give me a
I think
number,
it's
I'll remember
because most people, when they're in the moment of meeting someone, there's so much more going on
They're
than
not
just
necessarily just-
taking a name. And it's like,
Yeah.
I need to
Especially
present
in a
myself.
But for example, we just met this frog man on the thing.
Yeah.
Smith said his name. I asked him to repeat his name.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name,
Goyo.
Goyo.
Officiate.
and it doesn't ring a
Officiate
bell.
Goyo.
And that does-
Goyo, like
G-O-Y-O.
Goyo.
Goyo.
Officiate Goyo. That's his
Officiate.
title.
Goyo.
Like
I
basically,
have
he's
to
just
think
like
of a way to remember that.
The reason I remember it is because I can picture the orange font that I wrote his name in.
So you're picturing
Oh, right.
the word rather than
Writing it down helps.
It just made me think of yo-yo.
Well, now I've
because
seen it,
Sounds
I-
like yo-yo.
Froyo,
line.
like frozen yogurt. But you got to go-yo to froyo.
Anyway,
Let's do part 2, shall we?
let me quieten these fans down. Please quieten down.
Nice
There we
little
go.
breeze.
Yeah, it's a hot breeze, so
Yes, it's breeze nonetheless.
Stand outside for 2 minutes, then come back in here. You're Sunday for call again.
should have done that.
Just do it now. It's my car. I sat in my car for a second and I just felt like I was in a horrible hot hell.
Just it, what, you just drove so. Oh, because of coffee.
Yeah, to get the things. Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm worried it might raise my body temperature too much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
then
I-
you'll come back in and you'll feel cool again. I feel refreshed.
I think it will take me a long time to cool down in here, though. I just feel shit. Anyway, that's why I got hot coffee. Thanks.
So-
Yeah,
I feel the heat
I was
coming
thinking
off
the same when I got it, but I thought, wow, I'm going to a cooler place.
I think you should pour
if I
that
drank
in
this
there
outside, I'd be like,
so you can
fuck
drink
that.
out of the.
yeah, I
Yeah, but it might be
would.
filthy though. You don't know. Like that other one stank like actual horn, like ass, like
This
cow
one's alright,
ass.
though. When did you last use this? Stein, Smith?
Don't know. What is it for? Are you drinking out of it?
If I was to pour coffee in it.
This is our own booty
Yeah, it'd be
merch,
alright.
by
Yeah,
the
you can
way.
pour coffee
You
in
can
that.
see we've got it all
Just give it.
branded
Just make sure you
up
wash
with
it out
the-
afterwards. Yeah, that's fine.
Is there a type of merch that you would want from Booty if that existed? Have
pirate
we asked them
flag.
this before?
A full ship.
Oh, now I'm thinking
A
of.
flag of
No, I'm thinking of a
Kapipi's
tankard.
face. That's what I want.
Does a
What
tank
about
even make
like,
sense?
no, there's Foam Hands, but it's Turtle Hand. It's got #1 band. Sticky Mickey.
A cookie jar. Yes. Finally up down that rhyme.
I
A
know
cookie
something
jar.
you don't, where that might be very relevant.
Really? What the
Cookie
fuck?
jar.
No, Foam Hands.
Oh, nice. Oh, I know mine. Because of our foam dicks.
Your foam dick.
Me and the dick
Joke
thing.
trot. I also know why that coffee
A
might be very
life-size
relevant.
replica of people.
What the fuck? What's happening?
Do you want me to bring that up on full screen for you to take a picture of
I
properly?
don't think that's a good enough image.
I mean, it was up for like 10 seconds. You took the picture as I switched away.
I couldn't get it in focus.
What was it?
Plushes take like
It's
an
just
entire year
mountains.
to make, unfortunately.
that's lovely. Thank you, Craig.
Just give you these images as well.
I know you could, but
People would have
I
forgotten
would-
about
I would
Booty by the
forget.
time the plush is ready.
yeah, it's a long turnaround, unfortunately. So probably a
Well,
no-go.
this could be serialized, I guess, if we get to the end of 10 episodes and then think, wow,
Well, those are perishable, though, aren't they?
what series?
Serialized.
Serialized.
Put Kapipi on a cereal box. Fuck's sakes. All right, let's go. Part 2.
Are we good to go again? Because I'll set everything rolling when we're ready.
Yeah, mate. Just
Yeah,
hammering out some
Last detail.
brain thoughts.
No worries, mate. I'm
No, I was literally,
recording.
I was literally writing for this episode.
Recording.
It's good to see behind the scenes.
It's in there. It's in my head. It's just getting it out.
So this is a question that I think I sort of know the answer, but I don't really, so I'll ask it because people in chat might be thinking the same thing. Why does the DM need a big screen like that?
Because typically they would do roles and things like that that you don't want players to see. It's a good question, and ultimately, half the time they don't. I don't know.
No, it's got rules and stuff on the back, which are just easy, quick reference. This is more of the days when you didn't have a laptop, you know, and you just
Yeah.
had
Sheets.
papers and sheets of information. It's better to have it like presented in front of you.
And you don't want the players to know exactly what's going on. So, for example, say I do occasionally do it. I'm doing roles over here, like
Yeah, I've
passive roles
noticed.
for you. Like those are essentially, if those go badly, I will then, or go well, I will then tweak what's happening.
And even
Based
knowing
on
that
those
a
rules.
role is happening is
Yeah.
knowing that he's deciding something.
I see.
Yeah,
Right.
So it's like, oh, we know something's up because he's doing something.
yeah, that's basically it.
So that
We
hides
could
all
have,
that.
merchandise-wise, we could also have a cape that automatically billows.
Billowing cape.
A billowing
Yeah, we'll
cape.
get fresh merch on that. I'm sure they won't have trouble.
Yeah.
So
3
it'll
years
be
we
a
might see it.
cape with like a mini fan that you wear underneath.
Billow.
And it makes a really loud, like, okay, hold on, the batteries ran out. It's like these are really like heavy arms,
Literally
like,
arms.
oh, it's quite a heavy contraption I have to wear actually.
And it's only powered by USB,
yeah.
USB-A.
There are
It's
two
heavy.
options: USB-A battery power or pneumatic power. That you have to change the CO2 container on every time you fire
There's
it.
my billow sound effect.
I expect to see cosplay
No, that's not.
with a
that's-
billowing cape
Yeah, yeah,
as they yell billow.
yeah, exactly. Billow.
Billow is a
Hold on, the
good
mic's not
billow.
working.
there's like 2 stages to this billow. It like opens
Alexa,
and then
billow.
the wind catches it. Here you go.
Billow.
Hey Google, billow.
Nice.
Love it.
I do also love it.
Oh, I'm
Catchphrases?
so happy that
You
my
got-
chest
you
is
got a
no
thing you
longer
want
on fire. Holy
People to make
shit.
from you. From sword.
A hyper-realistic scarred eye, which anyone can just whack on their face.
Eye patches.
Eye patches, yeah.
Eye patches with
Yeah,
whatever.
but they'll specifically say not invincible
Okay.
on them because I think people will try and stab their own eyes otherwise.
Ready when you are, Smith.
Okay, I'm
Okay,
ready.
let me roll the intro music just for stream because I'll cut it out.
What about a little like
Oh wait a
Uh,
sec.
sea monkey fishbowl that's got a little Titus in it with dropping anchors,
That'd be cool.
and you have to avoid the
Diorama.
anchors.
Like a diorama of the worst day of his life.
Yeah.
Chat, are you ready? Hold on to your butts.
Here we fucking
Coming
go.
over to Alex Smith
Let's go, gamers.
in 20, 19.
Start at
8.
100.
Welcome back to Booty, Session 5, Part 2. We've just come off Part 1 where the gang finally landed the Clumsy Goose in Goldtooth Town on the Goldtooth Isle. They unloaded, met Bob and Nob, who took them and the Mankeys past Tyrone and Fortune's Grasp. They coated him in great smelling poo. They then continued on and showed the guys up to Master Flagon's apothecary shop where they dropped the group off. This is where you find yourself, outside of a potion master shop. It says Master Flagon's apothecary and spells. It's well known in the town for producing all forms of potions for individuals, for helping farmers, for helping the local hospitals, things like that. He makes all kinds of things. He also does some spells. He's a very well-known wizard, particularly specializing in the field of transmutation. The shop in front of you is wooden. It's raised off the ground slightly on stilts with a staircase going up the front of it. You can see 2 windows, and inside there are odd glowing, swirling movements coming on from the inside. You notice the odd mage light sort of bob past the window is what's creating that light. It's not huge. It's about perhaps 20, 30 feet wide, the store, with a normal sized front door for a normal sized person. Would you like to proceed inside?
No. We turn around, we take our
walk
mankeys
away.
with us,
Very
and we
good.
get back on that
We've had a
ship.
nice time. I think this is it.
Yeah.
No, what we can fit through the door then. You said
Oh, it's a normal shop.
Apparently,
It-
you said a normal
It's not
doorway
no-
means
it's not-
PP probably can't get in that fucking door.
Not that much bigger.
So remember, Master Flagon is
Wow,
a
you're
gnome.
6-7 foot.
He's a gnome.
Oh,
It might be a squeeze. You might maybe have to walk in sideways.
maybe we could
I'll-
shift him in. We have to
I'll
kind
get
of like
in. Don't you worry.
help
I'll
him
Like trying to put a sofa through a
come on,
up a staircase.
ease it.
Pivot.
So you pivot your way through this front door. Both of you working together to haul Kapipi through this
There's a
door.
lot of swearing and under the breath, like cursing. Oh,
Just pop your head in.
No,
Why
go
don't you
left.
pop your arms and head in?
Go left.
Pop your head in.
All right,
There he is. That's
roll
amazing.
me in.
Right.
I'm
And he's
inside.
back out again, clanging away.
Hello, we got delivery.
And you walk in and you see, if you've got the, there we go, an apothecary's shop. Standing behind a large counter is an old gnome with 2 sprouts of curly hair protruding from either side of his head. You may have a picture of him as well, I think, Craig. Behind, there he is.
Hey.
He is
amazing.
well dressed, quite wizened and old. He's probably, approaching the last quarter of his life. I don't know how long gnomes live, but he doesn't look like he's got long left. He is behind the counter of this apothecary. There's a raised floor that keeps the gnome at eye height for the average person. Behind him is a wide array of bottles and containers, reagents and bizarre bits of animals are suspended in colourful liquids. Incense can be smelt floating in the air, and warm mage-like orbs give the apothecaries a mystical aura.
Wonderful.
Hello, gentlemen. How may Master Flagon, brilliant brewmaster, master of transmutation, and tamer of the arcane arts assist you today?
Oh, we're here to assist you, actually.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, we've got your mankeys outside.
Oh,
We've come
the
from
mutant monkeys.
Periwinkle sent us with a load of deliveries and that for you and whatnot.
Very good. Yes, I received an arcane message from her a couple of days ago. I thought you'd be here sooner, but pleasure to see you made it here in one piece.
We took down a kraken.
Bit of traffic.
Oh, a great beast of the deep.
Yeah, took it out on our own, by ourselves.
Yeah, I did. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah, we all worked together on that.
Yeah, they were
And,
there.
we
Powerful wizard here.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's your best trick?
I can't show you here.
Oh, but what have you done? Can you describe it?
I am a master of transmutation, young man.
Right, okay.
I can change you or I into anything at all.
Man, can you turn me into a dragon?
I could, yes.
Can you turn him into a dragon?
I could, yes.
What about him?
Have you seen this one though?
No, not him.
Ah.
Oh, witch!
It's just my thumb.
Kapipi does the thumb trick, for those not watching.
No, I have received a message. Yes, you have for me a delivery, I believe. Was it the mutant monkeys mixed up with my apprentice and some
2
miracle grow?
stones.
The stones, very good, very good. And he takes,
Well, hold on a second.
oh,
We're expecting some payment for this delivery.
Yeah.
oh, yes, of course.
And he ravages underneath his desk, and he's
The
like, you
seas
hear
are
like,
choppy out there. It's a good thing that all these mankeys came back in one piece.
Well, they certainly did. They're
The-
sleepy.
puts a bag of coin on.
I counted it before you arrived. 875 gold. Sounds
Well,
about right.
We're going to have to count that again.
Okay, well, I guess I'll have to rummage him up. You won't see him, but he'll see you. Unseen servant.
And
Come on,
then,
boy.
We've got a desk or something that we can just...
I'm just gonna, he's going to start.
yeah, so
counting.
in the apothecary, in front of you is the main sort of like bar. It's like going into a pharmacy, right? So he's stood behind the main desk, but off to your sides, you've got a few little tables and things that have various little curios and bits and bobs for sale. Yeah, you can count. The servant can use that table to count.
And while he's doing that, is it alright if we just get a receipt for it, just to prove that we've...
Of course,
delivered?
no
Thank you.
problem.
Yeah.
And he'll pull out some vellum
Tax reasons.
and a quill, and very ornately draws like a thing, like
On behalf of Master Flagon, I can confirm that I have received the promised goods and payment has been made of the appropriate amount. Signed, Master Flagon.
he turns it to you.
you.
Would you care to sign?
Yeah, who shall I make it out to?
Master Flagon.
Master Flagon, all the best. Love all my fans. Sticky Mickey.
And then
You
he sort of like,
faithfully.
Yours faithfully.
Just stick it in the middle there.
I've squeezed it in like you do when you write a birthday card.
thank you very much. And he pulls the quill out of your hand and then slides it back. And then does a little thing with his hand and prestidigitation, the ink dries.
All very fancy.
Very good.
Do we get a copy of that?
Sure. And he picks up another piece of vellum, gets this piece of vellum, and goes,
Carbon copy.
and then bam, instantly the entire thing is just there on
Well,
the
you're
new piece
not
of vellum.
forging my signature, are you?
Well, I guess you said I am. I could be, yes. I could if I wanted to. But then, frankly, my boy, I can turn lead into gold.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I can do this. I pull out this 1 foot pole that we've got.
Yep.
That then turns into grow.
The 10-foot pole expands inside this shop.
Jesus, I'm knocking everything
I mean, the
over.
shop is barely wide enough for this to happen. Clatters into a bunch of things on the shelf. Jesus! He ducks behind the desk as this pole
That is
expands.
impressive.
Shrink.
Wow.
And he gets back up from behind the desk like,
very good. Do you mind getting your unseen servant to pick up some of the things he's just knocked off for me?
Oh, yeah. Can you just sort this mess out? Thank
See,
you.
we're not that different, you and me.
He'll do it.
I haven't seen him.
You won't be able to see him. He's unseen.
Ah,
He's an unseen servant. You
course.
must have heard of that maybe sometime.
I have. No, I knew the spell myself. It's very useful.
Yes, it is useful. Yeah.
Master Flagon,
Yes.
I know we're just the couriers here, but I'm intrigued. The Mankeys and the intern situation. Can we get some light shed on that whole messed up mess? The Mankeys are really fucked.
You're right. You're right. Where are they? Outside?
Oh yeah, in a cage.
Okay,
Said
I'll open
heavily
a side
sedated.
gate. You bring them round. I've got a back room where we do some of the more complex magic. Let's say.
You may have noticed a little friend of yours floating around.
Oh, of course, Terence.
Terence.
well, you're looking well. Are you well?
He's very
The
well.
rabbit does not understand what
Did
this
you
man
know
is
he
saying.
can do this?
Yes.
Oh, he's knocking
was-
everything over.
This turtle is like a turtle in an apothecary shop.
Yeah, it really is.
It's really knocking some things over. Yes, he has a unique gut biome that allows him to rapidly digest various matter and create vast quantities of gas.
We did notice if he eats certain things, his gas does different things. Like
Flammable.
Curious.
yeah, flammable.
That
Yeah.
requires much study.
Yeah,
Oh, I delight in things like that.
Oh, I'm
you?
sure you do, you
I
weirdo.
do.
Would you care to bring the Mankeys around the back? And he's sort of like he's getting ready, shuffling a bit. I'll go round. You go outside. Bring the Mankeys round. I'll open the side gate.
all right.
Okay?
Yeah, Tort will be right on it. I'm just gonna have a look around
I've
the
got to
shop.
get out of this door again. So,
Oh, God. Tuck in.
You might
I've
want
got
to be more
Terence to get
accommodating
out
for the
of as
different
well.
species of Goldtooth Isle and the bordering islands. You might want to extend your door a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe transmute it to a bigger door.
I tell you what, when you've got a shop, you can decide how to run it.
Oh, wow.
maybe a ramp at the front as well, so there's not just the steps.
No ramps. It's my one
can't-
rule.
He's very
It's
definite.
my one rule.
If we can't get you through that, I'm gonna shrink you. You don't want to know what that looks
I
like.
can get through. If I got in, I
Yeah,
can get out.
yeah,
I'm just
okay.
worried about Terence.
Yeah.
We might have to squeeze Terence's tummy a little bit to get him to.
Right,
He's
well, Terence will be
fine.
fine. Just
Why'd you inflate him?
Oh.
so
There you go.
Oh, good God.
Oh, that's
Smelly.
still the remnants of the
That
calamari.
smells awful.
Calamari. Oh, God, it stings the eyes, doesn't it?
Oh, God, it's pretty gross.
Oh, he's a crier.
Ricky, me to tears
He's
too.
oh, I'm getting out of here. Someone roll me out the
What's the
door.
thing?
Roll me out.
Below
push
that
it.
cape.
Thanks,
Billo.
George.
And it kind
Oh,
of
it's
flaps the stink out the front door as Kapipa pushes through it.
I helped roll him out.
Right, you see Master Flagon go back behind through the back door behind his counter,
got the
and then you hear
Mankeys.
some clutter and clanking. And then to the side, there's a small, like, it's not very wide, just about wide enough for the trolleys to get through. A gate that he opens to the side. And he's like, come. He's much smaller. He's only about 2.5, 3 feet tall now, so he's not on his raised platform. Come, yes, right, bring him through here. Bring him through.
Come through.
Now, Periwinkle said that, unfortunately, some of the Mankeys had an accident, and it's not the full amount of Mankeys that had the intern in him. So, but he was like, oh, Flagon's a master, and he'd be able to bring him back, and also didn't really care about the intern much.
Is that something we get to see today? Flagon?
Are you interested in seeing it?
I'd like to see what he can do with these mankeys.
Okay. Well, come round to my back room. So you follow him around, go into the back room, he
Was
opens
it
the back door.
Periwinkle's idea to make the mankeys, or was that your intern's idea?
No, our apprentice, Joven was his name, he was interested in learning the arts of transmutation. As you may have seen on Periwinkle's Island, she is very good at combining things, working with things. That's why she sent me some of the fertilizer and the wheat and the water. She's working to change and tailor things to be better than they
It's
are.
got quite the establishment.
It is. It's a wonderful island. I visit there as frequently as I can.
Yeah, well, I put more defences up, mate, because Corsairs are running rampant.
They're ravaging the place, are they?
Yeah, and I think that coral is doing a good job, but it's not around the whole island, is
Yeah,
it?
exactly. She needs to grow more, but it's a very intensive and it's slow-growing thing, coral. Very sensitive, but it is a wonderful creation she created. Anyway, come through, and he opens through this sort of heavy wooden door opens to this sort of large, contained room behind his shop on stilts. So this one's
Lovely.
actually a stone room attached to the back of this. It's quite large. It's probably, it's sort of it's almost like a small stone warehouse behind it. It's 30, 40 feet long.
Why don't you make this your
Yeah.
storefront? It's way bigger.
Well, because it's devoted to more, well, let's say, less customer-facing exercises. And as you go in the back room, Flagon is set up like an elaborate arcane circle with straps and chains and holding cells. And in the holding cells are lots of strange, sort of sedated animals, and the odd skeleton is in there as well. This is like his research room for doing things that aren't necessarily evil, but are certainly to the layman's eye pretty sketchy looking. Oh yes, bring the mankeys in. Set them down there.
Oh,
And
there you go.
he starts putting out these little chairs. They're like little stools. They're almost like they're sort of wooden stools for children.
Oh, thank you. I need to have a sit down.
You want to sit on one?
Yeah, I'm sat
It
down.
explodes underneath.
Oh,
What about chairs?
my bum.
You shouldn't just sit on anything you see.
thought
You
you-
shouldn't sit down in here. It's bloody dangerous.
I thought you were bringing chairs out for us.
No, these aren't for you. They're tiny. Look at you.
sorry.
Big monstrosity.
Sorry.
Great big oaf.
Whoa,
Coming in and knocking
ease
over
up.
my apothecary.
Ease up.
Whoa.
He's wrecking my shop. He's wrecking my stalls.
I thought you were giving me a chair to have a sit down after carrying the man keys.
But
We've
here's-
had a very long journey.
A word of advice, perhaps ask me before you do something next time. Now,
Okay.
keep your hands to yourself, stand very still.
May I stand here very still and keep my hands to myself?
You don't need to ask permission for something I've just told you to do. You clearly don't understand.
How many kids have you killed?
What?
Out of curiosity, how many children have you murdered?
What species?
Well, of any species.
Of any species?
Yeah.
Well, how many young sheep have you killed?
Well, loads.
Well, then loads.
Ridiculous amount.
Yeah, same.
Okay, what about your own species? Have you killed any dwarves?
No, I'm a gnome, you racist fuck.
I'm very sorry about that.
Very good, thank you.
Sometimes I just don't see a difference.
You're
anyone.
species blind.
I'm species blind.
That may make navigating this world somewhat
It
tricky.
does, but I talk to everyone as if they're all dwarves. Anyway, are you a murderer?
Yes and no.
Okay. All right, just be careful while we're here, because I feel like he might push his luck.
You
And the
really
way
think he was a
pushed,
dwarf?
I feel like he was. Well, look. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard. Look, it doesn't matter.
Tice, you got a lot to learn about the
Look,
surface,
I know,
mate.
I know. Look, he doesn't have gills. That's different to me. Anyway, the way he spoke to Kapipi.
I thought he was giving me a seat.
Yeah, look, he might kill you. Just be careful.
He may
What was
not
that?
consider turtles like
Yeah.
he might consider you like an experiment rather than like
Yeah.
someone.
And the time we ate those turtles, and they're really delicious.
They were
And
tasty
he's
as
kind
hell.
of like,
though.
so imagine.
Let's make
how
sure we get
much-
some turtle before we leave.
Yeah, we should.
I-
We should
try
really
to
get
get
some
some
turtle.
turtle.
Do you want any turtles nearby?
Oh yes, there's a lovely grill down the Turtle Bay, I think it is,
Good.
down the road.
Turtle Bay, yeah.
Yes, a
Lovely.
lovely
Load of
grill.
place,
They
load of
specialise
place.
in
Do they?
Galapagos tortai.
Right. Okay.
Oh,
brilliant.
big ones.
Big
Oh,
ones. You
do
even
you
get a
get to
drink
see
with
them
it.
alive
It's a
beforehand?
meal and a drink. Yes, you get to choose one from the tank.
Oh, a meal and a
you
drink.
pick 'em out.
Oh,
You pick 'em out.
I love
You
them.
get to pick one.
I'm going to miss the turtle again. I don't feel up to eating it again.
It's
you
insensitive,
are-
of course.
Oh, you
It's,
must try
Seriously
one.
missing
They're
out.
truly are delicious.
it's insensitive.
I'm
for
sure
us to
they
mention
are.
it, and
I'm
we
sure
know
they are,
why.
but it's just my lifestyle choice, all right?
Okay.
whatever.
Well, anyway,
Anyway.
and then he starts laying out these small wooden chairs, and the chairs themselves have like clips for the legs and clips for the arms, like metal shackles that go over the arms and around the legs. And he lays them out in a circle in this arcane circle, right? And he's like, Okay, right. I'll put the chairs down. You lot, start breaking open the chests and the cages and put a monkey on each of these seats. How many have we got here? 10?
Oh, how many did we bring back? There's
1,
Looks like
2.
10 to me.
No, that's two, the 2 asses are on one there.
Oh yeah, that's just the one.
Sorry,
yeah, that is
confusing.
10.
That one's got 2 asses, has it?
Yeah, that's the 2-asked one.
God damn. All right, we'll just dodge him in.
All right.
Hey, is it rude of me to say that the top of his head looks like an arse?
Yeah.
It's a bit of a sidebar.
I mean, that's normally quite rude.
just a bit of a
to say, yeah.
sidebar.
It's
I
a
know,
very
from
deep
from
brow,
distance
isn't it, in the
looks
middle
either
there?
that or
Especially when he furrows his brow.
Oh.
I wouldn't say anything if I were
Just
you.
don't
Like
say
I say,
it too
he
loud.
might.
Oh, you make it laugh.
Are Tritons
Again,
always
killing.
this like forward with other Tritons?
don't know.
Like, you look like a fucking fish.
I
or-
think things have changed to me. The Kraken changed me.
the Kraken did.
It was a big deal for me.
All right.
I never killed something so big and so honest.
I've just been putting out the monkeys
Anyway,
while
yeah,
they're
let's get
talking.
these
Why are you
monkeys.
moving again? Did I tell you to move?
Yes,
Let's
you said put
get
the
these
monkeys on
He
the.
does
Very
it
good, you're paying
like
attention
you.
now. I like that.
It was a test, was it?
It was a
Where
test.
you-
It was just a test. Okay, right. He's clipping in the mankeys. Right, okay.
I'm not touching the 2 butthole one though. I'll put the other ones in.
Do you want me to touch that one?
Well, it sounds like you like that.
You
sort
can
of-
grab it,
sure.
yeah.
He pulls it out by one of its 2 long arms. You know, like one of his arms is like way longer than the other. He just like pulls it out of its cage, and this like lump of meat is essentially hanging from one long arm, and these 2 asses are at the bottom, just like pendulous, like just hanging from the arms. Like, good God, this is disgusting, isn't it? And he puts it in, and like tries to like a lot of these are so like sort of unhumanoid now at this point because of how messed up they are. He's just sort of looking at them, trying to work out which bits to clamp. You know, he's like, well, I guess that's kind of in.
Is this a common thing when you transmutate creatures?
It can happen. Yeah,
They
so
just end up turning into kind of like bulbous versions of themselves or other creatures.
if the
Double butts.
if the enchantment, if the ritual is wrong, then 100%. When you're reconstituting life itself, the essence of beings, the makeup of what makes them them. If everything is not perfect, you are going to have aberrations, and this is an example of an extreme aberration. Let's say my apprentice was extremely foolish to be messing around with magic he was not ready for, and this is the result
What
of
a
his
knobhead.
foolishness.
Yeah. What's your favourite thing to transmute?
I like lead to gold.
Oh,
That's a
lead
good
to gold.
one. That's a good
Do you
one.
do that often? Is it?
Lead's actually quite hard to come by.
Oh right.
There's not a huge amount of lead around here. We have to ship it over.
But that's a freebie. That's a.
Oh, exactly. I mean, honestly, I sometimes wonder why I even run a business at all.
It seems
you-
odd.
can you
when
I
can
do it
just
for the
turn
joy
things
of it.
into
I'm
gold.
old. I've got plenty of
Can you
money.
do stones to gold or
No,
sand
well,
to
it
gold?
depends. There needs to be
Silver?
elements. It's very complicated. Are you a wizard?
Do we have any lead on the ship?
No, I'm not.
Do we have any lead?
But think of a number between 1 and 10.
Thought of it.
7.
How did you do that?
Yeah, see?
Oh, he's good.
Not
like
so
that.
different, you and I.
Is he a witch?
He's not. That's the thing.
He did the thumb thing.
He did the thumb thing. Do it again.
That's 2.
That's
2
2 out of
strikes.
3, isn't it?
That's 2 strikes.
Oh.
Stop doing that. Stop it. You'll end up like a monkey.
He will.
I think that's what the mage was doing when this happened. He was
Thumbing it
doing
in.
parlor tricks.
Of course.
And real magic mixed together makes a monkey with 2 asses. All right, remember that.
Christ.
It's a good thing to remember. Okay, everyone, stand back. And
I'm
he
going
like
nowhere near this circle. I don't want to be part
I don't
manky.
want to be accidentally. Yeah.
he steps into the middle of this circle, where there's the circle itself on the floor. Each of the segments, or the circle is divided up into segments, and a manky in a chair is put into each of these segments. Right in the center, there is a smaller circle, which is sort of almost dug into the ground. It's like a bowl. Leading to that bowl are little gutters, let's say. And these gutters meet at the bottom of each of these chairs. You can see,
I see
what's
what's going on,
you
yeah.
can kind of tell what's about to happen.
I'm gonna
So
slit
he
throats in
stands
there, yeah.
in front of this bowl. He raises his hands in this really weird shape. Doesn't look really fucky with his fingers. All right. And then he puts it out behind, closes his eyes and concentrates. And then grips with his hands, and as he grips, suddenly all of the mankeys, they're unconscious because they're sedated, are like pulled towards him. But because of their manacles, they're held fast against the seats. And they pulled, and they keep pulling, and the manacles, and he pulls harder, and he tenses his hand, and he starts bringing his 2 hands back down towards his chest. And as he does that,
Go on.
the fur starts to pull from the bodies of these mankeys.
Oh, just
Tufts and bits of hair where it's
Don't
weak
breathe.
start to come first.
Don't breathe in.
Eyebrows, bits of butt hair, body hair, all begin to tear from these mankeys.
God.
Some of the mankeys start to wake up. Okay, some of the mankeys are like,
Sleep again.
and
Sleep again.
He flicks his fingers and fires out like and their mouths seal shut. Just closed completely. There's nothing there anymore. It's just a
Fucked up. I love it.
And then he goes back to
Silent
the fist
screams.
formation. And he's pulling them in tight, and he starts to levitate off of the ground now. He's about 2 feet off the ground.
They explode. They explode.
You can feel the energy in the room. The pressure in the room is changing as everything in the room seems to want to sort of start to move towards him. Bits and plates and instruments and things on the side of the wall are starting to slowly like get dragged towards him as if it's like magnetized almost. But they're okay, they're holding fast. Inside the circle, however, that force is much stronger. And as the hair leaves the last mankey, next comes the skin. The skin rips off of the mankeys.
Don't look away,
like,
Kapipi. Look.
I don't want to look.
Look at
like
it.
pulling the sheet off of a table. The skin comes off.
Oh.
Quick trip. All of this whips into the center, and above the circle,
It's a flesh ball.
above the ball, hovering a few feet above it, all of the flesh and skin and hair is now forming a perfect sphere.
So fucked up. It's a flesh ball with hair.
As the skin comes
Kapipi,
off,
look.
I can't
Keep
look.
looking, keep watching. You've got to learn.
his broken hand, his tight hands, he's pulled the circle together. Now he puts his hands back out. He points at the now
gonna do
skinless
next?
bodies, and he pushes his hands down towards the ground. As he does that, all the meat, all the blood on the skeletons of the mankeys pushes down, dripping, flowing in huge globules. It drops down beneath the seat, into the gutter beneath the seats, and then it changes again once more. It almost boils and becomes very, very liquidy and runs down in a uniform shape, each one at the same time. The liquid runs down these gutters into the center beneath the
I don't know
ball.
about you, Kapipi, but this is pretty witchy to me.
I'm facing the wrong way. I'm facing the corner. I don't want
Titus,
to
this is great, right?
Oh, I'm kind of hungry.
Yeah.
Finally,
Tell.
after he's pulled all the liquid into the bowl underneath the meat sphere, once more he points his hands outwards, and the bones of the mankeys unclip themselves. Essentially, they slide, they move, they change from whatever their mankey shape was into individual bones, and they flow and float gently into the middle. They seem to arrange themselves in something
Swords
that's
tearing up.
they arrange themselves, these bones.
majestic.
They start to move into the rough shape of a human being. The bits that were once Mankey's brows, Mankey's hips, Mankey's legs, Mankey's arms are now rebuilding individual limbs as the bones themselves gently line up. And the force is receding now as the fluid in the bowl gently settles, as the sphere hovers there quietly. The skeleton has knit itself together. The meat then flows gently, it floats towards the skeleton and starts to stitch itself onto all of the different bits of the skeleton now. Bits of meat, globules flow from the main sphere and form muscles, they form abdomen, they form all the bits you start to recognize, the glutes, the ass.
There's
the
the
two
ass
ass
coming
cheeks
in.
do a little bit look like they're just two asses from a mankey, I will say. It's not particularly perfect. The meat is coming in now. And then finally, he takes the skin and the liquid. With one hand, he gestures the liquid up out of the bowl, flings it onto and into the meat suit. And then finally, with his right hand, he gestures again. The skin flies onto the body now and wraps as if it's being vacuum sealed around this thing. Hair bursts from the top of the head, hair bursts from the armpits, hair bursts from the chest. And all of a sudden, standing in front of him is a really ugly looking dude. He opens his eyes, looks at the gnome, and as the gnome drops back down to the floor with his feet on the ground, the gnome says, "Hello, Joven." Joven looks down at him. Joven is Monkey Man now. He can't really speak. He's a... Come on then, Joven.
Fucking hell.
I've got some... And that's it. The ritual is complete. All of the meat, in the seats now, you see there's nothing left in the seats. The chairs are now once again just wooden chairs. Or every element of them, every little bit of liquid, bone, fat, skin is made up into this human being. There's nothing left. The stones are clean again, dry again. Everything is how it started. And
I
that,
instinctively just clap.
That is how you.
Bewilderment.
Is it done?
Yeah, it's done.
It's done.
Turn around.
Holy shit, that was intense.
That's how you turn a Mankey or several Mankeys into what roughly resembles a human being. But and he walks up to him and like gestures to him, and like Joven bends down and he's just like he taps him on the head and he's like, no, not much of him's in there.
Yeah.
Not much.
He's missing a couple of them.
He'll do.
There were a few Mankeys.
There were a few Mankeys
He seems a
missing.
bit dumb,
Yeah.
but I guess I can use him around the shop, carrying
yeah.
things, moving things, pushing things.
yeah.
Put some clothes on, Joven.
Honestly, that whole build-up was insane. Your presentation, flawless. The way you like built up the whole like, oh fuck, what's coming next? Oh, flesh ball. I loved that bit. That was great. But the payoff was a bit shit, I will say.
Yes, well, you
We
know.
work on that for a show, like, because obviously I'm in,
Yeah,
the
can you
show,
do that
I'm, in
again?
show, I'm in show business.
Yes.
You could go on tour with this kind of thing. You could, be the magic man.
You love doing that stuff. Why hide it in the back of a warehouse, mate? People want to see a
They
flesh
do.
ball
You could be like
form.
the great Flagon has come to town for this week only. You would sell out theatres, mate. Although again, I know money isn't an issue for you.
Exactly. All I would ask is that you tell my story far and wide. You're a bard, right?
Yeah.
Tell those
I'll
that-
do it in song.
Absolutely.
God, I've got a lot
Tell
of
them of
songs
my
to write.
potions, tell them of my
Dude.
abilities, tell them
Yeah.
if they need a problem solving, that Master Flagon can often be the solution.
Okay.
Much like the liquid in my vials.
You got a brain?
Have I got a brain?
Could you build a brain?
I could build a brain.
Could you build him a brain? Poor guy's just making monkey noises over there.
He is pretty dumb.
Arguably,
The brain is an incredibly complex thing.
And it wouldn't be him, would it? If he
wouldn't be.
give him
yeah, it'd be
another
a new brain, I
Can
guess.
you take a brain from another creature and then place
Transmute
it into
it,
his
yeah.
brain?
Oh, yes.
Something I've never done before.
like a monkey brain.
I can show you how to do that.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I mean, we
So
could.
how much time do we have?
We
I
may as
want
well
to
just
see
kept
this.
the monkeys in that case.
Well, you look around and there are like some strange creatures around. There's normal monkeys.
How'd you make
there's
this one
birds.
then? And I pointed at Terence.
Terence.
Yeah, what happened here?
That was Periwinkle's creation, not mine.
really.
Ah.
It was a lovely
Didn't say
creation
that.
by her. She was.
Similar sort of spell with the whole like tearing apart creatures and making one big one.
No, it wasn't quite so visceral as this, but combination, of course, yes. She favours breeding over raw reconstruction. If you get my
Does
drift.
she take part in it? There's no bit of periwinkle in this Terence, is
There's
there?
no part
So
of
what is this?
Periwinkle and Terence.
So is
I don't
Terence-
know what she does in her private time, but Terence, no. He is a rare species of horned rabbit that she enhanced elementally through various means.
Right.
But no, Terence
Phenomenal.
is one of a kind with his particular unique microbial cultures.
Now, say for example, there's an individual or maybe a trio of kind that own a hat. And in that hat, when we put that hat on, specifically when we're on a boat, I mean, these other guys, trio are on a boat, and they put the hat on, suddenly a whole ghost crew appears.
Yes.
Is there a way to take them and transmute them into people? The
I
spirits
would
that are
have to see
bound
the
to-
magic in person to be able to tell you. I'm
Well,
not
here,
sure.
we got a hole.
I'll slap the hole in the
We're
floor.
talking about us.
They're in there.
Hey,
a few of
guys.
them.
Oh, wow, a portable hole. Wow, I haven't seen one of these in some time.
Yeah,
Hel-
careful,
hello?
It's steep.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I see those are my barrels.
Oh, yeah, that's the rest
a
of
good
your
point.
stuff, yeah.
Let's lift those up. Can you start pass those up? Thank you.
Cheers,
See,
Barry.
there's one. That's Barry.
Oh, hello, Barry. You're right, man. Wait.
They got to wear those gloves, you
Excuse
see,
his
to
accent.
interact.
I can't place the accent. No, nobody can.
No one can. It's a struggle.
And that's his lover, Dinky, first mate,
Hello there.
and the other
Hello
fucking kid.
Oh, yeah.
Stay down
I'm
there.
Kevin.
Fuck off.
No,
one
wait, no, I'm
asked.
Steve. Oh, hello, Kevin. Steve.
See, they're a horrible, crash and they died and stuff, but Mikkel Salgo gave them a new lease of life in the form of unending death, I guess, in a way. And they're just spirits bound to a hat.
Oh, this is Mikkel's doing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to step on his feet.
Oh, really?
Well,
What can you tell us about Mikkel?
he is a influential man. A good man still. He is, like many here, made his fortune through adventuring through the Thousand Teeth. They are not all good and bad, and the line is somewhat blurred here in the Thousand Teeth, but he has helped me in the past. He helped me set up my shop. He is well liked by many. I I know he has a great ship, a great adventuring ship with many magical elements to it. I presume this is one of them. I couldn't tell you specifically what this is, but appears to be some form of shade or ethereal.
What if we told you we sailed that very ship to bring you your goods back?
Well, I feel honoured that they'd be transported in such a way.
Does that sound like a VIP courier experience that would maybe have a premium charge associated with
maybe.
such?
Oh no, absolutely not. Doesn't sound VIP at all. No, I can't imagine a premium charge would actually
You
happen.
sounded like your eyes lit up a little bit though.
You can persuade me.
Sure. Look how persuasive a 17 is,
Plus.
plus my persuasion of -1. 16.
It's gone down.
Well, yes, true. I hope that would go to Mikkel Salgo, of course, as a token, perhaps from me, so he knows. Will he know that I tipped his carry as
The
well?
very notion of pocketing that money ourselves made me vom a little in my little hobgoblin esophagus.
Oh,
Bit of acid
We are nothing but honourable here, this trio.
There's a lot of honour.
yes.
Yeah.
Apart from the one that breaks my seats and breaks my potions.
No, I thought you were giving me a seat.
He's a little
Sit
clumsy,
down.
but he's got a good art.
Yeah.
I got a good art.
And a thick shell.
And a nice heart as well.
A thick shell.
Yeah.
Quite thick. We've not drilled through it yet. We should try.
I got a thick shell. You won't offend me easily.
Right. That's.
He seems quick to anger for
He
those
is.
that with a thick shell.
Yeah.
What are
He
you, what are you
is,
saying?
Indeed, he is.
Yeah. Well, what were you thinking? How much were you? What do I still owe you? Was it 1750 over two? Half now, half later.
I reckon
wasn't
like
it?
half again would be lovely.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Look, I can give you perhaps. How about a couple of potions?
Interesting.
What kind of potions?
Well, we could brew one together if you like.
Can I get a potion that makes me float above the stage in my next act? So that I can do the end of my gig up in the air.
Yes.
It'll look majestic. I like,
Titus can just do levitate when you mate.
That's true, but what are the limitations of
But
this
then again, you'd
potion?
have to have
Because
Titus
I'll have to
around.
have Titus around. I'd
You've got to be
prefer
careful what you wish
losing.
for from a guy like this.
Sorry?
You've got to be careful what you wish from,
You
a,
literally
from a
just
guy like
saw
this.
the flesh
You've asked to
from
levitate, but for how
10
long?
monkeys.
Where's it going
Alright.
to take you to? Are you going to end up in the
So I'll be
bloody
more
atmosphere?
specific. I would like to levitate
Yeah.
10 feet above the ground for 30 seconds with this potion.
That sounds very specific.
And I'd like the potion to be usable 5 times. And I'd
Wow.
like it to not affect my body in any other way. And I'd like it to gently float me back down to the stage again when it's done and not drop me and break my leg.
This
I'd
sounds
like
like
to
a truly bespoke potion. I'm not
is
sure I
that-
have the
Is
time.
that specific
Yeah,
enough,
very
Titus?
bespoke. It's very specific, almost too
Yes,
specific.
right.
Why don't you just wish for more wishes? won't
I'd
you?
like a potion for more wishes.
Oh God.
Wish. Well, that is a spell, but not one that should be used lightly.
I'd like a potion
Nor
that
can I
can-
create a potion so easily of something so powerful.
Could I have a potion that makes more potions?
A potion maker.
I do have a special jug you may be interested in.
Oh.
Why
no
don't you
potions,
come round to
please.
the shop now that Joven, just tidy up in here or something. So
him.
he takes you back to the main door that actually connects the warehouse up into the back of his shop. Come up.
Yeah, I did mean to have a look around.
You there? Right. Okay. What was your name?
Kapipi, but you probably already know me as Sticky Mickey.
I don't.
Alright, keep
What I
peeking
will. So he reaches behind his desk, pulls out this interesting looking jug. It's a large clay jug with a capacity of about 3 to 4 liters.
Whoa.
And it's got a bunch of different corks with tips sticking out of it. So imagine you have a regular jug with a sort of a wine type cork top in the top. Around it, around its waist, are other corks. This is known as an alchemist's jug, he says. This ceramic jug appears to hold roughly a gallon of liquid and weighs 12 pounds, whether full or empty. Yeah, and it holds it up and you can hear like a sloshing sound. It sounds like it's got liquid in it. You may use your action or your choice, at your choice, name one liquid from this list I will give you in a moment. It will cause the jug to produce the chosen liquid. Afterwards, you can uncork the jug as an action and pour the liquid out, up to 2 gallons per minute. The maximum amount of liquid the jug can produce depends on the liquid you named. Once the jug starts producing a different liquid, It can once the jug starts producing a liquid, it can't produce a different one or more of one that has reached its maximum until the next dawn. So essentially, you specify each day what this jug will do, and it will pour out a certain amount. The things that this jug can produce are the following: acid,
Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
8 ounces of it, or
Nice.
rather, let's call it a litre. Basic poison, half a
Oh,
litre.
they seem pretty angry sort of stuff.
Why do you
Beer.
have to start with
Beer.
16 litres.
16 litres of beer.
Honey, 4 litres. Mayonnaise,
Oh,
2 litres.
2 litres of mayonnaise every
Oil.
day.
Very specific things.
Vinegar, fresh or salt water, and finally, wine.
Can we
Oh.
have a list of that?
I'd like one of
list
these.
Is there any, like, say for example, we did an acid day. You had a classic acid day.
We just
and
having an
then
acid day.
day after, I was like, oh, I wouldn't mind some honey in my tea. Is there any residual acid in that honey?
You can have an acid day immediately followed by a honey day without any real worry.
It just cleans itself.
Yes, it's self.
Amazing.
And can I do the
test it on the
same
old one.
liquid each
Yeah.
day?
Yeah.
Could I do beer and then beer? And
Absolutely.
then Wednesday
You simply
beer,
specify at the
then
beginning of the day what
Thursday
you'd like the
beer,
jug to produce.
And then Friday wine. 'Cause it's the end of the week.
Friday's
Friday
a wine
wine.
day.
Wine on Fridays. Wine
day.
Fridays.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wine Fridays.
Same in my place. Yeah.
All right.
Always wine Fridays.
We'd like to,
This is what I'm willing to provide to you as a tip for your excellent care and the premium courier upon the fat duck.
what do you reckon?
That's
lads?
nice.
Phenomenal.
It
Do
looks
you
great.
reckon we'll see?
Mikkel will love that, of course,
Yeah.
because that's where it's going.
Very good.
Yeah,
Thank you.
he'll love it, yeah.
Give him my regards. Is there anything else I can do for you today? I am a shop if you wish to spend any gold.
No, you're not. You're a little gnome. God, you can keep that one. God, you own a shop,
He owns
but you're not a shop.
You're not a shop, are you?
idiot.
But you thought you
What
were.
do you have
God.
for sale?
I have many, many potions.
Oh, God.
I have.
Is it like an Argos catalogue? Can we just have a catalogue?
I can.
Give us your greatest hits. Come on, just the
My
top,
greatest
top line.
Top three.
What's your
top
best
three.
sellers?
Come on.
I hate coming to
I have a
shops and
potion
jump
here of
on
animal
you. Leave you
friendship.
alone.
When you drink this potion, you cast the animal friendship spell. It allows you to charm an animal to do your bidding for 1 hour. I have a potion of clairvoyance, one that allows you to remote view. I have a potion of climbing, a potion of flying, a potion of gaseous form, which will turn you into gas to allow you to slip beneath doors, between cracks, in windows, you name it.
Wow.
The potion of flying really got my attention there. That sounds very similar to what I was asking for the end of my shows. What's the specifics of this?
So this is a
Am I
very
in
rare
full-
potion.
Am I in full control?
You gain a flying speed equal to your walking speed for 1 hour, and you
Whoa.
can hover.
I could
If
do
you're in
whole
the air when the
show.
potion wears off, you fall unless you have some other means of staying aloft.
You should probably have a little rope then.
He holds it up, and the potion is a clear liquid, and it floats on top of its container and has a cloudy white impurities drifting in it. So the bottle itself, the liquid is actually floating in the top of the bottle, and there's a gap underneath.
Oh. And that's one use, is it?
That is 1 use, and it will last for 1 hour.
What if I just take like a sip of half the bottle? Is that like half an hour?
Sure.
So I can do like 5 minutes. Quick.
You can. No, you can't. You have to drink the whole thing.
Okay.
I'm not keeping track of that.
Okay. How much?
For you, 50 gold.
Forget it.
How does it last? How long
I
does
ain't
this
got
last?
50
1 hour.
gold.
It allows you to fly, goddammit.
That's a pretty good one, isn't it?
Flying's up there.
Did you say 50 or 15?
50.
Forget it.
Wow. What does
I ain't got-
gaseous form allow you to do?
Gaseous form.
I mean, I should know. I can do it.
You
Oh,
turn
really?
it
I'm
into a
just, I'm just
gas.
curious.
You transform a willing creature you touch, along with everything it's wearing and carrying, into a misty cloud for the duration. While in this form, the target's only method of movement is a flying speed of 10 feet. The target can enter and occupy the space of another creature. The target has a resistance to non-magical damage and has advantage on strength, dexterity, and constitution saving throws. The target can pass through small holes, narrow openings, and even mere cracks, though it treats liquids as though they were solid surfaces. The target can't fall and remains hovering in the air even when stunned or otherwise incapacitated. While in the form of a misty cloud, the target can't talk or manipulate objects, and any object it was carrying or holding can't be dropped, used, or otherwise interacted with until they regain their full form.
If I was to enter someone's lungs, what can I do from there?
You won't be able to do anything until you reform into your solid
So I have
form
to stay in there for like an hour.
for an hour.
God. lasts a long
What
time.
would you want to stay in someone's lung?
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of
What happens when it
creative ways
wears
to-
off
He regains his physical form.
while he's inside their lungs?
We'd have to find out. I've never seen it happen.
It's curious.
It's
I'm
not
curious.
a kink, is it? Where you
It's
just
not
want
a
to be breathed
kink.
in.
I just want to be sucked in
Oh, god damn
through
it.
the most extreme way possible,
Sounds a bit dangerous.
busting
but
up someone's
fun.
lungs. I can do that at some point, so we don't need that as a spell.
Alright.
So that
Sword,
one we can
you've
rule
been-
that one out.
You have been keeping all our money, haven't you? Because
Oh, yeah,
I've
we
got
got-
nothing on.
Oh,
How much have we got?
Well, Unseen Servant, is that correct amount?
I think so.
875
yes,
on the dot?
875, Yeah,
In which case we have a total of 7,775 big ones.
that's.
But we do want to buy a ship.
We do want to buy a ship, so let's not get
How
too
much are
crazy.
ships? Apothecary man?
You a shipman?
I would not know. I'm a potion master and a wizard. Do I look like a man that works with his hands
Well, can you
beyond
point us to
bottles?
the best shipwright?
Yes, yes. If you,
Have you got any-
head out the front door, turn left, and head along the waterfront, after 20 minutes or so of walking, you should get to the shipwright region, where many of our best shipwrights will be there to help you choose a ship.
If we get a ship,
Yes.
have you got anything that can make the ship magical in any way? Like give us an advantage? Like have you got anything that
A
can
coating.
speed it up, make it invisible, make it go underwater for a bit? Have you got any of that?
Give it a ghost
Basically, I want to
crew,
know
enchanted ghost
what you've
crew.
got, what your price is, so we
Lots of
know
little
what our budget is for a ship, so we can still get this
amenable
magic
boys.
stuff. Basically, we're coming back to you. Don't you worry.
I very much encourage that, and I thank you for your consideration. I could perhaps develop some form of paint or oil that could be applied to the ship's hull, perhaps. I would need to see the ship. I mean, it would take a huge quantity of paint or oil, but perhaps I could do something that was perhaps imbued with greater strength. Perhaps
And how much would it cost?
I mean, my boy, you're talking about what size ship here exactly?
Point, how
Just
big
your
is
Caravel?
Caravel.
A caravel.
Yeah,
So
caravel.
perhaps 40, 50 meters long, at least.
Who knows?
Yeah.
My friend, you're talking thousands of gold
How
to
many
develop.
thousands of gold?
Probably. I mean, I might be able to do it for hundreds. It really depends on.
Can you quote us so we can come
What
back
if
and
we
say
just
you
got you
quote?
Well, isn't that an idea?
It's an extra step, sure.
That's an interesting idea. Perhaps see what you can see if you can find me some lead. We can turn some of it into gold. We'd have to procure the paint and oil still. We'd have to tanners perhaps or some form of industrial complex that produces these things. Perhaps whale oil might work. I don't know. We could perhaps use that as a solution. I need a vast amount of liquid that will hold an enchantment.
Okay. Well, it's good to know that
I've
it's
got-
possible.
Could you do anything that this jug can make? Like I can make liquid from this. We could save it up over like a month. Can you use that?
You're probably going to need longer than a month, but yes, it produces. Let me see,
2
oil, 1 quart. Let me find out what it is in real money. 1 second.
this could do oil,
Bear
couldn't
with me. That isn't very much at all. It is 1 quart is 1 liter. So you can produce 1 liter of oil a day. You're
how
trying to
much-
cover a ship that is at least 50 meters long.
Uh huh.
And that's only its length. So you need to think about
So
its
like-
cubic
so we're talking
size.
about- a week.
3 days.
3, 4 months, maybe.
We could save it up on our voyage to come back.
Yes,
Seems like
do tell me where you decide to store thousands of tons of.
On the
Oil.
ship.
Obviously.
Well,
obviously.
tell you what. You come back to me when you've got the appropriate liquid, but
Yeah.
oil would work. Yes, the oil that this can produce would have the appropriate properties. Very quickly, I do have one of my most popular potions here, and this one I can do for steel, 10 gold. I've got a few of these made. They're very popular, and he pops out like a little tiny little blue like vial. This is a potion of growth. You drink this potion to gain the enlarge effect. It's very popular with the older men. The effect of this is for 1d4 hours, so up to 4 hours, you can enlarge or reduce something's size.
I'll take it.
Okay, 10 gold, please.
I haven't got it. Have you got any?
Sword?
So, yeah,
That is your
pass.
name, right?
Actually,
Sword?
I have got 15 gold.
How many of those can we have?
Yeah, how many you got?
Yeah,
Three?
have you got 3?
One
He
each?
looks into his tray. I've got 5.
Oh,
Three's fine.
One each.
30 gold.
Are you handling the money on this one, or you
If we're all getting one, yeah,
you
sure.
got the company card, haven't you?
I got the company gold. 30, 25 bundle discount.
Bundle discount? Sure.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, we know how to
Nice.
haggle.
Yeah, lovely.
We did him in.
We did it, in. Thank you,
Right
sir.
there.
on.
He's right there.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sorry.
I'm sending you via magical means links to some of these things. If you
I've
can
got
get
the jug already. thanks.
Discord, I believe, the ancient arcane act of Discord. If you check that, I can paste you some things in that you've asked for. So, for
I've
example,
got the jug.
Not as
you've got the
easy.
jug, and I will post in the quantities at which the jug can produce
It's
for
all
you
right,
as
I've got
well.
it in my inventory.
That's good. Actually, yes, that's another great way of doing it. Very good, very good, very good, very good, very good. It depends on how the other
good.
people are doing it, but by all means do that. Oh, there we go. Thank you, gentlemen. Do come by if you need any more specific requests, and try
We'll be
not
back
to...
with 40 meters squared of oil.
That seems like such a challenge.
You know what? I look forward to the day, frankly. It's been wonderful meeting you. The gallons of the barrels of Wonder Grow, the stones you've given me, the Miracle Grow liquids are stored in the back,
And your new little lackey.
and the apprentice who's even dumber than when he started,
And the autograph. You know.
and the autograph.
You will know who I am.
That's just a receipt. Most people call that a receipt.
No.
Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Nope.
No.
I think I've seen my fair share of mankeys having their flesh and bodies and skeletons
Yeah,
torn apart
We've
and put together.
We've got a meeting with Mikkel soon, actually.
Yeah,
Don't know why I'm looking at my wrist.
you're right. Yeah, the sun's going
It's
down.
getting
Isn't it?
dark a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'd like to quickly see. Actually, no. Yeah, let's get our money from Mikkel first, and then we'll see how much money we've got for a ship,
I think
Yeah.
so.
and then we'll go see a ship. Right, they'll probably be closed by the time we come out of there. Actually, we'll have to see them tomorrow.
See him tomorrow, but hopefully not while Mikkel's around and sees his ship in
You're very
daylight.
worried about that. We'll
I'm
see
very
what
well.
happens. I know. Yeah, we'll see what happens when we meet.
All right.
I don't know how much time. That much time hasn't passed yet. 7 o'clock was your meeting with Mikkel. It's only about midday now.
Or maybe we can go have a look at the ships first, then.
All right.
Maybe we can get some lunch.
Oh,
we
get
can.
some
Turtles.
turtle bay.
Oh, seals on the Turtle Bay.
I'll wait outside.
We'll get one to go. We'll get a sandwich to
So
go.
you step out left, out of the front of the shop. In front of you, there is a waterside walkway. Essentially, it's paved with the beach in front of beyond that, and like piers and pontoons and things coming off of that beach. To your left, you have the street, and all along that are vendors and sellers selling things on blankets, selling things from lean-tos, selling things from proper shops. There are occasionally inns and bars and things like that. What would you like to do? You're turning left, I imagine.
I think we should.
We're looking for a big turtle sign.
Okay.
Where's that turtle?
So not too long. You're walking along,
I can
5
only
minutes or
have turtle
so,
right now,
moving
it's
through the
just on my
bustling
mind.
streets. Okay. Sword, you feel a tugging at your waist. You
There
look
we go
down and a
again.
street urchin is trying to take one of your purses.
Fuck off! I drop kick him.
You drop kick the street urchin.
Yeah.
Okay. You kick him. God! Oh, sorry,
Get out of here,
mister!
scamp!
Oh! And then he
I'm
runs
gonna
off.
hit him as well. Scoundrel!
Who the hell steals from someone else?
And behind you, a couple of big, like half shark salakai. They see this is going on, and they like step out and they're like, "Ooh, what's going on here then?"
That little shit was trying to steal my stuff.
Oh yeah, we've had some problems with them, and you realise that these guys are like the militia basically. They've got like big clubs and stuff. Here. You want to watch yourself, you little scamp. Otherwise, you might end up getting eaten. And like you think he thinks that that's like a clever pun, but you just look at him, you're like, this guy genuinely
probably
might
gonna eat him,
this
yeah.
kid. Yeah. And he goes, "Oh, sorry," and runs off. Sorry about that. Can I help you, gentlemen?
Oh, we're just looking for some turtle.
Oh,
I'm hungry for
Hungry
turtle.
for turtle.
yeah. If you just go down the road here, down on the left,
Maybe some greens.
You got any lettuce?
they might have some. I'm more of a meat eater myself.
You can tell.
Weird.
And this is just, it's basically a great white on a human body, right?
Yeah.
He's got a big old head. When he speaks, it's sort of weird. He doesn't really have lips. He's like, hello, how are you doing? You know, he's big like.
Is he wearing a coat on his shark part?
No,
anything
he's
like
like just
Or
like.
just trousers?
He's topless. Yeah. He's topless. He's got a club on his waist. He's got this big ripped body. You know, he's got massive
street
like,
shark.
He's a street
Full
shark.
street
He's
shark.
just,
He's just a
in
street
every conceivable way a street shark.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
Apart from the fact he's wearing fantasy clothing.
Yeah.
He's a street
Yeah,
shark.
yeah, yeah.
Right. Oh yeah. May I suggest the
Turtle Bay, you look for the sign of the hungry-looking turtle, which, when you think about it, makes very little sense because the turtles aren't the ones eating. But yeah, you'll see it just down there, and he points, and just in the distance, you can sort of see this like sign hanging from quite a high post, and it's like in the shape of a normal turtle, not a turtle. So it's like the body of a turtle with his little hands, and then his hands sticking out. I've got like a knife and fork, and then his little face is like.
Nice. That's the place.
That's Turtle Bay, yeah, lovely.
Excellent. Thank
Get
you.
get the turtle combo. I
The
recommend it.
combo.
Yeah.
God, I'm salivating right now. I'm so hungry.
Well, yeah, off you go then. Oi, oi! He says he like sees somebody else getting robbed. Wanders over.
Good luck with that.
Crime's a nightmare here because there isn't really any real
Yeah.
law.
You think street sharks will have a bit more of an imposing effect?
They
on-
do, but they can only be in so many places
They're
at
quite
once.
slow, I
and they're
guess.
quite slow and quite rare. So like they're the ultimate guard in a lot of ways, but there's
Easy
not
to
enough
run
of
away from.
them. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you get one in your clutches though, oh,
You're fucked. Eaten.
it's like quickly eating a cheese string.
Yeah.
You know,
No court case.
no court case, no
prison
judge,
time.
just
eaten.
I've seen you do something here. He bashes them with the mace, which like usually just really cripples the person anyway, and then he picks them up and just. It's usually street urchins as well, which is like they love a street
It's
urchin.
their bread and butter.
Yeah, and they actually it's literally their bread and butter. And
They don't plant on the street urchins just so they can have a snack, do they?
maybe. I mean,
Fuck.
it's quite well known amongst the locals that the Salakai Shark Militia actually donate to local soup kitchens in order to keep the urchins nice and fat. So like
Keep them well fed.
keep them well
Don't
fed.
like
They
a
don't like a
scrawny
stringy.
street urchin.
Yeah, they don't. Nobody likes a scrawny street urchin. So really, it's like this self-sustaining economy that's essentially allowing
Makes
these
sense.
Salakai.
Can't eat too many.
I'm just leading them into the
Yeah.
soup kitchens.
In
Come on,
you
then,
go.
fatten up.
Go on, they're doing something nice. It's turtle tonight.
Oh, lovely.
Anyway, right, you proceed down. Not long before you come up to in front of this Turtle Bay, and out the front there's a stand, and there's a half elf there waiting to sort of see you in to seat you. Like, should I do an accent for this guy?
Which one would you go for?
Which of the many I can choose? I've got Australian, bad Scottish,
Back to South African?
French.
French. Oh, welcome to the Turtle Bay. May I seat you three gentlemen?
Oh, yes.
Table for 3.
Table for three. We may have to sit you at for four because of the size of his shell.
Yeah, probably,
Yeah, yeah.
Come,
I don't
come.
know how big your tables are.
You come in and they're all like big. They're all big like bay.
Breathe it in.
No, I
They're all booth
don't,
seats.
I don't want to look.
As you come in, it's bustling. The place is bustling. The smells are delicious.
Oh,
Everything smells
yeah.
great.
Is everyone
The
eating turtle
steam
in
coming from the kitchen.
They
and
are
then
grilling it right now.
either sides of the walls.
Oh,
The walls of this restaurant,
Turtle.
which has about 20 tables in it, which is all quite busy. The walls of the restaurant are these giant tanks, these really, really tall tanks, where these turtles are all swimming around. And these look fairly like regular turtles, but they've all got like quite happy-looking faces.
Look how
okay,
happy they are.
they're
Look.
like
they're free range. They are thrilled. They
they're
are
flying
loving
through these
life.
big tanks. They're bumping into each other, and every so often a gnome climbs up a little ladder, gets in with a little diving outfit, goes in, and he's got one of those like things that you catch stray dogs with. Like it's like a long like pole with a loop on the end.
Yeah.
And he's in there with this like snorkel like, made of wood. And then the people, you can see people stood by the side of the tank, and they're like, that one. And he's like,
Goodness. It's so visceral.
and he swings up and then gets it around the neck, and the turtle's like, and he gets towed around a bit because the turtle's actually bigger than this gnome diver. Don't know why they use a gnome diver, but like he's like,
That's going to be a tasty one, that one.
and then he finally gets to the top, hauls it up over the top of these like 10-foot high tanks, and then dangles it down, sends it to the chef, who's just got a massive knife, and just straight off, head off,
Bloody hell.
right?
What do you think of that, Capeeps?
And then a team of other gnomes get up onto the work surface, and they're using crowbars to just pry the shell open.
Oh, the
right?
shell's coming
so
off.
like peels
Oh, that's
open.
his home.
Right. Okay.
Oh, wow.
And inside they pull out like this
God,
little
that's
like this
tender.
bladder, which is like filled with liquid, and they have these what looks like sort of a pina colada cup. So it's a hollowed out pineapple with an umbrella in it and a cherry and a straw, and
Lovely.
they squeeze this bag into that, and then they get the meat. They sort of scoop it out with a specially designed knife, slop it into a stew pot, and then spice it up and all that sort of stuff. And it comes out, and it's basically like a rich porky kind of curry that you get from
wow.
this. It's like a sweet coconuts. There's coconuts. There's a bit of like yellow curry paste in there, bamboo shoots, peas, things like that. And then this delicious, tender meat, which tastes quite close to pork ultimately.
Lovely.
serves in a big stew bowl, and it comes out with this sort of flatbread that they make, and on the side you have your thing, and so this is our special. This is the combo. You get a whole turtle to yourself, and the delicious bladder drink with it, and
Wonderful.
Our signature bread. Can I seat you for 3?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
3 turtles.
No, have you
Yeah?
got anything that's turtle free?
Come on, this is
He's
Turtle
a
Bay.
joke, that one.
It's not no Turtle Bay.
Go on,
It is
which one do you
Turtle
want?
Bay.
Point one
No,
out.
but
Should
do
be
you
tables
know-
that are giant turtle shells.
Oh, that is a VIP room.
Oh, should we go
You want to
there?
rent a VIP room?
How much is a VIP
How
room?
much is that?
It's £5.
We can do that. Go, let's do it for it's a treat.
Yeah.
Where's someone new?
Treat.
We've
And
just done
ourselves.
an epic journey.
Yeah.
I think we
They're definitely
this is
all
gonna be
turtles, right?
Yes.
You can tell the
turtles.
difference.
Between what?
Turtles, terrapins, turtles, for example.
Turtles. You are a turtle. You are a person.
Yeah,
And these are turtles.
yeah.
What are you, racist?
Nah,
Just
I
don't
was
get
checking.
in the tank. Just don't get in the tank.
I would take you into the back, and you go into the back,
Yeah.
and this is their VIP room. It's lovely. It's all done out. The central table is made out of a huge turtle shell. The shell itself, massive turtle shell.
really on the nose, but
Yeah,
I do
it's
kind of
so
like.
on the nose.
I
And
like
then
it.
around it are stools, and each of these stools are made from a large turtle's head.
Oh
so they
my
basically
God.
they cut a turtle's head off, gutted the inside, and then pushed the turtle's like skin and head over like a seat.
You can see the head's all stretched out.
Yeah, yes, it's all stretched like, and then you sit on like the
That is
nose of the
novel,
turtle.
That is
Very
super normal.
visceral, isn't it? This is all-
We hope you enjoy your stay, gentlemen.
Thank you.
I will get to the turtle combo coming right up. Chef, we have VIPs, he says as he leaves the
Here's your
room.
5. I'll leave it on the table.
Yeah.
I put 5
Make sure you
coins.
save some money for the ships. We don't need to
Oh
keep
my
spending on turtle
I was going to go for the
base.
buffet, but one turtle each is probably
I
enough.
can't. Yeah, I'm hungry for turtle, but one.
You must be hungry as hell.
I'm very hungry.
You've
but
just had
not
2
for-
sugar sweets, haven't you?
Yeah, that was
I
one.
had one. I had one that's wearing off, I think.
You'll love turtle, trust me.
It's
don't-
Give it a go.
so tasty.
I,
Oh, you'll want to eat turtle all day long.
Yeah.
There's definitely
Once you
nothing
have
that
it.
comes with it that I could just have.
I don't think so. It seems
Well,
like
it's
a
all the
very
innards of a
obvious-
turtle. It's all inside it.
And also, they don't waste a thing.
No.
I'll see when it's in front of me. I'll see what I think when it's in front of me.
Doris, please. Ding-ding-ding. The double door comes open again into the back of the VIP room. You're sectioned off from the main restaurant. You momentarily hear the noise of the restaurant as the door opens, and comes through is the half elf again with 3 big platters stacked up on him.
You get to pick.
They are turtles. You've seen the turtle stew. Basically, it's a turtle curry. He puts them down in front of you. Okay, here we have, gentlemen, our signature turtle curry.
yes.
It's delicious and fragrant. We have the signature roti bread here on the side, and here are your juices. And then somebody else brings in, like a gnome, brings in like a tray that they're literally like bouncing on their head. And here we go, your bladder drink. And put it. This is taken from the bladder of the turtle, freshly killed, and it is purified by the turtle as it drinks from the tank. And it goes through the gallbladder and adds a delicious aroma that is not unsimilar to piss, but in a good way.
Oh, nice.
Wow, you're really selling it. I'm so hungry and thirsty. Thank you so much.
He sits down, he's got these big old, like, hollowed out pineapples, big old straw and an umbrella in it. And then, the
Lovely.
stews are put down in front of you. Bon appetit.
Thank you very much.
Just quick
so
before you leave, how old was the turtle?
Oh, these are all quite old. It takes a long time to get a Galapagos turtle eye to the appropriate weight. Perhaps 40 or 50 years.
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
they've been aged well. That
The,
seems like
the older they are, the more tender
had
and
a
it just
good-
yeah.
falls off.
I like
good
my
innings.
meal to have experience.
Here we go, here comes the little chip. And I put a fork of stew, a little piece of meat on the end, turtle meat, and I start guiding it towards Kapipi's little beak mouth.
Oh, down
Here
the
it
head.
comes,
You're right.
here
Down
comes
the
the
head.
ship,
okay.
here comes the
Oh.
clumsy goose.
You're gonna love it, mate.
All set sail
Take
for
it down.
Tastopia. Chew it down, quick, quick, quick.
Come on.
Tasty, right?
Don't think about where it came from. Think about what it tastes like.
You're lucky you got some of mine.
Hang on.
See?
He's about to go to tasty heaven.
Not bad, eh?
Uh-huh.
Not bad.
I think we got a
My
convert.
God.
He likes it.
It's a lovely, delicate, meaty flavour. The curry itself is a rich broth with little bits of bamboo shoot in it.
Are you gonna eat that?
Yeah, don't you get
Oh,
off.
you've got your own?
You got your own
I've got
turtle.
some. This is beautiful.
It's tasty and
Don't forget your bladder.
satisfying and both times refreshing and warming.
This is great.
Yeah, you
I've
tuck
never
it
had
in,
anything
sir.
like this.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
That's okay.
It's a delicacy
I'm nearly
still.
done already. Where's that waiter? Waiter?
Ding
He
ding.
wants another.
Oh, hello, yes.
I'll have another one.
Goodness me, another bowl already.
He's a double snack.
Aren't you an
I'll tell you what,
unlimited turtle?
I'll have a young one this time. How about that?
A young one.
Just do it. I don't care.
I'll
Just
see what I can find.
love
Okay,
it.
okay, coming right up.
This is
Just
great.
peers back in.
What did that Salakai recommend? It was like one of the.
Oh,
But you got a special.
gosh, I can't remember.
He's
what
left
was
the room.
special? Oh, he's gone.
Shit, you had a
We'll get a
special.
special bag.
I
It's
forgot.
just a turtle combo. Is what you're having.
Turtle
It's basically
combo.
just the stew
And the bladder.
with the drink. Yeah, yeah.
I
It comes
told
back
you
in.
like it.
Here we go, my friend. A fresh new little baby turtle served in the shell, and it's literally like in the shell. They've just pulled the bottom off.
That is a delicacy.
That is-
And so the legs,
You are lucky.
the legs of the turtle have been like fried like chicken wings this time. And so that you can imagine like flip a normal tortoise on its back, pull the bottom off, and then the head and the legs have all been deep fried. And then in the middle, they've scooped it out, mixed it with like pineapple and a few other sort of sweet and spices and garlic and spring
exotic.
onions, and then put it back in with a mixture of sort of rice as well. They've all fried it in a pan, put it back in. You got another special of ours, served in the shell, turtle stir fry or turtle fry.
Turtle fry. Have you guys ever had a young
Oh, I've
one?
never had
I've
a
had
deep
that
fry.
young.
Can I break off a?
Yeah. Oh, that is
Take a leg.
so tender.
I break off.
That is.
Oh,
Oh.
the deep fry and the
Very good.
crispiness.
They put a sticky sweet glaze on each of the legs as well, so it's like a
Oh,
mixture of like a
that is
honey
lovely.
barbecue with a
I've got-
slightly lemony, pineapple-y
I got a
flavour.
taste for baby turtles.
Oh, that's
Well, we're gonna have to take some on board with us, aren't we?
we'll see what we can take.
We'll have to ration up.
Last
What's this
time I-
called? The baby.
Oh yeah, what is this
like-
one?
This one,
It's like the
the baby bowl.
Oh,
Ah, baby bowl.
Baby bowl.
Oh, I didn't realise that was even on the menu.
We'll come back here before we leave again. All right?
yeah.
Is it like
I'm
a
coming
leaving
back.
treat?
Would you take away, if you do want some turtles for the road, we've got a few we can do for
Can you
you.
box them
Oh,
up?
you can box them up.
We can box them up, we can stack them, we can make them walk there of their own volition.
Oh, wow.
It's hilarious. We use magic and they just do things for us.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's really quite scary when you realize what you can do with magic after a while and simple creatures.
And
Yeah,
you do
well-
turtle merch here? Well,
Uh,
last time I went to a place like this, they had a merch store where they
said
you
merch.
can like get helmets.
oh,
made out
yes, yes,
there.
ear warmers and,
Yeah,
and things
yeah.
like that. Yes,
Basically, anything that was made out of turtles. It was
Yes.
amazing. So you
Yeah,
can get a
yeah.
little hat, which
Get
is
the,
nice.
You get the shell.
You can get the shell for your back. You can get a funny little shield thing.
a
Doesn't really do
bikini.
yes, the bikini.
Yeah, the
ones.
shell
Yeah.
bikinis.
Yes,
For
yes.
the young
those?
ones,
It's
yeah.
very popular.
Yeah.
No, unfortunately, it's also that our merch store has been closed for the last couple of days because we are building new stock.
Shame.
It's
Shame.
okay. Would you like the bill for all this?
Not really, but yeah.
No,
may as
we
well.
can leave without it if
Yeah,
you want.
yeah.
Well, we'll take
Are
it.
you
Fine,
done?
until
Are you
we're
done
done.
eating?
I think we're done. Yeah, well, that's a great, beautiful meal.
Yeah, we'll take like 6 to go.
Oh, 6.
6 young ones to
Okay.
go.
6 how many?
6 young ones to go.
6 young, fresh. You want them served up?
Baby
Chief?
bowls.
Wait, do we want them?
You want baby bowls to go?
Yeah.
Or do you want them living so they last longer?
Then we've got to cook them
Oh,
ourselves. I
then
don't
we'll
know
have to
about cooking them
prepare it ourselves.
We do a little card that tells you how to do the recipe at home.
All right,
Okay,
let's
nice.
do that. Does it work on a ship? We live on a ship.
Well, yes, do you have a cook?
I don't know. Do we
I
have
think we do have someone that might be able to help.
Doesn't seem that hard, does it?
We'll get the guys to.
We'll give it to Barry and.
Okay, well, I'll get you 6. I bag them up. I put a bit of water in the bag. They live long. Is that okay?
Great. Thank
Yeah.
you very much.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay. Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
I will go and find you the baby turtles
God,
now.
I am stuffed.
Nomio, get the baby turtle hook out. You hear him shout.
There they go.
Nice. Let me see.
I still don't want to look at it.
They're out in the main room again.
I don't
There's
want to
like-
see where it comes from.
Out of sight, out of mind, right?
There's like
Yeah.
several gnomes.
I'll eat it, but I don't want to see where
Yeah, it's
the
for the
baby
best,
where the
it's for the
baby
best.
meat comes
Oh,
from.
man,
A few minutes pass, he comes back in. You're bagged up baby turtles are at the entrance to the restaurant. Here's your bill, and he puts it down. It's 600 gold.
Oh man. 600
Well, well,
gold.
well.
What was cost? I thought it was 5 gold to go in.
Wow,
there.
very
Hey,
reasonable,
guys,
thank
I'm
you.
pretty sure we paid this.
We'll be sure to leave a tip.
Let me just consult my box of paying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got a.
Oh, here's all the coins.
Here it is. Look, if you
Ah, very good.
look very closely, just the box of coins are in here. Oh, check out that, Bab. Yeah, it's on. Yeah,
It's a very pretty frog.
yeah, it's very nice. Do you like it?
Yes, it's very
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
We'll have a little
Yeah, have a little stare at it a little bit longer. 'Cause
enjoy
it's,
it.
See if
I'm
it's,
sorry, gentlemen, you may not have realized. I am half elf.
what, oh.
I cannot be charmed.
No, we weren't trying to charm
But
you.
you
to
like
show you
looking at
guys.
it.
That's a very beautiful frog.
Sound of
Frog.
frogs.
Frog.
There's a lot there.
Anyway, yeah, we'll scoop this all out.
That's a big chunk.
Fuck, I need the toilet, and I just start running.
You run, do you?
You
Okay.
need the toilet.
Uh-oh, we have a runner.
I feel a bit ill from the food. Oh, I don't think it's the food, is it? It's not the bloody. Oh, it's gone right through me.
Are you alright?
Oh, I think this food makes me really ill in this restaurant. This establishment has ruined my bowels.
So as you go out, right, so you're going
I
out.
think I've got food poisoning.
Give me a deception roll. Give me an athletics check.
I just fucking dove over the table.
Oh, hang on, let me get it on there.
BB, what are you doing?
I'm going to see
What
what
is
the.
that?
I'm just like
11?
looking. I'm not really cotton on
Plus-
to what these two are doing yet, so I'm.
+1 to 12. Oh,
They're not believing you. Oh, please, you're doing this. Everyone knows our food hero is great. Don't ignore him, ladies and gentlemen. He is.
It must be the turtle.
Must
There's something
be
wrong with
the
those turtles in
turtle.
there.
The
The
cop.
ones that are swimming around. They're disgusting. Maybe it's the water. It's infected. Oh, I can't pay full price for this craziness. Are you serious?
He is
Oh,
making it up. You will
Half
be.
price at most.
Sir, you will pay. You will
Half
pay.
price
This
at
is
most.
good
I'm gonna
turtle. We
vomit.
do not.
I'm
We
gonna
make
vomit.
good turtle
What
here.
happened to the 5 gold?
You make yourself sick. Make yourself sick.
Jesus Christ! Make yourself sick. Oh, for God's sake! Oh, for God's
Why have you
sake!
done this to me? This is your establishment. Turtle Bay poisons people.
It does not
poisons
poison
people.
you.
I will write a
lying.
song about this and spread the word of Turtle Bay
No, do
poisoning
not do that.
people.
No, please. My shop will be.
What did you manage to break
I
a run
rolled
for?
a 3. So
Okay.
I basically tried to get out of my stall, and I just tripped and face planted
Straight down on the floor. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm alright. Yeah, sorry about that.
When you do that, you sort of pull the tablecloth with you, so a lot of it's sort of falling onto your back and stuff.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Look, hey, do not give them the turtles. Take the baby, put the
Hey,
baby
hey,
turtles
hey,
back
hey,
in the
calm down.
tank.
Hey, let's just all calm down here a sec. Hang on. We're friends here, right? We're friends.
No, you just tried to
we-
dine and dash.
No,
No.
Do you not know who this is?
I'm Sticky Mickey. I'm a very famous bard.
Persuasion check.
I'll take these bad boys away.
That's a 20 plus my persuasion, which
Wow.
He got a 20.
Mon Dieu!
Told you.
Sticky Mickey!
you didn't recognise me. That's understandable.
I didn't know I had such a celebrity eating in my restaurant.
Yeah,
Well-
you don't really want him to write a song about you, do you?
Well, I was going to say I've been offering my songs as services to people.
Yes.
For the price of these turtles, I will happily write a very favourable song about Turtle Bay, which is great for business. I go all round the 1002 Files. People will come from miles to come and eat at your establishment.
Yeah. Do you remember? Have you heard of Shrimp Island? The
No.
restaurant chain. No, you wrote a terrible song about them.
I've never heard
Exactly
of
that.
it.
Why?
They
They
destroyed
went
them.
under.
They plummeted.
Out of business.
Went
They
under.
they're
Oh,
a
boy.
franchise. They had stores all round the 1002.
Well, Sticky
Gone.
Mickey, if you would write the song for me and the establishment, I would, at the very least, I would comp your meals. I cannot.
Oh, yeah.
You're not ill. Are you ill?
I think I'm feeling better now.
Do you think you may have a turtle intolerance?
I think
An intolerance?
Yeah, intolerance. Yeah, maybe.
Yes?
I mean, I'll have to eat another one to find out.
Yeah.
At a time though, but of course, you know.
Well, look, I can give you a doggy bag with perhaps one or two small. You cannot, Sticky Mickey,
yeah.
your music is great to me, but you cannot take so many of my turtles without paying. They're
Hey, whoa, whoa.
expensive.
There's your 5 gold right there.
That is for the VIP. That is
Oh,
for
don't say
access
we-
to the VIP tables.
You can't look, I mean, what would you spend on marketing to reach round the whole 1002
Priceless,
Files?
really.
It's going to be way more than you'd have to like get a ship with a big billboard
He's
sail
really
on
selling out
and
for
put
you.
it out. I'm,
Sticky Mickey, you are killing me here. How many turtles do you want in payment for this song?
the 6 that we discussed.
You want 6 turtles.
the baby ones, which are more expensive.
They're
I know.
already packaged and ready to go.
Oh, Sticky Mickey, this better be the best song I have ever heard.
Oh gosh.
Will it be? What do you think? You give me a sample of the melody.
The melody.
Yes.
Do you, I've already got some words,
Oh wow.
but the melody would be more like, and it's like, I always eat at Turtle Bay. That's just a little bit of it.
Okay.
It's going to be like 3 minutes long.
Wow.
It will have a lute solo in there. It will start with my signature. Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo,
Oh,
doo-doo,
he's
doo.
doing the drum
The
intro.
moment it starts with that, the crowd, they go wild, you know.
I can see it now, and then more people will come and eat in my restaurant. Are
They
you
will.
perhaps interested in shares? In my famous musicians buy restaurant shares? Yes.
Nope.
No.
No.
No, just the
we've
turtles,
learned by that
please.
before,
How many of these
unfortunately.
baby turtles do you sell a day?
Depends on the day, but a day like today, we get to about perhaps 50.
And what are they like?
How much do we pay for
Are they
them?
100 gold each?
About 30 gold per turtle.
Well, why is ours 600 odd?
It's a
We've got 3
restaurant.
big meat stew ones with the bladder. We've got the combo.
Oh,
we
we've got the
did,
combo.
yeah.
So that
You got the
would
big
cost a lot,
ones, you got the combo. Some of those turtles take 40 to 50 years to
But
grow.
what I'm saying is, you'll have you'll make that money back in no time. No time at all. Even if if just 3 people from my shows come to your restaurant, you'll make your money back and more.
Do you have particularly rich clientele?
Extremely.
Yeah, I mean, if they can afford my
Very
shows, they
wealthy.
can
I'm
afford to
royalty.
eat here.
I was
You know what I mean?
You are royalty.
I am in my realm. Do I look royal?
You look noble, perhaps.
Below the
Yeah.
king.
You have
Or maybe I
often
know
the
royal
nobles,
people.
in fact, are the ones who don't like to pay for things.
Well, yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
It
Weird
is.
how that works out. I mean, I could afford it, sure, but I shouldn't have to.
I guess,
Anyway,
yes.
look, that's not about that.
You,
It's not
you are a
about
friend
that.
of
I'm
Sticky
saying
Mickey.
I am a friend of Sticky Mickey, and he's performed for many royal and noble people.
You are his entourage.
Indeed.
Got
Well,
my manager,
friend of
got my
Sticky.
special effects supervisor over here.
Special effects.
I mean, look at his cape.
I can
Look,
make
you
him fly.
ready?
Pillow!
Whoa! That's a very impressive cape.
Ah, yeah.
Okay, right. I am sorry for the confusion. I cannot believe I did not recognize Sticky Mickey, my favorite musician from
That's all right.
these Thousand Teeth. I will comp this. I will give you the turtles, but promise me, Sticky Mickey,
I promise
that
you.
you will make me a song
I will.
that they will sing in all the inns in Goldtooth Town.
This
Will you do this? Will you promise this?
I promise
Sounds
this.
like
Will you swear this upon the turtles in this room?
Well,
That you have
Yeah, sure.
partaken in the flesh of? You know,
Yeah,
the turtle-
yeah,
they're like,
of course.
the turtles in the tank are like looking at you and they're like, "The
I'd
fuck,
also-
man, come on."
I'll float this idea. It might not go well. I'd also like us 3 to be able to eat here for free in
wow.
future.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Let me see how good the song is first, okay?
Okay, all right. That's
All right,
fair
don't
enough.
push it. Don't push your goddamn luck. You're incredibly charming,
Would you-
but I mean, there's a
Would you
limit.
like- also, I'll throw in a signature. Would you like an autograph for free? Normally these cost quite a few gold.
I would love his autograph.
Give me something to sign.
I think I had one of our workers, our porters, delivered some turtles earlier. He was covered in what was like your signature, all over his face. It's not going to be
Face.
like that, is it?
Bob?
Depends what you want.
Yes, it was either Bob or no, but I can never tell them
Another
apart.
fan.
Yes,
big
yes.
fan, yeah.
I should have
Yeah, I
put-
mean, I'll sign whatever you want. If you want one of those, I'll do it. But if not, just you know,
Okay, you sign this, and he puts out the paper in front of you.
Okay, have you got a pen?
Yes, he pulls one out.
Who shall I make it out to?
My name is Calvin.
Calvin.
Oh, we know a Kevin. It's a small world.
No, no,
Well,
Calvin.
Kelvin
it's-
and an
L.
Make sure you spell
Kelvin.
that correctly. How'd you-
K.
I've already written
Eh.
Kevin now.
Well,
I'll squeeze the L in.
what? It's not an L, it's an A.
Was it?
Don't put another. It's Kalven.
Okay,
Calvin.
I've got 3 letters corrected.
Yes.
Is that enough?
Cal.
No, well, it's
All
not
right, Have you
ideal.
got another bit of paper? Another napkin, maybe?
Oh, yes, I do. He gets a napkin off a table, and one of the people eating there's like, oh,
All right, there you go. Kelvin.
Calvin.
Calvin.
Kalven.
Yeah. Yep, dear Calvin. Best wishes. Yours faithfully,
Yes.
Nice, didn't forget.
the world famous superstar, Sticky Mickey. XOXO. Means
Oh.
hugs and kisses. There you
Oh,
go.
I did not know you were interested.
I'll rub it on me as well. There you go. A bit of my
Oh, it's all
smell.
smudged.
Yeah, but it's like sweat smudge from him.
That'll dry.
Okay, anyway, get out of here.
Sorry about
What are,
the
what, are,
mess.
what are you
I'll
looking for?
clean
Anything
that
else in town I can maybe help you with? What are you looking to do next?
Shipwrights. We're looking at buying a
Yeah.
big old ship to go on tour
Oh, very good. Yes.
and maybe hunt some monsters.
Oh.
But mainly the tour thing.
The tall thing,
Okay,
of
well,
course.
out here, turn left, keep walking for about 15 minutes, and you'll find the shipwright quarter,
You've
no
got
problem.
like a
Which
coupon,
direction?
or like a mate's rates, or like a discount, student discount, anything like that for shipwrights.
Oh yes, they're just like a bakery. Just go in, buy a ship, buy another ship, next day, yeah, sure. No, I run a restaurant. I don't have a coupon for a fucking ship.
Yeah, we're asking the
Yeah,
wrong
you should have
people
just
for this.
said no.
That's weird, isn't it? We're
No,
asking the
no
wrong
is what we
people.
normally say from
Yeah.
where we're from. But yeah, that's fine.
Okay, anyway, I have other
Just
people to
trying to
serve. Thank
take
you,
him for
Sticky Mickey
everything.
and his friends. It's been lovely. Thank you for eating me out of
See you
house and
later.
home and refusing
Can
to
I
pay.
get a free turtle to go?
No!
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm picking up the boxes that were left out the front and walking out the establishment, head held high.
Those sons of bitches.
We handled that one.
Famous
well.
people. He says to himself as he's like writing down table management stuff.
That baby
And-
turtle was something else. Though.
That was.
That has changed my
Thank you
life.
for that. Thank
I'm
you for
annoyed I
getting
threw
that.
some of it up.
Yeah. I mean, you committed to the role.
I thought we could get a free meal. But
We did,
you know, I
in the
tried-
end.
We
We
did in
did,
the end.
we
but,
did.
you know.
Wasn't
I've
based
got to
on.
write a flipping song about that now. I've got to
Yeah.
sell out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
just-
much? I really should have been writing these down. I've got to write so many songs. Everyone we
This
meet
is the
seems to
thing,
want a
Are
song
we
in
ever going to hear
payment.
them?
Can you not just like use the same song
Change
and
words.
just change
the words.
some key
Oh.
words?
Now, I'm going to let you into a little secret now. I've been touring for many years.
Yeah.
You've seen a lot of my performances.
Yeah.
Next time you watch the performance, pay attention to what I'm singing. I already do that.
No way.
Right, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
I say it's my
Lyrics are
signature.
so different.
Boom, 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 boom,
But it's
boom,
just
boom,
every
boom.
song.
It's the same song.
The
I only
same
know
song
one
every
song.
Oh
time.
my god! Don't go telling people
No,
that.
that's my secret.
Amazing. Yeah.
All right, I guess we should look for a shipwright.
Off you go. And as you set off for the shipwright, that is the end of part 2 of session 5 of Booty. Next time we see what the hell you can afford with your rapidly dwindling funds. Thanks for watching, everybody. As always, this is available in video format on the Hat Films YouTube channel, on your favorite podcast service, and it's also broadcast live on Twitch every Wednesday 2 till 5. If you'd like to see that, come and see us. We're about halfway through the campaign now, and it's heating up.
Things
Not
are
just the turtle
getting
curry.
Spicy.
Indeed.
But yeah, also if you would like to get earlier access and ad-free version of our podcast, you can do so on our Patreon, patreon.com/hatfilms. That is just another method of supporting us and making sure that we're able to do these things every Wednesday. So thank you very much to everyone that has supported us already. We hope you enjoy that tier on there and the benefits that come with it. But yeah, we'll see you next time.
There'll be a 1 week gap.
There will be.
So catch
will
up.
be, yeah.
You can catch up next week. and
catch
then
up
we're
time.
back the week after, resuming from episode 6.
And actually, that'll mean the streams are then in sync with the YouTube videos. You'll
Wow.
be able to
You'd
watch
hope
next
so,
week's
yeah.
YouTube video, or this video, and then the next stream will be.
It'll be the 24th of
Oh.
August. So
Exactly.
There you go.
you got that.
Although if
time
you're
to catch
watching
up.
this, you've
It's
probably
too late.
already caught up.
Yeah, you've probably already seen it.
So
yeah.
what we've said is pointless.
No, but what I mean is if they're watching, this can all be cut, but if you're watching this right now,
Yeah.
you are caught up with the live stream, so you can go and catch the
You
next
can
live
watch the
stream.
live stream
Yeah.
now
Before
on
this,
the 24th.
Yeah, before this we were out of sync, but there you
Yeah, there you go.
Bye, everyone.
go. Bye-bye.
Bye.
It made perfect sense.
It just popped into my head
Yes.
that would do it, because like tonight's video is going out, but that's
Indeed.
before
That's episode
today's session, so
4.
you couldn't join today.
Indeed.
But now they can after next week.
You should be
Genius.
able to, yes.
Genius,
So
right, let's stop.
Brilliant.
if you've only just, for some reason, caught up or watched the stream today, you can catch up.
You've got
That's nice.
an opportunity to do so because next week will be no booty.
There'll be a gap.
There'll be a little gap. We'll be
Indeed.
back the following Wednesday.
Stream Wednesday, we're back tomorrow.
Back tomorrow on trying to get our regular
We should
studio.
hopefully the things we changed yesterday should be in action and working.
Should be improved.
We've also got those cam links which have arrived, which means that's one other part
Another
piece of
thing.
the puzzle which is
Slowly come together.
solved. We're throwing a bit of money at it each time and
Apologies
it's
in
working
advance
better each
for
time.
the probable tech issues, but it's smoothing out. We're
It's
getting there.
basically because we cannibalized that room to build the warehouse set a year ago,
Yeah.
and now
And our remote setups as well.
Yeah.
And now we're rebuilding our studio based on what we've learned from the years in COVID and lockdown
Yeah.
and trying to make it more streamlined.
Yeah, so we fixed the sound issues, but then now we're hopefully fixing the video issues and the streaming issues that we had yesterday because that was just down to a software issue.
Yeah, and we got some smart people on it, so hopefully with some extra help, we'll be good.
So tomorrow we'll be back with some games.
Yeah, thank you very much for watching today. Any final words from?
Are there any subs and donies?
Oh yeah, there's a
Good
few
point,
here.
yeah. Did you
Jacob.
catch up from yesterday as well, yeah? As in like whatever we missed. Quite a few came through. And we
Oh, a day ago,
considering we were
yeah.
literally streaming for like 10
Okay,
minutes
yeah, we
before it
had-
crashed.
This is from yesterday. So Mrs. Me 97, thank you very much. Phoenixa 36 months, if you're here, thank you. Kazas 12, 48 months. Oh wow, almost 50 whole months. Moon King, thanks for 70 months, saying Pog. Come on to Vic, thanks for 70 months, saying Happy Tuesday, boys. That was from yesterday, obviously. XWorkerBX, 78 months. Thank you so much.
Big up.
Bodacious Crumb, if you're here, thank you very much for 14 months. Dr. Crondank, 22 months. Big up the Dead Toe Massive.
Nice. Dead toes.
Dead Toe Massive. Midnight Royale, 29 months. Always wish I'd have something smart to say when my sub comes around. Ah, well. Really enjoying the content recently, boys. Good to see you enjoying yourselves. Much love.
Thank you.
Very much. Imperator Benny, thanks for 36 months, saying 36 glorious years. Zeozim, thanks for 29 months, saying just want to show appreciation for the tweet explaining the delay. Makes a big difference.
Yeah, we'll try to keep you updated when things like that happen.
Yeah.
So if we are delayed for these tech issues, we'll just tweet it out.
Tweet and try in Discord as well, because I know a lot of you hang out there. Ikari Yolta, thanks for 64 months. Nikki Weston, thank you for 85 months,
Big
saying,
up,
hello, my
85.
sexy boys.
Hello.
Thank you to the
85.
saltiest peanut for 18 months, saying, sync me all up, hat daddies. Wow. Ruddus, thanks for 14 months. V-Germs, thanks for 26 months. Musevi1234, thanks for 3 months on Prime, saying, is this Rocket League? No, it's a different day now.
Yes, that's a good point.
And this is the most recent subs. Thank you to Jacob140900 for 7 months on Prime. Hudsboy, 33 months. 33 months, wow, this is crazy. I've gone from a teen watching Hat films to an adult married with a kid watching the Boyks.
That's aging us.
And I'm absolutely loving the D&D streams.
Poorly.
It's because we're more like Peter Panning it.
Yeah.
We're living in eternal youth by being YouTubers, right?
That's it, yeah.
And we're refusing to
Get
be
in the real world
adults
and get real jobs.
and do normal things. Going to be passing on the baton to the kiddo when he's old enough. Fuck me. Do you reckon we're going to be still going and bringing a whole new generation into Hat films?
Well, it
I
depends
mean,
on
that'd
the
be
age he
interesting.
decides that his kids should watch.
Yeah, what's
People
the
have played
what's
that
a good
stuff
age?
to toddlers, so
Yeah. I feel like also like, I don't know, how many people watch like old men play games? Like how many kids go like,
That's going to
Hey,
be the
hey,
future,
yeah.
isn't
I
it?
can't wait to watch those old dudes play.
yeah,
that
yeah,
game.
it's like if you had the option of like a young YouTuber who you like,
Yeah.
like
Relatable.
The lingo.
yeah, relatable,
Yeah.
or like, no, man, I watch these like 55-year-old guys, like,
You say that.
Playing
I,
Rocket League.
I watch Limmy a lot.
yeah, he's like, yeah, what, 40
in his
something?
he's like, yeah, maybe
Is he 50s?
45, maybe 50.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't
yeah,
know.
I know for sure. I'm hoping they do
He's
stick
got a
around, but
youthful energy about him.
Also, he's
He
a
has.
famous comedian.
Yeah.
He is.
So
Thank you.
we're just not
Hey,
famous.
our
guys.
best years are in front of us.
Yes.
We haven't even had our best year
We
yet.
haven't peaked yet, honestly. Promise.
2022 was going to be our year, but I think 2023.
2023.
That's
I think it's a
when
pretty
the-
good
yeah.
year.
this has been a great
It's
year.
been,
In the
like, compared
grips
to the
of-
last two.
It's turned around very quickly in the last few months.
I'm
as
very
well.
happy with how things have gone.
Yeah.
We've managed to get things back up and running again, which is good.
And finally, 3 more. SR Daniel 007, 51 months. 1 month for each year I've been alive. The more you know. You're not 51 months old. I do not believe that. Guga Boobs with 80085.
Nice, thank you for that.
10 months on Prime. Sorry I'm not watching live. I couldn't catch all of it, so I'm waiting for the VOD. It's perfectly fine.
That's absolutely fine.
We don't hold it
yeah,
against you if
it's
you're just
available
a VOD squad.
in many forms for you to watch at your own pace, and also without any, pauses
Craig,
and stuff. It'll be cut down.
Also
a
puts
degree.
special attention into the edit so that the podcast version of that is taken from that edit. So all the sound effects and stuff he puts a lot of time into those.
The
so
sound effects that happen on stream are,
Just for you guys.
are deleted, and I do it again properly for the edit.
That's
So the
dedication right
podcast
there.
is very good quality, as is the YouTube video. So look forward to that if you've missed any of it. And finally, Strody, 24 months, saying another month with the Sesh Lords. Thank you.
sesh.
Sesh Lords. And I'll just
Loves
do
the
a
sesh.
quick refresh, and I think we're all good. Yeah, all caught up. Thank you,
Sweet.
everybody.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Craig, for doing the tech. Thank you, Smith, for DMing.
Thank you. Thanks for being such great players.
You're
Every one
welcome.
of you.
I'm trying to derail things, but
Yeah.
just keep on track.
I did like the bit earlier where it was just like, we don't do that. We turn around and go back to the ship, and I'm like, I see what you're doing.
I
and
can
I'm
see
like,
in your face.
can I
that you-
try and fucking, what would
that
happen?
You know what? We don't
Well, when
need
I
to
got
see
off
this
the
little
ship.
gnome.
yeah, yeah.
Getting off the ship to row. I
Yeah,
don't know if
yeah.
that was a mess.
Loving it.
Everything up. I don't
No,
know.
you're good. No, all that changed was I was going to have the frog guy meet you at the bottom of the gangplank of the main ship. But like, I was just like, yeah.
You popped us up with energy.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I didn't
You
really
really
know what I
hopped.
wanted to do with those. I was just
No,
like,
I was just right, yeah.
It's a cool
I
image.
burnt it out of me, so yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
Indeed.
We'll be in our hat office playing some games.
Yes.
And
Cooling
Craig,
down with the aircon.
back in your cage, son.
Back in the hot edit room.
Got to go back in the cage. So thank you, everyone. Stay cool out there if you're in the UK. Stay hydrated. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.